fight against John Wayne Bobbitt was supposed to occur. And what I've heard is that John Wayne Bobbitt got checked out medically right before the fight, as they often do in these things, and his blood pressure was so high, they wouldn't let Levy fight this guy.
Are you kidding me? John Wayne Bobbitt was the problem?
Yeah, he was out of shape. And then the next thing I heard was that, Beetle went out and boxed that other midget.
The little guy, yeah.
And that's kind of like
Dominic.
WWF. They make it so Beetle wins.
Oh, really? It's all arranged.
Well, yeah.
Beetle couldn't live with himself if he lost.
Right. They make it so Beetle wins. But it's just funny to watch, evidently. But okay, fine. And but if you're going to do that, have him fight like a 6'9" guy.
And still win. Why another midget?
Yeah, it would be great.
Yeah, the other midget's shorter than him.
Yeah, they always put him up against another midget. But if you're going to fake it, make it funny.
Yeah, because it's believable. It's weird. Yeah, right, exactly.
Or let him fight
Jose Canseco.
A regular size guy.
Let him fight Jose Canseco.
I bet Canseco would do it at this point.
He's available?
Yeah.
So then the other thing was that, so Levy went out and boxed a guy.
They just pulled up anybody.
I don't know. Gary, can you explain who Levy fought? Because Gary thinks it was just fixed or something.
That he was never going to fight John Wayne Bobbitt?
Sal, give me the whole rundown on it.
So what happened was, like you said, Bobbitt had high blood pressure.
Okay.
And I find that kind of odd because he's fighting guys been on coke and drugs and liquor his whole life. That's not a problem.
Part of it. I thought that was real. I'm just saying.
It is real. It is real. And they couldn't sanction it because they could have gotten a lot of trouble if, God forbid, something happened. Right. So they put in this other guy out of the blue, some backup boxer to fight.
But didn't
Levy.
you say it looked like it was fixed?
I mean, at first I thought that, but apparently I talked to Levy afterwards. It definitely wasn't fixed from what he said.
Why would there be a backup?
It didn't look fixed.
He's drinking that fucking Kool-Aid.
All right, go ahead.
Ignore him.
Wait, hold on. I can tell you what happened.
He got paid to be there, so ignore him.
Let Gary do it.
Because you have an agenda.
Because you're ruining this. You're not telling the truth.
I am.
You're not telling you what you just told me, what we just talked about.
I said the way the guy wobbled, he wobbled like a cartoon character, and that looked fixed.
Right.
And then
okay, Gary, why don't you tell this
Everybody said that the guy fought earlier, and he fought a fight and he lost, but you could see that the guy could clearly fight.
Right.
Suddenly he got to fighting Levy. He didn't know how to fight.
Right.
And it looked retarded. Levy hit him, and the guy wobbled all over the place. It looked like a cartoon character.
So you're saying Levy scored a knockout?
Yeah, well, yeah. There it is. That's it. There's the fight here.
Oh, please. This looks like the WWE.
I didn't really.
Oh, Howard, watch it again.
Yeah, I missed it.
Howard, I agree with Gary. It's awful.
First of all, why aren't his hands up? I love that going down to the knee.
But so Bob won that fight.
I got to tell you, if the fight was fixed, Bob might be the only guy I know in the history of boxing who, in a fixed fight, got a black eye.
And he pulled his shoulder out.
Right.
He was sent to the hospital.
So
he was sent to the
hospital. Levy's a friend of mine. I desperately don't.
What is he doing?
I don't want to get the guy in a position where I'm costing him money by my opinion on shit because maybe he's making money on this. I don't know.
I don't think he is. That's the whole point.
Yeah. So what the fuck is he doing? If that was fixed and it looks like it was, what is Bob's agenda?
I think Bob wants to get somehow to a bigger level in show business, and in some convoluted way he feels with all of this.
This is giving him a name?
It's giving him something to do other than comedy.
It's not making him any more money, and it's not giving him any more PR.
It makes any sense. I'm telling you what's in his head.
But it doesn't. In other words, the only PR he gets is coming on the show, which we put him on anyway without the fighting.
Well, yeah, but it gives him an agenda that's sort of interesting.
Let me ask you something, though.
I don't know.
I am of the opinion that he was never fighting John Wayne Bobbitt.
I don't believe that.
Look, why do they have a backup boxer?
Because it was a guy who just fought from another
fight. He fought earlier in the day.
Yeah.
So he had fought someone else already?
Yeah, like an hour ago.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, he was just there. They had to get somebody in the ring with Bob.
And they said when he fought an hour earlier, Robin, he did not look like that guy you just saw.
No, but I mean, watch the part where he goes towards the ropes. All of a sudden, he does like the monster mash or something.
I got one more. I know it's visual, but you just need to see it. You have to watch Beetlejuice and Dominic. They fight. Dominic's kicking the crap out of him. Then suddenly Beetlejuice musters up the energy, and he knocks out Dominic.
I gotta see.
But again,
that's a fix.
Yeah.
There they go. Here's Beet.
Dominic's wailing all
Dominic's wailing on him. Boom. One punch.
That's funny. At least Dominic takes a good dive.
Well, when is that going to be on Howard TV, all this?
I'm not sure.
Is Bobby's fight going to be on too?
I hope so.
Yeah.
We're going to try to put everything on. I'd put it on this second if I could, but tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night? That's the greatest.
That is the best.
Beatles fight's the best.
Yeah.
I need to see that again.
A lot of action.
But there's Beet taking a beating. And then Beet just one big powerhouse punch, and down goes Dominic, and the fight is over.
What a shot.
Everyone's laughing.
That's a hard right hand.
I don't even think that hard right hand hit him.
Somebody told me Levy's in the hospital.
He went to the hospital that night because he popped his shoulder out. Levy went to swing at that guy, and he missed, and he popped his shoulder out when he missed.
Here we go.
Oh my, Dominic coming out with huge bombs. Oh, he's going low, he's going high. Beetle has yet to throw a punch. Beetle is being swarmed right now by Dominic. It's not having any effect on him. Now Beetle starts throwing back. Look out! Dominic running away. Beetle playing rope-a-dope. Wow! Unbelievable. Beetle is taking all the shots, and he's not being fazed by it. He's walking through Dominic's barrage. And he puts his arms up, thinking he won when the ref separated. The ref apparently counting it a standing knockdown and giving Beetle an 8 count. Beetle thinking he won the fight. And now they go back at it. Big Papa throwing vicious overhand rights. Now Beet winding up, getting ready. Beet's trainer Bobby Rooney yelling for him to punch, and there's the end of round one, and Beetle nails him with a shot at the end of the bell. Wow! Bobby Rooney's trainer giving me a confident thumbs up. Round number 2. Oh, here we go. Beetle swinging wildly. These two hitting each other. Oh, Dominic's hurt. Dominic's hurt. Dominic's hurt. He's trying to get Beetle to come in on him. Dominic's definitely out of gas. There he goes. Dominic is down. Dominic is down and his glove is off. Dominic is down, his glove is off. Beetle is his hands up. Dominic looks wasted, I'll be honest with you. If you've ever seen a drunk guy fighting outside a bar at 3 a.m., this is what it looks like. And that was ruled a knockdown by the referee. Here we go. Boom, Beetle taking a big overhand right again to the back of the head. Not phasing him. Beetle holding, taking all his punches. Took a couple flush, and now Beetle throws back. Dominic down again. Dominic is completely out of energy. Big Papa looks like he's ready to vomit. Here we go. Papa with a solid shot. Beetle taking him on as usual. Bam! A huge right by Beetlejuice. And Papa is down flat on his back. My! His legs are still there. The referee giving him an 8 count. Asking him where he is. All right. Dominic talked a big game before this fight. Let's see what happens. Third and final round. Here we go. Dominic again with an overhand right. Combos, and Beetle slugs him with a solid right. Dominic hurt. Oh my! Dominic hit Beetlejuice with a hard shot, and he went down. That one definitely hurt Dominic, and not only did he not see it, I didn't see it. Here we go again. Beetle taking a shot. That Beetle can take a punch. Dominic just throwing almost lifeless punches. Wow! Beetle just annihilated him. That's it. Dominic's corner throwing in the towel. Beetle has won the bout.
Ladies and gentlemen, due to a medical mix-up, we have a late scratch in tonight's championship matchup. Fighting out of the red corner of the Party Government Gym right here in Broomall, residing in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Please welcome Thomas the T-Bar Bushman. He will be fighting for John Wayne Bobbitt, who we apologize is not able to be up here tonight. Having spent some time down in Northern Virginia, your blood pressure can really go up living down there with the traffic. We hope he'll be alright, but we do apologize to everybody out here. We're sorry he's not able to be here, but his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner with a 0-1 record, fighting out of Philadelphia Sports Club from Cherry Hill, New Jersey. He hates people, especially you. Please welcome the Reverend Bob Levy. Ladies and gentlemen, before we get the fight started tonight, we'd like to welcome up, as he made the trip all the way here, please welcome John Wayne Bobbitt.
Well, they said I can't fight because I have high blood pressure, I guess. I don't believe that's true, but... See, I want to fight, but they said I can't. I came all the way out here to fight, so you guys did fight, but obviously you won't let me fight. Why don't fight? Let me fight, right? I'm here to fight, you know, I got to make
The whole problem was, this is the second time or fourth time today we checked his high blood pressure. John's a real nice guy. Unfortunately, this situation, what? Dude, listen. Yeah, but that's the way it is. It's not fucking rare. You know what I'm saying? The doctor said no. I'm not going to jeopardize this. You're more than welcome to fight in January to your blood pressure, but I can't fuck around. Excuse my language.
Bob moving around, throwing the jab. Right hand. Oh my, Bob nailed him with a huge right. Oh, and a left. Bob hurt him with his first punch. Look at Bob. Bob putting it together. Levy showing him. That body shot looked like it hurt Levy. He backed up off of it. But Bob, man, coming out with some really huge overhand hooks, rights and lefts, and connected. And you saw the opponent just blink and dazed look on his face. Oh, and now Bobby got hit with a straight right. And now again. And now it looks like, oh, and Bob's taking a lot of body shots right now. Look out. Big right by Bob Levy. Big right. Bob looking to pick his shots. He's measuring them with that little faint jab. Bob throwing the jab, working off of it, throwing a right. Oh, and a solid shot by Bob. Bob getting caught with a solid shot. Oh, wow. And a big bomb. Look out. His opponent looks hurt. He's dazed, his legs buckled. Bob going to a neutral corner. Leon shouting instructions at him. Bob really connecting with a huge right. He's been talking about it. He's saying how he has a huge right, and he's been connecting with it. Second round is over. And it's round 3. Here we go. Bob again, taking his time. Throwing a jab. Oh, look at the defense. He's look out. And Bob's getting hit with a big right. Oh, he just got hit with another big right. And another one. He looks woozy. Bob looks hurt. Bob looks hurt. He's taking shots. I think they're giving Bob a standing 8 count. The referee considering that a standing knockdown. Bob looks dazed. He looks woozy. He's ready. Leon yelling to Bob to keep your hands up. Bob is measuring his opponent, but he's leaving his arms and his face wide open. Any shot could drop him. There was a big oh my. Bob just took a huge shot.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner by unanimous decision, the Reverend
Boris, good morning. How are you doing today?
I don't know yet. I'll find out. Who's that? Look.
I think that's a cutout of Nicole Bass, bodybuilder. So, so you excited to be on the show today?
I think I am.
What are you nervous?
No.
No.
Just don't know what to expect. Is this the room?
You'll be waiting here for a little bit.
Why?
Well, Howard's not ready. I think we're running a little late, but you'll be going in just a minute. But what are you going to be talking about today?
I don't know. On my book.
Your book, right?
Yeah. What are you doing this for?
This is for Howard's TV show.
This is?
Yes. He as well. He has a TV. He has his own channel actually, called Howard TV, and this will be on TV tomorrow night.
I thought that was right there.
That's Rapping Granny.
Cloris Leachman, let me say a few words about her. A very noted actress. She's 84 years old now.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, she's in pretty good condition.
She was on Dancing with the Stars recently.
She was on one of my favorite television shows, which was Mary Tyler Moore's show.
Yeah.
Then she went on to do the Rhoda show.
She became
and she was in a number of Mel
Brooks movies, including my favorite movie of all time, Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
In terms of comedy, it's one of the best.
And High Anxiety is a not as well known Mel Brooks
I loved
movie.
High Anxiety.
But her and Harvey Korman are so fucking funny.
And also, Cloris Leachman won an Academy Award for the movie Last Picture Show, which I'm a big fan of, too.
That's an awesome movie.
So it's great to meet her. She got a autobiography out. And
there she is.
Let me see her. Wow, there you are, world famous actress. Cloris Leachman. Look at that. Let me soak that in. You're moving pretty good. You're moving pretty good.
She looks good.
You know, it's a funny thing with you, Cloris Leachman. You know, most broads who are 84 years old. Show Miss Leachman where she can sit. How are you, my dear?
Say hello to her first.
Hello. Oh, two. Thank you. Yes, hello.
No. She's 82.
Oh, 82.
Go sit down, Miss
Wow.
Leachman.
I'm going to be 83 next month, so that's 1 year you got.
How you learn to act so good? How'd you learn how to act? Where do you go to school?
Well, I was in the actor's studio, but that was later. But that I learned things there that were good.
Is that where you met Marlon Brando at Actors Studio?
Yeah.
I was going to say, were you with Marlon?
And he wanted to bang you, huh?
Well, I think so. Yes, he did.
And you cried because he stared at you funny.
That's right. Years later.
We got a creep over there, Benji. He stares at these women till he makes them cry.
But he don't look like Brando.
He's no Brando.
You know, I didn't know. You know, I always was a fan of yours, but I didn't know you were so wild. I didn't know you had a wild side to you, like crazy wild. You know what I mean?
I think I'm a lot of different people. Last week I figured that out.
Were you ever medicated?
No.
You were never put in a mental institution?
None of these people needed medication.
Good idea.
They never put you on medication.
Well, you know, on Dancing with the Stars, right? The first time I went out there, and what's the Italian?
Tom Bergeron?
The other one.
The host?
Italian,
the woman? The girl?
The man.
No, the guy.
Italian, black hair on the right.
What the hell?
The
judge, the gay guy.
Yeah, well, all of a sudden,
Bruno.
all of a sudden, I put my. Now, I didn't decide to do that night. It was.
You spread your legs for him.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
My leg went up there. In spite of me, I didn't have anything to do with it. I made no decision.
Right.
And there it was, and we were looking at it. I was as surprised as they were.
So you put it up on the judge's table?
When you were a young woman, you were a beauty queen, right? You were in Miss America pageant.
Yeah.
And you didn't win the Miss America pageant.
Well,
did
I got
you?
$1,000 scholarship.
You did.
And I took singing lessons 2 years later in New York, and then I played the lead in South Pacific on Broadway for Rodgers and Hammerstein.
Were you a virgin when you were in the Miss America pageant?
No.
You were not. You were already doing men.
I wasn't doing them, no.
You were not. They were doing you.
No, I think I'd stopped for a while.
You never had an affair with a woman?
Never.
I could see you maybe getting into it.
Did you?
No, yes. Many affairs with women.
How many?
With women?
Yeah.
I mean, I've had my share.
Well, how many?
3.
3?
4. I don't know. I mean,
no, by the time you were 13, how many?
By the time I was 13, I had a girlfriend who I made out with, but I was embarrassed to feel her breasts. So I read a book on on foreplay.
What did it say? Tell me.
It said that I should, how to fondle the breast and how to put my finger in her vagina. And it was a marriage manual my father had.
A marriage manual.
It was called on your wedding night. And I began to read it. But enough about me.
Cloris, you could have a seat.
Yeah, would you like to sit down, Cloris?
She's wandering around. You can't go anywhere. You might as well sit down.
Sit down. She's tied up in an umbilical cord.
Shouldn't I be in front of something?
Do you? Yeah. We want you to sit down so you can't fall down. A lot of people your age fall down. You know that. I don't want you falling down.
Did you say vagina?
Vagina.
I'm a little behind you, but I'm catching up.
Sit down. How's your vagina?
Well, as of when?
When is the last time you had sex with a man? Was it a long time ago, or are you still active?
I'm still active.
You're a good-looking
I think
woman.
it's been about 40 years.
Is that true?
Maybe.
Are you serious?
Come on.
40 years?
I think so.
You didn't have. What are you talking
You'd have
about?
been
Mary
42.
Tyler Moore, Ed Asner wanted you. That wasn't 40 years ago.
That was longer.
No. Mary Tyler Moore show was.
It started 39 years ago.
39 years ago.
Who are you?
That's Artie.
My name's Artie. I met you
darling.
before.
You worked together.
You worked with him.
Yeah.
When?
You probably don't even remember doing the show. There's a show called Norm.
I don't remember.
I know you.
Who was Norm?
Norm Macdonald was a comedian
It was on
from Saturday Night
ABC.
Live.
Probably about 9 years ago on ABC.
He had a sitcom. You did the sitcom.
Laurie Metcalf was on.
And Artie describes you were sitting in the makeup room, and you
With
whipped,
my vagina?
and you whipped your breasts out and put them on a table right in front of Artie. I said you should have whipped your penis out and put it on the table.
I didn't do that.
On
He
the
claims you
makeup, on the tray of like the the makeup trailer, they have like that little
ledge.
I didn't ever do that.
Okay.
Elizabeth Taylor did it once.
He claims he saw you do it.
Well, no, I was told she did.
You didn't
I
witness
never did it.
Oh, you never did it. All right.
Only to nurse children is the only time.
You breastfed?
Everybody.
How did you know to do that? Back in the day, they never breastfed.
Joanne Woodward and I were the two people who were on television. We changed the whole face of this country. Women started nursing their children again.
My mother says to me her greatest disappointment was she didn't breastfeed me. She said women just didn't know about it back then. Are
you older than we were?
I'm 55.
Yeah, I think you're older.
How old are your kids?
Well, they're all balding.
Yeah. I look very young, just like you. You see most of these alta cockers who run around in their 80s, and they can barely move themselves. You are spry. You're
sprightly.
Yeah, no, you're in great shape. Why?
And you look good. You didn't do a lot of plastic surgery or anything.
Did you get pulled back a little or what?
Where?
Did you ever have your breasts done or your face?
No.
Did you have your face done at all?
Never.
You see?
That's why you look good.
You look like a human being.
Well, I always tried to eat well.
Right.
Healthily.
Yes. What do you eat?
Oh, macaroni and cheese.
No, you don't.
I had it twice in one day in Texas just now.
When you grow up a very good-looking woman like yourself, life is easier, isn't it? I was never blessed with a beautiful face.
I think you do have a beautiful face.
Well, you're older now. You're a little,
No,
you're a
I
little less
always
picky.
liked your kind of face.
No, you.
What kind of face is
What
that?
kind of face is that?
It has.
Jewy?
Yeah.
You like that face?
I like that face.
Yeah.
And if you were bald, I would like that too.
You would. No, you wouldn't. You have no idea. You should see me with a shower cap on. It's not pretty.
Howard was slapped a yarmulke.
I was slapped a yarmulke. So
When did you decide to get kind of, raunchy?
When did I decide?
Was it a decision?
Well, maybe it was a conscious decision to let it all fly on the radio. And I would say that was in my career about 1980 when I was in Detroit.
How old were you?
I was in my I was early 20s. And I said, I can no longer hold back. If I'm going to be successful at this, I have to let it fly, let it go.
Do you
and be
make as
honest.
much money now as you did before?
What do you mean?
Before
When I was on
what?
regular radio?
Mm-hmm.
I do better here. A little bit better. Not much, but a little bit
Did you
better.
lose any money in these times?
You weren't a Bernie Madoff victim, I hope.
No.
Were you?
I hear that I'm in good shape.
You hear you're in good shape.
Yes.
What do you have? Somebody who invests your money for
Oh,
you?
yes.
And what is it, in the stock market?
No.
What do you have it in?
Oh, I don't know,
T-bills?
cars and
No.
insurance.
What do you have it in?
I don't know. That's
You don't
why
know?
I have somebody.
You don't pay attention to your
No, I
finances?
don't.
Don't you think that's foolish?
No, it's like, I like sports, but to get involved with them means I just have to care and follow through and keep up and read and do all that stuff about.
Are you a millionaire? You have to be, right?
I should be.
How many times have you been married in your life?
Once.
And was he a rich guy? I imagine you married a wealthy man.
No, he could. The day we were married, we were at the minister's house afterward for a little, peanut butter sandwiches and cake. And I said, George, I think we should go. People can't leave till we leave.
Right.
Where are you taking me? He said, where would you like to go?
Why?
I said, George, I told you 2 weeks ago. He said, I don't have any money. We had to, I don't know.
Why would you marry a man without money? You were sought after. You're a Hollywood actor. Be careful. You're going to fall over with that thing.
We don't know
pull
that
on
any of this stuff is really
None of it's
put
sturdy.
together well.
You're going to break it. Listen to me. You're not wearing a bra, are you?
Yes, I am.
You are? Okay. I thought you were braless today.
Oh, you liar, pants on fire.
And you're a large-chested woman. You have ample bosom. You didn't ever needed breast implants, did you?
No.
You're a C cup?
D, 30. I was a 32D all my life, and then suddenly I became 36D. So, I guess that's.
Nobody builds them like you anymore. Everything is fake. My mother has beautiful breasts, big D cups, and they just don't. Robin's very lucky, but the very few women have what you have, do they? Everybody's fake now, right?
Well, a lot of people are.
And
you're a funny man.
When you played Nurse Diesel in High Anxiety, you had the big points in your breast.
I know.
Well, what were they? Like,
I don't know. They were hollow.
see, my mother's the same age as you, but I'm going to tell you something. You're less uptight. My
Your
mother.
mother's not that uptight.
Well, my mother will not shave her bush.
I don't know what Cloris does down there.
Did you see the vagina, whatever they were?
Vagina monologues?
Yeah.
Sure.
I think some woman called hers my down there.
My down there.
My down there.
Grow up.
I just called it my pee-pee.
You fully shaved? Do you take all the hair off?
Oh, no.
You leave it all there.
Well, how do you like it?
Full bush?
Oh, my goodness. This is the funniest place where I am. I'm in the middle of the room, and there's a sofa here, but it just doesn't even have a...
She wants to be in front of something, I think, because she's got a skirt on, right?
It doesn't have a table or anything in
You
front
don't
of
need
it.
a table. Sit down and relax.
Sit back here by me.
Cross your legs.
Sit on Artie's lap. Right. You'll
sit back here?
No.
Yeah.
No, sit over there.
I want to sit with you.
No, sit there.
Sit here?
Sit there.
You don't have an option.
I'm on a
Sit
doggy
down.
leash plugged into something.
Doggy leash. No, that's your headphones. Those are your headphones.
Why is she all locked in over there alone, and all you men are out
It's
here?
better she be there.
Why?
Because we're horny and she gets excited. We We keep her locked up. She too doesn't.
Cloris, as a producer of the show, I beg you to sit.
What would happen if I don't?
Nothing, but I would feel more comfortable.
Well, I would too, but I'm not facing anybody then.
No, you're looking with me. Get one-on-one with me. Come on.
Well, they're talking.
Come on, sit down. Sit down.
They haven't said down there yet, but
we'll shut up.
Why don't you shave it?
Would you like for me to?
No, you don't shave your vagina at all? You keep it all natural growth down there? Do you really? Do you? Or do you groom it? You don't. See, that's how my mom is. I don't get you, broads. Old school.
Why don't you come out here and be with me?
She wants help. She needs help.
She feels lost.
That's an insane asylum.
I just tell you one thing, I wash it.
I know you wash it. But why would you be against grooming it or shaving it? Why do women...
Because I like it the way it is.
Why do women of your generation take such offense to that? Why not look great for your man when you pull off your panties? You don't want to look like Larry from the Three Stooges. Or...
You don't want to have a lot of short, stubby hair either.
But you're against it. In other words, the concept of that turns you off.
No, it doesn't. I like mine the way it is.
Okay, so it's full.
When you wear a bathing suit, though, does it...
Don't the hair stick out of the sides?
No, I'm not a black-haired, long thing kind of person.
You don't wear a bathing suit with like a skirt around it, do you? Or...
No.
You know, I hate that.
Hey, Cloris, how you doing?
Anytime you want to go, just leave.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
This is honest. I've never stood in the middle of a studio before if I sit down, everybody's behind me. Like we're going to watch something.
I mean,
let's go over some more memories of the Norm Show.
You're high, aren't you? Careful, don't hurt yourself. You're going to break your hip, I know it. You're going to break your hip. Go
funny?
sit down in that couch. You're going to break your hip, I'm telling you.
She's fine. She's fine.
She's going to fall over.
She's stable. She's stable.
Let me pound this back together.
Yeah, really. Don't lean too
Don't
hard
worry
over
about
there.
it. Did you ever do drugs in your life?
Do drugs.
Smoke weed?
About 3 times.
You try acid? Nothing?
No.
Like heroin, nothing?
There were some little, what were they? Oh, mushrooms.
Oh, yeah?
We were out camping.
Why would you do that? I'd have to be on mushrooms if you took me camping.
You have to do the mushrooms if you're camping.
Well, camping,
How horrible.
it was easy.
Right. You were probably in a really
A
luxurious...
skunk came out at night.
So you took magic mushrooms?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I loved reading about your love affairs. You really
Who
were...
did you have
She
love
was very
affairs
sexually active, and I could see you were a lot of fun in the sack. I mean, I could just picture
I don't
what
know.
went
I
on.
didn't shave. I don't know if there's any.
Were you wild sexually when you were very active? I mean, were you up for, like many women
Now,
of your
nobody would
generation?
have guessed this.
Many women of your generation would just lie on their backs and lay there like a lox. But you...
Lie
Did you
there like a
consider-
lox.
Yeah, I think that you were very into it. I would imagine you were very sensuous. That you
Did you
weren't-
consider it a duty, or were you into
I
it?
even see you're licking your lips now. You're thinking, you're getting worked up, aren't you?
I think she might want to have sex today.
Do you still pleasure yourself, or have you stopped? Why is that funny? I'm curious.
I don't know where my down there is.
I'm hoping I stop in a few years pleasuring myself. It's crazy.
No,
I'm 55.
no,
I should get over it already.
Why are you gonna-
I can't get over it. I love it.
That's silly.
I love it. I love myself. Don't you love it? Do you love it? When you were...
You talking yourself?
Yes, I do.
When you were a young woman, did your mother say to you, "Don't touch yourself"?
Down there.
Was your mother very uptight and she would teach you not to
No,
touch
I would
yourself?
ask her about her and Daddy, and she never would answer me. And one day I guess she'd gone to the library. She came home and threw a book in on my bed, which I read.
What was the book?
I don't remember. But it was about that sort
About
of thing.
that kind of thing.
So
And
that's how you learned about the birds and the bees?
so you never thought sex was dirty or a bad thing?
No.
No. And your parents, they were married or they got a divorce?
They were married.
They were married. So you come from a very fine background, don't you?
Very fine.
Very fine. And you got along with your parents?
My mother.
You got along with your mother, not your father?
No.
Did he beat you? Did he sexually abuse you?
He did not sexually abuse me.
But he beat you?
No, he didn't beat me.
He ignored you.
Yeah. He had no interest in you?
No.
He felt you were not
It
worthy.
was when the men pay for everything and the women raise the children.
Right,
Clean
yes.
the house and cook the meals and wash the dishes.
Was he an alcoholic? Was he a drinker?
No.
He was not.
Buck Leachman. Good
Wow.
man.
Good man. Oh, you liked him?
No.
No.
I hated him.
He's a good man, though.
But he was a good man.
No, he was honest and fair,
Yeah.
but he'd scare me, and I didn't like to be scared.
Did he ever hold you in his arms and say, "You're beautiful
Never.
and I love you"?
Never.
Is that what you need me to do to you?
Yes.
I'm not doing that.
Why?
No, I'll do it if you want it.
I'll
Sure.
shave.
You are beautiful. Back in the 60s, did you ever get into any of that rebirthing stuff? I'll go through my birth again.
I
Did you-
just had children.
And, you know, I'm going to talk to you about some of your sexual conquests, because this is the new book.
Give me
This
her
is-
list.
All right. First
Ed
of all-
Asner wanted her, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, she turned him down.
Yeah, she
good
said
for
he had
you.
to lose weight. I saw that.
I'll tell you a guy she had sex with, but she doesn't quite admit it. But I can
Who's
tell.
that?
I can tell she has, and I'll reveal that.
Ronald
in a minute.
Reagan.
No, she went out with Ronald Reagan.
Yeah?
Ronald Reagan, you didn't like. He was a stiff, right?
I thought he was really square when I was on KRNT KSO in Des Moines, and he was on WHO, and he was in sports.
He was a radio guy.
Yeah, we thought he was kind of square.
Right. And you didn't give it up to him, huh? You didn't give him sex.
No.
Did you kiss him on the date?
No, we
No.
never had a date.
Oh, no.
I did his show twice,
Yeah.
and once he took me across the street, and he was suddenly the darlingest man. I was just shocked that he was gallant. He was.
Are you sorry you didn't take up with him? You could have been the first lady of the
I
United
could.
States.
He's not my type.
Right. He needs a lot of maintenance. He needs care, right? I mean, he was the
I
kind
like
of guy.
men who are really funny,
Aye.
a little bit mean.
A little bit mean.
You like to get spanked.
I'm glad you know what you like.
You're in the right room.
Have you ever been with men who wanted to smack you, like spank you
No.
sexually?
I got spanked once.
You did?
The fuck?
With who? Who spanked you?
Senator? He was in
Senator Kennedy.
Claiborne.
Senator Claiborne spanked you? Sexually.
I think we were third cousins.
Is that true? So he liked it rough. And you're in the doggy position, I assume, nude.
No.
And he started to spank you.
No, I wasn't in any doggy position
No, you don't like
that
that?
I've ever seen a dog in.
It was a sexual thing, and he started to spank you.
That's right.
Wow. And you said, no, I'm putting my foot down.
I didn't say anything. I was, what?
Did it turn you on?
No, I didn't like it.
Careful, you're gonna fall down.
She
You're-
wants to be able to
You're
see
gonna
you.
hurt yourself.
I
I
think
know.
get
She's
comfortable.
okay.
I know you're gonna fall.
She's
Artie
okay.
Lang.
I'm watching her. She's
Norm.
okay.
How'd you know my last name?
Here is some of your. First of all, here are some of your conquests. You had a one-night stand with Gene Hackman. This is all in your new book.
Gene Hackman.
Gene Hackman, the famous Gene. Well, this
During
is,
Young Frankenstein, huh?
no, during the filming of. I'll tell you what. Cloris had a one-night stand with Gene Hackman, 1970. They were both shooting films in San Francisco. They had dinner together in a hotel before the sex. You could have done better than Gene
You
Hackman.
one night stand with Gene
Not that
Hackman?
night.
Yeah, that was the only one. Also, you say Marlon Brando hit on you many times, but you became scared when he
Not-
gave you a certain sexual look.
No. Not too many times. Just
Right.
3 or 4.
Right.
That was when we were in our 20s.
He was crazy.
Well, later, after we were all friends for many, 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 many years, and we went to dinner, that's when that happened.
I see. And
I
he-
never talked to him again.
because it was a scary kind of look.
It was an awful, awful. It
Predator.
would be like, without sex, rape. It was beyond what was. It was cruel. It was shocking to
In
me.
other
I
words,
never
you
talked to him
ceased
again.
being human. You were like a wolf being staring at a piece of meat. You were the piece of meat.
Well,
And
no, it wasn't sexual at all.
it was angry.
It was angry, yeah.
He was angry, I think. Angry with women, angry with people.
It scared me, and I cried. I don't.
Handsome man, though.
Oh, he's a darling guy.
Yeah.
Funny.
Well, maybe he was fasting. A lot of people do that.
And then they get cranky.
That's right. And you know, this Ed Asner story in your book, Mary Tyler Moore show, fantastic. You still friends with her? Or is
Oh,
she?
sure.
Oh, yeah?
All
I
of
feel
us.
like she just blew you off after the show, no?
Oh no.
Who's all of us? Is Rhoda in there, too?
Everybody. Every single person. Yeah.
You're all close. What do you mean by close? You call each other?
No.
What,
What is close?
Well, you're talking close.
what do you, I mean, when you say you're close to
When
these...
she does something, they
Yeah.
call us and we all go there because we want to see each other.
So you're not close. You're not really friends with the Mary Tyler Moore
Yes, we
people.
are. Very.
Who are you really friends with?
I'm friends with Valerie.
Valerie
Okay.
Harper?
Okay.
She's not a nudnik?
She's quite smart.
Yeah.
And I saw her in her, the Jewish woman who ran Israel.
Golda Meir?
I saw her do that show, and she's fantastic.
And you have Valerie's phone number. You're able to speak with her and this kind of thing.
Yes.
Maybe I should do that with you. You can be a good famous friend for me. I'll call you up.
You're going to exchange numbers?
I need famous friends. I'm sick and tired of these regular dopes I hang out with.
You're tired of calling Ross?
Yeah. I'm tired of Ross and Richie. I want famous friends. It must be wonderful to have famous friends, people of accomplishment, people who you can relate to.
I don't have any famous friends.
You have Valerie Harper.
Well, she's very busy and gone all the time.
Yeah.
So
So Mary Tyler Moore really isn't your friend. After all those years of working
I
together,
never liked her.
You never
Really?
did. She rejected you.
no, she didn't.
Why didn't you like her?
What's not likable about Mary?
I'm teasing you.
No, you didn't like her. You said that with such honesty and sincerity.
You can tell us.
She's a horrible person, right?
She won't shave.
She won't. Does she shave? Do you ever see her naked all the years you worked together? Gorgeous girl,
I
right?
don't know that I've seen her all naked, half naked.
Half naked.
I saw her from behind.
Is that right? No, is that true?
Yeah.
Beautiful girl, huh?
Tall.
Beautiful.
In her day, right?
Oh.
Maron. I know. Now, well, she's whining about this and that, but back in that day, she was terrific.
Look out.
Yeah, you bet. Let's see. Okay, Mel Brooks hit on you. The famous Mel Brooks, a man you should have given yourself to.
Well, I didn't know he was the writer of a little thing I did with Tony Randall.
And why not have sex with Mel Brooks? He's a mishkite, right? He's not that handsome. Was
Oh,
that
I
the
like
problem?
him a lot. He's
You
a
do?
good guy.
So why didn't you have sex with him?
Well, I was going with the man I married, George.
Oh, I see. All right. So you turned him down. But what a thrill. Was it great working with him on Young Frankenstein?
Oh, my God, yes.
And yet you were mad when the play came out, Young Frankenstein, he wouldn't put you in it.
I wasn't mad. I was just heartbroken.
Yeah, they said you were too old for your own part that you played in the movie. Isn't that true?
I think they were worried I might drop dead.
Do you worry about dropping dead? I mean, now, what is your attitude toward age? Do you worry about dying?
I think it sucks.
Longevity.
It's horrible, right?
I hope you never get to be my age.
Really?
Well, I will.
Why is it terrible?
Well, you just aren't the same. You aren't this.
You're tired.
Just to walk, is not the same as when I used to.
Right. It's not the same ease. You have to really watch what you're doing.
Yeah, I don't want to trip, and break my hip. And
I know. And I even worry about you when you're walking around.
I hope you do, because I hang on to things, though. I'd hang on to you.
So it's horrible. And also, when you're a young woman, every guy is paying attention to you. You're a sex object, this and that.
Do you feel invisible?
Yeah, I mean, that's a huge change, right, when you get older?
I don't feel invisible.
You still get the men saying, things to you and flirting with you?
Yeah.
Really?
I think they're being kind.
And what about, let's talk about Senator Ted Kennedy. You mentioned
Did he
that
do something?
You had sex with him.
No, I didn't.
And you're protecting him by not saying it.
I never had sex with
Swear
Ted
to God.
Kennedy.
How far did he get?
Well, he drove me around in his car. So I knew pretty much what was...
No bridges around, were there?
Now, somebody's behind me talking.
That's that Norm guy.
How you doing?
So, really, what happened with Senator Kennedy? You mentioned that you're very good
friends.
friends.
I got the Academy Award and everything, and I got a letter from him, I think.
He wanted to meet
he
you.
watches the shows and starts writing to everybody.
Yeah.
Dear
everybody.
I mean, everybody he likes.
Dear clitoris, I want you.
Are you shaving?
Not Stan.
He didn't care if anybody shaved.
He didn't care. That didn't say parted the hairs.
But I was in his house. His wife was there, and I just...
Joni.
He was trying to get you with his wife in the other room?
No, you bitch. Now I know why they have you sequestered.
There was nothing sexual between you and the senator?
Never.
Really?
But I saw him try to get a bill through somewhere.
Right. So you hung out with him. You've hung out with the rich and famous. You and the powerful. You've had a charmed life. You've had a charmed life. You really have. Don't say you haven't. I don't care.
I wanted to write a book about the men I didn't have something to do with, because it's
you did.
Like Sam Goldwyn.
And hey, by the way, never mind Sam Goldwyn. Your son was married to Sharon Stone.
Wrong.
Dated her?
Wrong.
Completely wrong.
Completely wrong.
Where did you think you knew that
Cloris's oldest son, George Jr., who also serves as her manager, was married to Sharon Stone.
He's my third son, Georgie.
Okay.
And Georgie and Sharon Stone worked on a movie that my husband was making with the last movie Rock Hudson made in Las Vegas.
Yes.
And Sharon Stone, my husband hired her to be in there. And the man who was, the associate producer or something. He married her after that.
Oh, why does it say your son married her?
Because then my daughter went with him for 3 years.
Oh.
Your daughter went with the guy who was married to Sharon Stone?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Sharon Stone never had sex with your son?
Never.
Oh, how unfortunate.
Oh, so sad.
Beautiful girl.
Oh, gorgeous.
I mean, your son would have enjoyed her. I mean, what he must be very disappointed he never had her. I would be. So my point is, you've lived this very full life, and now you've written a book about it, and you're excited about it. You sat and wrote this yourself, or you had one of these co-writers?
I wrote it myself, but George helped me, my former husband.
Your former husband helped you write
George
it.
and you are not together anymore.
Well, we adore each other.
Mm-hmm.
Couldn't put up with you, huh?
Couldn't.
No. Did he die?
He's alive.
He's alive?
He wrote it with her.
And you're divorced? Oh, I didn't know that. Were you a major pain in the ass to live with? What happened? What went wrong?
Well, we had 5 children.
Right.
And we had different ideas about how they should be raised.
There you go. And what happened? Then you started...
Well, I'm right, of course.
Yeah. Did you start... What were the differences? What did you believe in, and what did he believe?
He said, you're soft on communism.
I mean, really, give me an example. I'm very curious about this, because I think this breaks up a lot of couples.
Well, he'd always talk about the family and, like, I can't think, like, not... It was a wonderful thing. It was almost sacred, the family is.
Right.
And, gee, I'd get all excited. That's right. And he had just given our second son the guest house out in the
backyard?
Opposite the pool there.
Yeah.
And it was a beautiful little place. And he said, no, well, let's go out there. And if he's cleaned up his room and is doing his homework, he can stay. And otherwise, no. So I said, okay. I wanted to agree with him.
Yeah.
So we walked out there, the long way. We walked out there, and he opened the door like a Nazi. I mean, it was just, bam. It wasn't kind. And Brian was sitting in the middle of the room at the table doing his homework, and everything was spick and span. I just went, oh, thank God. And George did a little inspection. I mean, a big inspection, a very quick, big inspection. And he looked under the bed, and there was a little piece of dust there, and he threw Brian out. And that,
he was too harsh.
He was mean, just like your dad.
Who's that?
Oh.
Yours.
Oh, mine?
No,
oh, hers.
Cloris's.
Oh,
She said
Cloris.
her
My dad
father
wouldn't even do that.
Was, sort of...
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of thing. I mean, he went
you really see a different side to a person when you have children with them, right? It becomes, wow, gee, I didn't expect you to be like that.
And I didn't know
that. But he was also darling and funny and original and
right. But you couldn't take the way he was with the kids. And so you said, that's it, I'm leaving.
No, he came and said that Bonnie was going to go back to Tennessee if he didn't get a divorce.
Who's Bonnie?
Well, does it matter?
So he was cheating on you?
Well, we couldn't have Bonnie going back to Tennessee, so of course I said, you get a divorce.
Yeah. Was the sex good with him at least? It was good. And you miss it?
Oh, well, I mean, sure, she's had somebody since then.
Do you still have sexual feelings? Or is that like gone? You don't think about it?
I think about it.
You do?
Yeah.
But you won't touch yourself? No. You do still or you don't?
No.
Not down there.
You don't touch it?
Am I down there?
Are you embarrassed to admit it?
No.
You just don't even think about it?
Not much.
It's strictly for peeing and that's it. You will not touch.
Well, I look at it sometimes.
All right. Listen. I am very excited.
Can't see it, though.
I am very excited about you being here.
Are you really, or are you just saying?
No, I'm telling the truth.
We were huge fans of the Mary Tyler
That's
Moore
right.
Show. We spent a lot of weekends with you.
When you win an Academy Award, is it worth it? I mean, is it a big deal? Do you keep the Academy Award? Does it up your price in Hollywood?
I didn't work for a year after I...
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
It's crazy. You've worked with all the biggies, Meryl Streep, right? All of them. Are you better than all of them?
No, I think she's better than
She's pretty great.
Excellent.
You're good, though, man.
But
You're real
nobody
good.
but her. The rest of them are pikers, right?
Like you work with Meg Ryan. She's not that good, right? Not great.
Yeah.
She's cute, darling.
She's cute, but she's not a great actress.
Well, she could be. It depends on what your part is. And
Right. But there's very few greats.
Judi Dench is great.
But there are very few better than you. Be honest. You can be honest. Brag a little. There are very few better than you.
Say it one more time.
There are very few better than you,
All
right?
together now.
Very few better than you.
You're very versatile.
What about Madeline Kahn? Was she funny?
Yes,
Madeline,
very
yeah.
funny, and we loved her very much.
But she wasn't better than you.
Well, she's different.
Different. Okay. That's true. When you did Dancing with the Stars, you like doing that?
Sure.
That broad who's on there, what's her name? The one who interviews people, Samantha Harris. She didn't like you, did she?
She loved me.
She did?
Are you talking about the judge?
Oh, the judge didn't like you. That
She liked me,
Carrie Ann
but
in Alba.
Terry Ann and Alba.
no, she liked me, but she was upset because somebody got voted off and I was still on.
I was afraid you were going to drop dead on that show. That was very strenuous for
Why
you.
were you?
Because I'm worried. At your age, you slow down a little bit. Take it easy.
Well,
I
you said
did. I only
yourself.
did it about an hour and a half a day, not 6 hours the way others did.
Where do you live now? L.A.? Mm-hmm. Still?
Brentwood.
Nice house?
I live in a condominium. I sold my house in Mandeville Canyon.
In a condo. Not one of those old people condos, huh?
Oh, it's wonderful because
You take meals together?
You on the meal plan?
I live. There's a building in front of my building, so I'm in the back of that building, and it opens onto the Veterans Administration, and there are just thousands of eucalyptus trees. It's a sanctuary back there.
Oh, very nice.
You can't hear one sound of human life back there. It's so
That's beautiful. All right, so you're doing well. You're happy.
I have everything I could possibly want.
I'm so happy for you. Listen, let me just remind people that Cloris not only wrote a book, but she will be signing copies of her book tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Where? At the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey. So if I go there, I can meet you, and you will sign my book. And you'll do it graciously.
And I'm left-handed, so it's not that easy.
And if there's a lot of people there, you're going to sign every book, or you're going to walk out like a big star and leave people hanging?
I won't leave anybody hanging.
You're saying you will sign every book?
Every book.
It's very gracious of you. Thursday night at 7:30, the Cloris Leachman book signing tour continues at the Barnes & Noble at Lincoln Center in Manhattan.
Nice. That's a nice
And
facility.
you will be out there, and what are you going to wear? Hot pants? What are you going to
I brought a lot of clothes, but I don't know what I'm going to wear.
Go braless. Give the male fan something. Give them a treat.
I'm going to wear a bra. That'll give them a treat.
All right.
I was at the Lincoln Center many years ago, and
what?
The conductor of the symphony?
Leonard
The
Bernstein.
Leonard Bernstein.
Leonard
Thank
Bernstein.
you, dear man.
Oh, no
Wow.
problem. That's okay. Leonard Bernstein.
We were on Norm
memory's
together.
going.
We were, yeah.
Norm. You
She don't remember Norm. She remember Leonard Bernstein.
Who played? Who played Norm?
A guy named Norm, a comedian named Norm Macdonald.
And what did Cloris play?
I forget.
She played Norm's mother or something.
No, she came on as she was somebody's aunt, I think. You might have been Laurie's mother.
Laurie Metcalf?
Yeah.
Those sitcoms, good money, right? And easy. You easily memorize these scripts. I don't know how you do it.
She was great, I remember.
Yeah,
on the
what
show.
newer
Sure.
lines
Oh,
came in
yeah.
prepared.
You don't
Funny as
learn
hell.
the whole script. You learn 2 or 3 pages, and you do that scene.
Oh.
Then you learn another to do that scene.
Well, I couldn't even do that. I don't remember anything. I could barely remember anything.
You remember a lot of dirty words.
No, honey, you bring them out in me.
So does everybody.
Yeah, I just can't believe you don't shave. You really ought to groom down there.
Why?
Because it's nice. It's attractive. Take it down a notch. You never know when a guy's going to enter your life. Even Robin takes it down a notch. Even I take it down a notch.
Do you shave?
Sure, I take a little of it down. I don't, because the hairs are longer than my penis.
Well, mine isn't.
Oh, all right. Well, there you
You
go.
must have a teeny tiny penis.
Next time you come in here, I do. Next time you come in here, I'm going to shave you.
Nice.
That'll be our thing. We'll do that. Bob Hope ever try to bang you? No.
You know something that just knocks me out. I got the Academy Award, and I went to New York
Right.
to the Plaza Hotel, which I've always loved. And I walked in the big eating room, the dining room there.
The
What
restaurant.
was the restaurant called?
Well, I got
The Oak Room.
No,
No,
the
that's
other
at the
one
Waldorf.
on 5th Avenue and 58th. The beautiful room.
You're dealing with a lot of lowlifes. We don't
Yeah,
know.
we don't get
know
into
anything.
Anyway,
we don't get to go
somebody
to the
said,
plaza.
"That's Cloris Leachman."
Right.
It was Jack Benny.
Oh.
Can you imagine? We
wow.
used to listen to him out in the country in Des Moines. Imagine my father,
Yes. And you never had sex with him?
I a couple of times.
A couple of times with Jack Benny. Guy was a charmer.
What happened with
listen.
Leonard Bernstein, though?
Oh, yeah, Leonard Bernstein. We all went somewhere one night, And he and I were the first in the restaurant, and a big round oak table. I said, "Oh, play something for me." And on the oak table, he played a Beethoven something or other. Isn't that thrilling?
What was his deal? He was a switch hitter? He went to guys and girls, right?
I think so.
Yeah, who knows? You have to write a book about that. Cloris Leachman's book, Cloris, which is a good name for the book.
It's much better than Cloris Leachman.
Yeah. Cloris will be signing... Why did you never change your name for show business purposes?
Well, a lot of stories, different ones, including Tallulah Bankhead was going to change my name to April Claiborne. Claiborne's a family name.
Right.
And I was going to be Jane Claiborne originally. Different. Then I went on for somebody, and the stage manager went out and said, tonight the leading woman will be played by Cloris Leachman. No, excuse me. And he ran up and said, "What's your name?" At that point, I was Amy Wallace. That's my middle name, Wallace. I said, "Cloris Leachman." He ran up and said, "Cloris Leachman." I go, "Oh." Everybody was so upset.
Yeah. Well, it's good you kept your real name. It gives you character.
Well, I opened finally at the Actors Studio. Somebody said, "Cloris, you have to change your name." So I said, "Oh, all right." And I got out the New York phone book and got to the L section and stuck my finger in the L section, closed my eyes. When I opened it, it said, "Leave it."
Wow. Is that true?
Yeah. And that's the last time I ever decided to change my name.
Probably 11.
Yeah, I once tried to. I was going to change my name for radio. It doesn't work out. I couldn't remember the name.
Right.
I was going to change my name to Miles August. And they mean, look, yeah, Miles August.
You look like a Miles August.
Yeah, right. And I was like, yeah, this is Miles August with you. And meanwhile, I couldn't seriously call myself Miles.
Yeah,
I mean,
what
come
kind
on.
of guy would Miles be now?
Yeah.
Jack Warden and somebody else on Route 66. Oh, no, it was something at Warner Brothers. Whatever you call it.
You know, when I went to
anyway,
the phone...
they
you know,
called
when
Lily Carmichael. They decided to call me Lily Carmichael.
Lily Carmichael. You're not a Lily Carmichael.
Well, I'm close.
Yeah, well, when I opened the phone book, they said, listen, keep your name the same and cover your face. And that was the end of it. Listen
you have
to
a
me.
Great face.
You're just warning.
No.
Cloris will be signing copies of her book tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey, and Thursday night at 7:30 at the Barnes & Noble at Lincoln Center in Manhattan. So you are very busy. I think the book will be a big hit. Everyone should read it. This
Did
is a
you
woman.
read it?
Of course not. I just got a copy of it yesterday. How would I read it?
You didn't read it.
I will read it. I just got a copy.
Oh.
I mean, I mean, how could I have read it?
Well, why are you telling people to read it? They don't. You don't know if
But
it's
I can
any
tell. It's good. Trust me. I can see already. You're on the ball, and you're still with it. And I think
I might fall over.
You got all your marbles. And you didn't fall over once the entire interview.
Well, I'm hanging on.
I want to thank you for gracing us. I mean, after all, we don't get many Academy Award winners in here.
I don't get many Academy Awards either, just one.
Do you have it in your house? You have it sitting there? Oh, yeah.
In the middle.
Right. And
a Golden Globe.
Fantastic. And let me tell you, I think people should go meet you and get their book signed.
I do, too.
You're a legend. Cloris Leachman, I love you, and I thank you for being here. I'm going to take a break, and then I'll hug you, and I'll tell you I love you.
Yeah. Thank you.
And I believe you had sex with Ted Kennedy.
I did not. I swear to God I didn't.
You'll never convince
me. Hey, right, don't moan so loud. She'll hear you.
Thank you, Senator. Senator, you loved her, right?
I loved her very much. And I loved her Jiffy popcorn pubic bush.
All right. Well, there you go. He liked the full bush.
I liked it.
He's a rude man.
That's right.
When I go down to her and do an oral, I'd be Lincoln.
Let me take two phone calls. This is the fans. I haven't even been paying attention. I've been so busy.
They wanted to talk to Cloris?
Yeah, let's do real quick. Go ahead, Dan. You want to talk to Miss Leachman.
Standing up this
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
Cloris, hi. I'm a big fan.
Quickly.
Should I shave or not? Should I shave or not?
Should she shave or not?
Yes.
What?
Absolutely shave it.
Of course. Have some fun.
Why?
He's for shaving.
Put a little soap on that thing and shave it off. You do it. Take a clippers or shears like they do with the sheep. 1, 2, 3. You'll be great.
It's easier than you think.
Quickly, what's your question?
My question is, I wanted to know what it was like to work on Butch Cassidy and Sundance Kid, but I also wanted to tell her that I think one of the best scene-stealing roles of all time is Cloris in Young Frankenstein as Frau Blucher. I just think that every time I watch that movie, I just crack my ass up.
Well, of course.
Horse knees. So I was wondering about Butch Cassidy.
Yeah, you had a sex scene with Paul Newman.
I've never had a sex scene with Paul Newman, and he asked me once.
What? To do it? He wanted you.
Well, he'd been drinking beer, you know.
This is before his marriage to Joanne Woodward?
No.
During the marriage?
Much after, later.
This was after he got married to Joanne Woodward.
Many years later.
Paul Newman came on to you during his marriage?
Yes.
But he was a bad drinker, right?
He didn't come on to me. He just kind of asked me, and I said no. And he said, "Oh, you ladies always know."
I thought him and Joanne Woodward had the perfect marriage.
Well, that's what you think. I don't know.
Are you serious?
Yes.
You mean he would cheat?
See, I told you that I should write a book about the guys I didn't have sex with.
And you're friends with Joanne Woodward, aren't you? A little bit?
Did you tell her?
Yes or no? No?
What, Cloris?
Boring?
She's boring.
Oh, my God. You don't like Joanne?
Maybe that's what
you
Paul
like her
thought.
all right, but she's just no fun.
Good actress. No?
And she told me that she wouldn't swallow.
Hey,
who was a bigger bore, Ronald Reagan or Joanne Woodward? Joanne.
but
wait a second. Did you work with Joanne? You did, and you guys didn't get along.
We get along great.
You just don't like her.
No.
Nothing much to say when the camera stops rolling.
Did you say to Paul Newman, listen, you're a married man. Everybody believes you have this sweetheart romance.
I said, oh, Paul, He said, oh, well, you ladies always know, which made me think, I wasn't the only one.
Wow.
But what about it in the movie? You almost have sex with him in Butch Cat. You're getting undressed.
Well, we
with
got
him.
interrupted.
Yeah.
Is that when he asked
Coitus interruptus.
you? Is that when he asked you to have sex with him during the
No,
making of
much
later? Wow, you turned him down. One of the best-looking guys in the world.
Not my type.
Not your type.
She's hot in that movie.
Why did you turn him down? Because he was married to Joanne, or because?
No, he's not my type.
Really?
But marriage wouldn't stop you if you wanted a guy, huh?
You mean you would have
Probably
sex
not.
with me before you would Paul Newman?
Oh, yes.
Really?
Quickly, yes. Hurry.
Nice. Get you right in bed. That makes me feel good because Paul Newman's this
He's
hot
supposed
stud.
to be this sex symbol,
and
right?
here I am banging you, and Paul Newman's
I
waiting.
told him a joke one night. We were making a movie, and he came back at 4 a.m. and told me the same joke. I mean, that's not forgivable.
No.
Was he a bad drinker, Paul Newman? He was
He drank beer insatiably, and then
Right.
he always had a little room with heat, not a sauna, but a steam room.
Yeah.
Or a sauna.
See, I'm so naive. I thought him and Joanne Woodward had this romance.
Well, maybe they do.
But I mean, I thought there was this whole thing. You're
this
shocking me.
inseparable thing,
Well,
huh?
for the most, yes, for
Except for when he was hitting on you.
well, he
And
didn't hit
whoever
on me.
else.
I mean, he was just wandering around.
But he said, "Can I have sex with you?"
Well, I didn't say those words quite.
Right. But it was clear.
Well, it was out in Malibu at the beach, and it was,
So that doesn't
drinking
count.
beer.
Yeah.
You were alone?
No, I had another couple with us.
Well, oh, you were on a date.
It was a date?
No, they had rented this house for the summer, and then, so I was out there, and
Boy, you are minx.
I was a minx, but
Yeah. Huh?
But do you remember, Howard, you remember the scene in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid? She plays a hooker in a whorehouse.
Yeah.
And Paul Newman's looking around, and he picks her to take her upstairs.
Yeah,
and,
he doesn't
and have
get it on
sex.
with her.
Well, the posse comes into town.
Right, he has to get out of
So he
there.
has to get out of there quick. So she's taking off. But you're really good looking in that movie. Beautiful. You're taking off your leggings, and you see your legs. And then Robert Redford comes in and interrupts him and says, we got to get out of here.
Yeah, great. Let's go to one more call. Let's go to Joe. Joe?
wait, did the other man get his,
He got his answer.
what was it?
I forget.
No,
What was
we
it like?
asked him
What
a
was the
question.
question?
What was it like being on Butch Cassidy and the
He
Sundance
asked you
Kid?
about Butch Cassidy, and you said you broke up, almost broke up Paul Newman's marriage.
Did you shoot that scene after he came on to you or before?
No,
Oh,
before.
long before.
Yeah, she's
Long
saying
before.
later.
Oh, later on.
During his marriage.
Oh,
Yeah, but no, he was
he's
shocked.
been married
I thought-
forever.
He was married during
No,
Butch Cassidy.
he was married once, then he married Joanne
No,
Woodward.
but he was married during Sundance.
But I
Butch
thought him
Cassidy.
and Joanne Woodward they had this Hollywood romance.
Well,
and
we
that-
understand that, Howard.
I'm very shook up.
You're
But I read
upset.
that he drank a lot too, so then
All right.
he would dry out. Like,
Joe-
that excuses it?
I don't know. Joe from Boston.
look, a guy's got to
You've
have
shocked
sex.
everyone now. You've thrown everyone's whole thing
I
off.
have to call Joanne now and say, listen,
You're boring.
anything.
How's she going to feel when she finds out you think she's boring?
I don't think she's boring.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do. You said it.
You know,
No, I
Joanne
don't. I
always
did not.
listens
Are
to
you
the show.
Are you taking it back?
I never said she was boring.
What did you say?
I didn't answer you.
You mouthed the word boring.
No, you said it.
Okay.
She didn't say
She
was
told me
boring.
that she thought Joanne was as interesting as ever a jar of spaghetti sauce.
Oh, that's fascinating to me.
Maybe you met another Joanne Woodward. Let's go to Joe. He has the last word because Cloris Leachman has a very busy schedule. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. I have a friend who a couple of years ago worked at a production studio in L.A., and he would send couriers over to Cloris's house for some project, and the courier would come back and say, I can't do this anymore. And they're like, why? And the courier says, well, Cloris Leachman answers the door naked.
Is that right? Do you ever answer your door naked?
No.
No.
Why
That's
would
a-
they spread these lies about you?
Were you
I'm not
topless?
making this up. Just wanted to make sure if it was true or not.
No, some guy was claiming that when they would deliver scripts to your house, you would always be nude when you answered the door. I would think that's lovely.
Are you kidding?
Well, it wasn't true.
It's not true.
No.
So
I would never leave.
Yeah, what's the guy complaining about? Well, anyway, listen.
So that's why they kept hanging around. I didn't understand.
Yeah. You thought they just had scripts.
Yeah.
Cloris Leachman's book is called Cloris, Go Buy One, and go
It
see
isn't called
her.
Cloris Go Buy One.
Well, it's close enough.
I thought it was.
Cloris will be signing copies of her book tomorrow night at 7 o'clock at the Bookends in Ridgewood, New Jersey.
Where's
Thursday.
that?
In Ridgewood, New Jersey.
How
very
do you
close.
get there?
You'll get there. They got a driver
Yeah,
for
but
you.
other people might want a book.
They're gonna feed you and send you right over there.
I'll be right there.
And Thursday night at 7:30, you'll be at the Barnes & Noble at Lincoln Center in Manhattan. Not too far away from my place, baby, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, so are you hitting
That's
on
right.
her now?
I'm hitting on her, that's right. You're delightful. We all appreciate all of the entertainment you have given us over the years.
Everyone loved the interview except for Joanne Woodward.
Right. You were almost perfect. You got stuff to deal with now.
Thank God Paul's dead. You don't have to worry about it.
Right.
What am I going to do about...
What? Oh. You don't know.
the movie star?
Oh.
Paul Newman?
Paul Newman?
No, he's dead, though.
Joanne Woodward?
No, before.
Marlon Brando, he's
No,
dead.
later.
Ronald Reagan.
Ronald Reagan?
No, the one I did.
Who are we talking
Gene
about?
Hackman.
Oh, Gene
Him.
Hackman.
Oh,
What
Gene
about
Hackman.
him?
What about him?
Well, I'm
Why?
going to have to find him, too, and apologize
Why?
that I wrote about him.
You had sex
Wasn't
with-
he any
Was the
good?
sex good?
It's the oddest thing. You won't believe this, but it's true. Well,
Go ahead, tell
no,
us.
but we just tore upstairs as fast as we could. We were so excited. And ran in our so-offered clothes and slammed the door, and he just slid his hands up underneath me, and then I don't remember one thing after that. Isn't that awful?
You mean you don't remember him entering you?
Did you pass out?
I don't know what happened to me. I don't remember.
What, you're saying he took you with such force.
Oh, yeah, dropping loads.
That's Gene Hackman.
That's
with
tape
you.
of Gene Hackman.
What do you think? Why
How
is
did
sex
it
only
well,
once?
yeah,
It almost sounds like the sex was not memorable. Like he probably barely had a penis.
Oh,
Like you would have remembered if there was something in you.
Right.
well,
You were invaded. I mean, you don't remember?
maybe I didn't have sex with him.
Maybe you didn't.
Maybe I didn't. I don't remember.
Were you two drinking?
No.
You put it in, right? Or you just? Oh, so you're saying you couldn't feel it?
No, I didn't say any of those things.
That's what you're saying.
No, you're saying it. That's not true.
Well, how do you
What are you
not
saying?
remember anything?
It was just such a, it was
No, hold it a
passionate.
second. What
quick.
are
it was
you
so
saying?
passionate we
Was
were
he
beside
quick?
ourselves.
So he came in a second. So you
No,
weren't
he
satisfied.
He was quick.
You're saying the worst things that are all wrong.
Okay, what are you saying then?
I said after that exciting beginning, I don't remember anything.
It
You
was
would remember.
boring too.
Well, that's
Boring.
just me. No, it's not because of him.
Yes, it is. You were bored. So you never went back there again. You never
That
revisited.
isn't true, and I've never seen him again.
So why would he have sex with you once and never see you again?
Because we were in San Francisco. It just happened. It was a happenstance.
And the man picked you up, spread your legs.
No.
What did he do? He picked you up and put himself inside of you, and you can't remember it, and you don't think that's a bad thing that says about his sexuality? I mean, about his ability to please a woman?
I think it was so incredible that I just lost my mind.
I've been with women where I get so excited, it's literally one stroke and I'm in, and that's it. and I'm
Yeah,
out.
that's what happened,
And
probably.
that's probably what happened to the guy.
Yeah. So you're
He
saying
probably got
sex-
excited and he blew his load, but why not let him rest up for 10 minutes and let him go again? I mean, what's the problem?
So
Maybe he did. I don't
You
remember.
don't even remember what he did to you. That's
So
a
you're saying
terrible
sex
story.
with Gene Hackman is worse than being with Joanne Woodward for dinner?
Listen,
If you
this
were
is
on
all
an-
going to get back to her, you know.
If you were
Joanne,
on an island
I don't think I'm gonna see
and
her.
you had to be stuck there with Gene Hackman or Joanne Woodward, which one would you go with? with?
I'd go with Gene.
Oh, wow. All right, listen, you've said enough.
Love you.
Time to end this love fest.
We're going to let you sit
Cloris
down.
Leachman, thank you very much. I'm glad you never changed your name. I like the Leachman name. And we are going to take a break. And congratulations on your book. And everyone go get your book signed. Thank you. Pleasure. Me too. I'm trying very hard. Well, listen. You came in here, you said it all. I like it.
It's an honor to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in.
Why do you have to stay in that all by yourself?
Because it's dangerous out here, as you discovered.
She might start talking about Joey.
That's right, I might start talking.
Together? You and Howard? What, we have to come out 6'5", yeah.
We're going to stand up nice and straight. You go 1, 2, 3. One more quick one. 2, 3.
Not bad, right?
Holy.
We didn't hear any of that.
Cloris.
Don't fall. What?
How'd it go?
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Why? You said too much?
Yeah. Oh God, yes.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
There was a lot of sex talk in there.
Well, worse than that.
What was the worst?
Talked about Joanne Woodward.
You're in trouble with her?
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. You had a good time though, right? What'd you like about doing the show?
Well, it's so odd. I was standing up the whole time, and they were all behind me.
Yeah, why didn't you sit
down? And he's in front. Well, because
you couldn't see anyone.
Couldn't see anyone. And the woman is in the booth.
Yeah, Robin's in her own room.
Robin's in her own room.
So it was an interesting experience, right?
What are you filming me for?
This is for Howard's TV show.
And what happens on the TV show?
We broadcast his radio show, which you were just on.
It's a short show.
Yeah, it's like a half hour. It was good, though. It was very funny, entertaining.
Thank you, darling. Bye.
All right, bye.
1, 2, 3. He's got a best-selling book.
Yeah, it's out there.
Norm?
It's called Too Fat to Fish. You'll see it at Barnes & Noble. Yeah, it is. Pick it up.
So funny.
Yeah.
What a funny name.
There's good stories
What
in there.
made you think of that?
My mother screamed it at me once when I tried to go fishing.
She did?
Yeah, she told me I was too fat to fish. So I figured that'd be a good name for it.
Hysterical?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
My book is good, too. Joanne Woodward, I agree. Yeah. Boring.
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John High and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hi, on Monday's wrap-up show, we talked more about The Godfather, and I did more Godfather lines, and it was fascinating.
We should lead off with today's featured guest, and that was literally a legend in film, Francis Ford Coppola. I can't believe he was in.
I can't either. And I told Howard as soon as we went to break, here's a cool thing. You book the guy, he shows up, Howard calls for him, you bring him in and sit down, and I start to watch the interview, and there's always that first couple of minutes that's a little bit like, well, what's he going to be like? Is he going to have a sense of humor? Is Howard going to really be able to talk to him? Or are we going to have to cut the interview short because he just sucks? And he sat down and he made like a goofy joke about his nephew, and I wasn't sure I was going to go. And then I looked at my watch. It was 8:30. It was a full hour later. And I was like, I can't believe our new good friend has to leave. Like, it really felt, they really just settled into that interview well. Because Francis Ford doesn't know Howard from a hole in the wall either. And they just settled in, and by 20 to 8, it was kicking ass. And I really was, as a fan of The Godfather and a fan of Francis Ford Coppola, I thought it was an amazing interview.
Yeah, Artie, I don't know if it's a dream come true or not, but being able to do that, him picking the scene for you to do.
Well, listen, when he came in, I had a scene prepared in my head, in case Howard went to me.
Which scene?
The scene I started to do, I do it sometimes on the show, and Tattaglia goes, but I must have strict assurance from Corleone. As time goes by and his position becomes stronger, how do I know he won't attempt any individual vendetta? I had that whole scene prepared, but then was it Howard's idea to pick a scene? That was Howard's idea.
Howard said, Francis, would you please pick a scene?
Pick a scene. So then I was shitting my pants a little bit because, that scene he asked me to do, I know by heart, of course, and I did it well, but if you notice in the middle of it, he laughs because I missed the most important part that I went back to.
Right, but the other thing that visually that was interesting to watch, and I don't even know if you could see, he sat there listening to you with his arms folded, and then he probably thought, oh, I got to sit through one of these things again. And then as you got it to your rhythm and you got everything correct, he started to nod, and then he nodded again, and then he had a big smile.
Yeah, well, I think, he sees people appreciate his work, and everyone appreciates that movie. But that's what it's like auditioning. I've auditioned for Milo. It is like in other words, if the writer-director's in the room, okay, I auditioned for Milos Forman once. I don't know if I ever told this on the show.
For what movie?
For Man on the Moon, the Andy Kaufman movie.
Right,
it was between me and Paul Giamatti for the part of Bob Zamuda.
All right, so this is Milos Forman, who directed Hair, directed
Cuckoo's Nest.
Cuckoo's Nest, yeah, major director.
Okay, and there's Hair, Cuckoo's Nest, and People versus Larry Flint, and Man on the Moon.
Big director.
Big director. So it's one of the funniest things ever. I auditioned for this enormous, it was when I was on the Norm Show. I auditioned for this insanely important casting director, Francine Maisler, for Columbia, out in L.A., and I did well, and I got a call back from my agent and she said, Francine's going to have you meet Milos. So, but you got to go to New York. So on a week off, I go to New York, and he lived in a beautiful part of New York with a view of the park. That's all I'll say. And I had my buddy who knows how to use a computer look up some info, because sometimes he had helped write the script, and sometimes they like to bullshit with you, have small talk first to get to know you. So I wanted to know a little bit about him. And it's an amazing story. At 10 years old, his parents were killed in Auschwitz. He escaped somehow, gets to America, had nothing, and now I'm going to see him. He's got 2 Oscars and looking at Central Park. It's just like an amazing American story. So, Bob's, you know who Bob Zamuda was? Andy Kaufman did a character named Tony Clifton. That was his alter ego. And Bob Zamuda would play him and heckle Andy Kaufman from the stage.
People will probably know Bob Zamuda best because he's a guy that put together Comic Relief, and he's out doing that a lot. So that's how you would know him.
Exactly. Zamuda was in the comedy community because of that. So Tony Clifton character, Zamuda would get in the makeup and as Tony Clifton heckle Andy Kaufman at comedy clubs, not even for cameras sometimes, just to fuck with people. And so he smoked all the time, Tony Clifton. He talked like a real jerk-off from Jersey, So I'm thinking, is Milos Forman going to let me smoke in his apartment? Because I wanted to smoke the cigarette for the audition. I walk in. It's one of those New York apartments where the elevator opens into the apartment.
Right.
Okay. I walk in, and it looked like the Copacabana in 1962. There was so much Cuban cigar smoke all over the place. I'm like, well, he's going to let me smoke. And this hot, like, Eastern European chick says, Milos is waiting for you, And she walks me over to him, and he's got a huge Cuban cigar. In back of him is Central Park. He's sitting on his couch. This hot broad sits me down, and I said, Milos, you're doing all right for yourself. And he goes, I am not complaining. So the funny part is, I'm sorry to be long-winded about this, but it reminded me of this. He also wrote the script, and he's this legendary director, and that's kind of what it's like. You don't want to insult their words, but you want to put your own interpretation on it. And I had gotten one actor, and Paul Giamatti is the other guy, and of course he got it. It's a surprise ending. But I had he goes, fuck the script. We're just going to, I'll do Andy Kaufman stand-up, and you heckle me as Tony Clifton. Fuck the script. I go, okay, fine, Milos, let's do it. So I'll do it. Now, Andy Kaufman used to do a great bit. In the Lotka voice, he would say, first I do for you the impression. This is Archie Bunker. Edith, you dingbat. In the same voice, he would just say, Edith, you dingbat. So Milos goes, okay, I'll do the stand-up act, and you just come in and heckle me any fucking time you want. Someone told me you do stand-up. I go, yeah, so you deal with hecklers. I go, yeah, so just heckle me like the worst fucking heckler you ever. So he starts doing Andy Kaufman stand-up. He goes, first I do for you the impression. This is Andy Bunker. Edith, you dingbat. And he goes, heckle me. And I go, you fucking suck it off the stage. You fucking blow. And I just scream at him, and he goes, I believe everything you are saying. You are very real. He goes, I'll let you know. And he hugged me, and I laughed. But doing that scene for Coppola, the most important part of the scene is when he says, tell me who it was, Bozzini or Tattaglia, because Michael's not sure.
Right, that's a huge reveal.
He's not sure that he thinks Carlo did it. He's 99% sure. So if Carlo says, look, one of these guys approached me, then he knows he did it. So now he knows he can have him killed because he's about to kill his nephew's fucking father, and when he says Bozzini, that's when he has him off. And I forgot that part, and that's why Coppola laughed, But that was I said it on the show. It was like singing "Born to Run" for Springsteen. It was just amazing.
And you could tell Coppola was paying attention because he corrected you in the. You missed one word in the beginning.
Right. Yeah. No. I said, well, Sonny. I'm sorry to be so long-winded about this, but Pacino walks in and fucking Carlo knows he's in trouble, and he gets up and he goes, Mike, I swear to kids I'm innocent. He goes, sit down. And he goes, I said you have to pay for Santino. And he goes, answer for Santino. Which, hey, I would have done the same fucking thing. If somebody fucked up a beer league scene, I'd correct.
Let's go to the phones. Anthony in Brooklyn, welcome to the wrap-up show.
Were you nervous at all, Artie, as far as reciting the lines from Coppola? Is that why you messed up a little bit?
Yeah, dude. I was unbelievably nervous. Like when Howard, see, that's where Howard fools you sometimes. When Howard said pick a scene to Coppola, I know the movie by heart, but you know. But like you throwing out the first bit, you can choke a little bit. Because, I'm saying, in a way, I agree with what Gary's pain was. It's you can throw a ball, but then you get in front of someone. And look, I did the scene well, but I fucked up the most important part.
Did Howard give you any indication that he might call on you for that?
No.
But in your mind, you think, hey, he might.
Of course, I was ready for. I mean, look, I do it a lot on the show. So, but. Look, a lot of the fans that called up about me interrupting, they had good points, a lot of those guys, and I laid back a little bit, and Howard did a great interview, and then he went to me, so that's what the show is,
Oh, hello. I'm Will, and on Tuesday's wrap-up show, we talked about Guess the Tranny, a great game we played where you had to pick out a tranny, and believe me, it wasn't as easy as you think. Trannies are very difficult to spot. We also talked about whether or not a tranny should have to tell somebody or reveal that they are in fact a tranny before they go down on them. My personal vote is yes. Some of the guys here got very confused from this segment. As you'll see, this tranny is quite the look. Check it out.
Let's talk about the big contest today, and that was Guess the Tranny. And Will, where did these ladies, or whatever you want to call one of them, where did they come from?
Well, the tranny came from, Janine was in earlier this month talking about her website and that she actually did a scene with Vanity, who was the tranny we used today. So Vanity wanted to come in and promote the scene and talk about, working with Janine. So we said, well, it's a perfect opportunity to do Guess the Tranny. So then you have to go through finding girls that are willing to be in a tranny contest. You know what I mean? It's not the most nice thing to say to somebody. But the first girl was a porn star, so I just went through a bunch of pictures of porn stars. I was like, yeah, she looks kind of manly. She might fit the bill. And the second girl from the Penthouse Club was just really big, and she had this whole idea about wearing a wacky outfit. So I was like, all right, that might actually work. So
it worked. I mean, you did a great job. It really worked well today. Like I said, the only reason why I didn't go with the porn star, because you're right, she had a certain look that might have gone that way. She was wearing pants, and I could see she wasn't packing.
Right. It was tough. I mean, I told these girls, listen, cover your private areas, but I guess not everyone listens. That's why they're porn stars.
And it was, I wouldn't say a split decision, but Robin and Fred both picked the wrong one. Is that surprising to you?
No, because I was having my doubts. The thing that made me not pick the one that Howard and Robin picked was her voice was too girlish. Even though I saw she had the whole outfit on, I mean, there's three things you look for in a tranny, for real. It's the voice, the hands, and the Adam's apple.
Oh, and a fourth, a cock.
Yes.
But it's the voice, the hands, and the Adam's apple. But the voice, and the other thing about the girl who really was beautiful, the girl that was, in fact, still had a penis, who really was beautiful, like I said, I had
only added to it.
But I said I had a hunch, and Artie talked about it afterwards. He goes, there's just a feeling that you get. And there's another thing, too. When these guys try to become women, they have face work done, and it's not always natural. That almost makes them look like a little Asian. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Like she was a little bit pulled, but she could. Ralph called in later. It's like, oh God, it's so obvious. Listen, you're in a bar. It's dark. You've had a lot of alcohol. She looks like a chick.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I agree with Howard. Like they're under scrutiny. There's only 3, so it's a different environment than being in a bar. But as soon as you just knew it. You just felt that was a dude. I knew.
It's so hard to say that.
No,
though.
I was still good. I mean, there was still I wouldn't have been shocked if if like someone else did. But if I would have bet all my money that was the guy, and I did. I mean, that's who I said.
Now, I forgot what I was going to ask.
Like I think you can make a mistake if you bring in 1,000 people and you say some of these are girls, some of these are guys. You'll pull out some of the girls, but all the guys you'll get right.
Now, Vanity was the tranny, or is the tranny, but Vanity talked about the right time to reveal that she's a tranny, and that set off a bunch of issues. I mean, you wait for the first date to see how it goes before, oh, by the way.
Well, she talked about when she was younger, in her younger days, she might have taken a couple of dudes home and blown them without telling them what was going on. She realizes that was wrong. And so I said, like, hey, let's say I met you at the bar last night, and we're hitting it off, and I get your number. Like, at what point do you tell me that you're a dude? And she goes, oh, right away. And I thought right away, like, I would think if I call her to go out on a date, she should probably say, listen, there's something that you need to know. But she felt the right time was the first date itself. And I think that's also, you know, she said some things on the air today as if they were, you know, common practice, and I just don't believe.
Such as?
That lots of straight guys, when they find out who she is, they don't care. I just don't believe that. I think a straight guy is a straight guy, and he's going to go, you know, I'm sorry, you have a penis, I'm going to leave now. But she made it, I think her feeling is to get you to the first date and tell you right away, and then you can make the choice. But I think that that's not even fair.
And a lot of people have revelations on the first date, but it's like when I was 9, I was arrested for shoplifting. Or, you know.
Yeah, what do you think about the timing of all that, Will?
I don't know. I mean, obviously it's a difficult thing to bring up. Yeah, you got to let them know right away, I would assume. But even that's an awkward conversation to have someone you don't really know that well either, you know? I mean, you don't want to tell everything to somebody.
Well, this is the kind of thing that you have to tell.
You do, but I don't know. I guess her feeling is if you get to know her a little bit, and
you'll be
maybe you're
convinced.
into it. Well, maybe you're into her a little more.
She'll be so funny. She'll be so charming.
Here's a question: you have herpes, right? It's just for argument's sake,
Right.
you have herpes.
That's exactly. That's a good example.
How now? I can understand going through the first date, but I would think that minimally 3 dates is the minimum before you have to bring that in. Don't you agree? Like, in other words, you can't. Like, some people go, "Well, I wait till it's time to have sex." I think that's already too late. Don't you?
Yeah, exactly. But I also think it's one of those things you wouldn't bring up the moment you meet somebody.
Right, but this is a lot different.
Well,
I might still have sex with a girl who has herpes. I'm not having sex with a man.
What if it was full-blown AIDS? You got to tell them right off the bat? Or
again, I think that something like that, which is a life-changing thing, whether it's herpes or full-blown AIDS, it's something that you got to tell somebody within the first, by the end of the first night.
I always feel so bad for people that, what's it called when you have like a
colostomy?
bag? Yeah,
Colostomy
colostomy bag. Like, it's hard enough, you know, meeting someone you like, but like, how do you bring that up?
Wasn't there like a dating site for people that have colostomy?
Oh, there was.
Yeah,
there was.
Yeah.
Benji, what's because I know that you have no problem leaving in the middle of a first date. What is something that has sent you away?
I don't like you. when they said that.
No. But I mean, has someone ever told you something about them that you were surprised to hear that was such a big revelation that it made you sort of say?
I can't think of anything, but I was actually wondering the opposite. Like, if you, because I think I'm a real nice guy. I'm a gentleman. But if a guy or a chick tells me she has a cock in the middle of dinner, I don't think we're going to have the rest of the dinner unless it's like so interesting as a goof. I want to like tape record it for the show or something. Like, what do you continue with the date? If you have like plans, let's say you're taking her to the theater, first dinner, then theater. Does she
So in
still
other
get
words,
through the play?
I've got tickets for Jersey guys,
have a meal,
Jersey boys, that's
see a show.
I mean, I don't know how. It's a terrible thing to say, but I'm supposed to sit through. I'm supposed to sit through the theater and pretend that this is.
Why is it a terrible thing to say?
Because it's mean, but they should have told you in the first place.
I don't like that you have a cock.
Now, I know a lot of listeners are probably thinking, come on, guys, it's so obvious, but it was not obvious. It was anything but obvious when you see this tranny. I mean, the pictures up are on howardstern.com, and I know it'll be on Howard TV tomorrow, but it's not such an easy thing. And I know some guys have been caught in strange positions, whether it's a club, you're a little drunk, and you find out.
What are you saying, John?
I'm just saying, I know, I've heard stories.
We were talking about it during the break today. DePace's first time ever on the air with us, which I didn't realize because I brought up this thing. There's a really well-known restaurant in Manhattan. I don't know if they're still there.
Yeah.
It's called Lucky Chang's, and what they're known for is they get the hottest transvestites that there are. They really look like women. So I guess the first year that E did their Christmas party, they did it there, and everybody except DePace knew that they were dudes. So I guess this chick was sitting on his lap, and he was kissing her on the cheek, and what was so great about it was the next day, DePace, they broke it to him. They were all still drunk for the party. They stayed up till like 3 a.m. I think they all stayed in the city. They were all still drunk, and DePace goes, "I'm telling you right now, I don't give a shit what you say. That was not a dude."
Well, you can't fool DePace.
Well, I talked about it on there. It almost happened to me once, and that's why I'm so paranoid about it now. This was like about 12 years ago, before I worked on the show. It was when phone lines used to be big to hook up with chicks and everything. And this was late at night. and I didn't have my contacts in. I don't know if that made a difference. And she was saying like she had a real dark room and that she lived with her parents. We had to be really quiet. And I got in there and we start talking. We're sitting on her bed, and then all of a sudden I realized, oh my fucking God, this is a guy.
How did you realize it?
It just all of a sudden it hit me. We hadn't kissed. We hadn't done anything.
Was it a guy dressed as a chick, or was it just a guy?
No. It was a guy. It was a trans. It was
Right.
some sort of transsexual or something like that.
And they didn't feel it was the right time to let you know.
It was so like I was so freaked out because like she was like the setup before I came over was like, well, you can't leave till like 9 o'clock because that's like my parents are leaving and everything. And she didn't want her parents to know that she'd snuck someone in her room, and she was of age and everything. She was like in her 20s or something like that.
Teenage tranny.
But she had all this like
the only thing worse than a pedophile, than a tranny fucker is a pedophile.
But
tranny fucker.
she had all this satanic stuff like
He looked
hanging
like
in her
a girl
room
because he was 13.
She had like skulls and like like bats hanging, and I was so freaked out. So I thought of like listen, I have to tell you, like I have a girlfriend. And I was going to cheat. I can't do that. And I started crying about it.
You didn't mention the skulls and the bats, or
no. I just I was like, I can't do this. And I started crying. And she was like, well, you can't leave. But she was like cuddling me. Oh, that's so sweet. That's the sweetest thing I've ever heard.
Wow.
Hey, what's up? It's Jason, and on Wednesday's wrap-up show, Scott the Pace, everyone was giving him a hard time for saying that he hits his dog, and knees the dog in the chest, and does God knows else to that poor creature in his house. And I don't know why he can't be more like me with my little dog Teddy at home that I just love, and I just put my little nose up against his belly and go, oh, Teddy, oh, you're such a good boy, you're such a good little man, good little man. I don't think Scott has it in him, so fuck him, he's an asshole. Now, excuse me, I had some business to take care of. Get the fuck out of here.
Scott, you were in there today because Sam Simon sat in. Actually, Sam was on for practically the whole show, but one of the things that came up was the way you discipline your dog. And before you say anything, Gary, did you expect Sam to confront Scott in some manner today? I mean, other than likening him to Hitler, he really didn't, get in his face too much.
Yeah, but that's not Sam's thing. Sam sort of voiced his opinion. He said, Scott goes, I could do anything I want. And Sam's like, no, you can't do anything you want with a dog. I think there are people who think they could do anything they want with an animal.
But who is Sam to tell me how to raise my dog?
Well,
what is he, the expert? I mean,
he owns a foundation.
So what?
That
but
tells
still,
people how to train dogs.
I've probably had 5, 6 dogs growing up. All of them were great dogs. So I think my way is proven and it works.
But you can hit your kid, and that's proven, and it's not against the law. I can't tell you not to hit your kid, but I think it's wrong.
Right. Well, I don't think you should even tell me that it's wrong.
I think it's weird if you hit your kid in the back of the head every time he says something you don't like.
Well, I wouldn't hit him in the back of the head. And a kid, and you're equating a kid with an animal, a dog. There is an intelligence difference there.
Right, but just because somebody's less intelligent means you can physically abuse them?
If that's what works.
You got to listen back to this someday.
No, I don't. If I have a dog and I sit there and keep trying to have conversations with it and it doesn't work, well, then why would I keep doing it?
Would you ever take a retarded guy and tell him he's on the moon?
We're saying there's alternative ways to train an animal besides hitting them.
But why do I need an alternative if my way works?
Because some folks see it as maybe not the most humane way.
Howard's way. Well, how about Howard's way, where he goes, no. Maybe I think that's cruel. He's yelling at the dog, basically. Maybe the dog's feelings are going to get hurt.
But you can't make the comparison. It's not a physical. You're not physically abusing a dog.
Who are you to say? You're not a dog, so you don't know. Maybe that hurts them more.
Thank you for pointing that out, Scott.
Monkey.
At least Sam's a
Bald
vegan. This has come up recently. Sam's a vegan, so at least he puts his money where his mouth is and everything. But I do think there's a little bit of hypocrisy about people that eat mammals that yell at Scott for like spanking his dog. I mean, it'd
like
be
Howard.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, like anyone. Like it'd be like Jeffrey Dahmer yelling at people for spanking their kids.
It's not like that.
Yeah, it is.
Why, Gary?
Because people eat meat, and you can still eat meat and still have a pet, and a pet is not meant to be eaten. So you're going to treat a pet a different way.
By our cultural standards. I mean, people eat dogs in China, don't they?
Right. I don't know. That's what they say.
Yeah. Okay.
But in this, okay, so if he goes to China, he can eat and beat the dog. But here
it's okay there.
But here it's a different culture.
Well, that's interesting.
But in my house,
why is that interesting? There's a lot of things that we don't. Hold on. There's a lot of things that are acceptable in other parts of the world that aren't here. Is that so weird?
I just think it's a whole
listen, if I lived in the Middle,
hypocritical.
if I lived in the Middle East, I could sell my daughter when she's
we talk
12.
about the whole Michael Vick incident and all that, and everyone wants him to, pretty much go to hell and just die, and yet they play football with something made out of a pig. I mean, the whole thing's ridiculous. A pig's way smarter than a friggin' dog, too, by the way.
I don't know what road we're going down here, but
I mean, you're not torturing
double
a pig
standard for animals.
I feel it's horrible to be mean to animals.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But I mean, like eating them is. I think most dogs would rather be spanked occasionally rather than eaten.
Well, I have a question for Scott. You said that Sam has no, who is he to tell you? Why is he more of an expert? Because you know your dog, you've trained it, etc.
Right.
Is there anybody you would listen to?
No, not really.
Yeah, exactly.
For not just dog advice, but
just
for
being honest. No, I mean, listen. If there was some guy who swore that I've got the secret and it works every time, maybe I'd let him do it. And if it totally worked, then that would change my opinion. But I have something that works. It's like I've ridden a bike and I know how to do it now. So why would I change? It doesn't make sense.
And you don't find
because every bicycle isn't the same.
No, I certainly would not change because it somehow.
You can't compare a bike to an animal.
I certainly wouldn't change because somehow it offends you. That's really what this comes down to. You guys are saying, "Whoa, that's terrible." I don't see it as terrible. I don't think the dog sees it as terrible. The dog loves me. This morning came up on my lap and rolled over.
I could fucking take pictures of you and have you arrested if I wanted to be a douchebag. I really could.
How?
If you hitting your dog, call animal control, they'd arrest you.
Well,
seriously.
bring it on.
No, I'm just
There's
saying.
no way.
I'm saying that
there is no way.
Wait, Gary, you can get arrested for hitting your dog with a newspaper?
Well, I don't know about a newspaper. You could get, I could say he's been beating his dog.
First of all, wait. I've never used the newspaper. That does seem a little odd. I use my hand.
What's been a newspaper is softer than a hand. Why is a newspaper odd? That's your personal opinion.
Yeah, no, that's right.
So could you call the cops if I got in a fight with my brother? Like if we got in a fist fight with my brother, would that be?
No, because your brother can defend himself.
Right.
Huh? So can a dog. A dog could bite.
Okay.
Right?
So
no.
You don't find what you do to be cruel. You just find
Not
it's
at all.
It's the way that you need to
The
discipline
dog
your.
stops doing what she was doing. She turns at me, looks, and then that's it. It's over, and she's learned. Now she does not go up on the table and eat the food. So thank you.
Let's say two things. First of all, Scott, that analogy between you eat food and you have a pet, here's the difference. You invite that pet into your house. You choose that dog out of all the dogs in the world, and you say, I'm going to give you a home and care for you and feed you. Now you have a responsibility. It's like having a child. You can't say, oh, I eat meat so I can treat my dog however I want to.
That's not what he's saying, but isn't it a little hypocritical for you?
No, it's sort of exactly
you
what
guys
he's
that
saying.
eat meat? Yeah, isn't it still two wrongs?
No.
So it's wrong for him to spank his dog, but it's not wrong for you to eat an animal of equal intelligence?
First of all,
we didn't invite that animal into our home to be a pet.
I didn't point to a cow and say, hey, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of your life and protect you.
So it's
why?
just your animal.
Because
yeah, that's right. You're responsible for your animal.
So it's not all animals, it's just your personal animal.
But
you don't care what
also-
happens to other people's dogs, just your
Scott
dog.
enjoyed going out hitting other dogs. Would you have a problem with it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? You
Why?
didn't invite that dog
Yeah,
in
he
your
didn't,
home?
he didn't give a dog a miss.
Benji and Will, if you're going to equate
And
eating
Will, did you
meat
get
that was
that pig
killed at
line
a
for my
butcher
blog? I wrote that 2 months ago.
to hitting a dog, I mean, you
Benji's
guys
credit.
are really stretching to make a point. If you can't see the difference between we lock people up in jail, should we lock everybody up in jail? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Well, they do a crime. That's why we do it after they do a
Scott
crime.
did a crime. He jumped on the table.
The other thing we learned,
but that's the point.
The other thing we learned from Scott
I'm
is
so
that
confused by
That's
this
why I
argument.
also
Hold on.
the other thing we learned from Scott is really how stupid he is. Because look at the rigid thinking. I found a way that works, and I don't care what new information is brought to light, what experts chime in on it, what works for other people or not. I found the way that works, and regardless of any new information, I am just going to go stick with what I know, despite anything else. And that, to me, is such a sad way to live your life.
Why? Listen, asshole. Why would I waste my time doing a whole new way to do something and go, no, like Howard said? What if it doesn't work and I've just wasted my time? I have a process that works.
Having said that, why would you pick up a cell phone? The old rotary phone still works.
Why take a golf
Why
lesson?
would you move ahead? Why would you go through
Because
progress?
Why do you
believe
beat
it
your
to be
dog
better.
with the old-fashioned phone, not a cell phone?
Wait, let him answer the question.
That's called progress.
Growing, learning.
No. But
expanding.
there was no problem with the old way. The old way with a rotary phone was a pain in the ass. Doing that thing with your finger, it would hurt the whole
Jason,
time.
there are studies that prove that obesity will kill you at this point. Then why don't you change your lifestyle?
I should, but at least I'm only affecting me. I'm not shoving food down somebody else's face.
Well, I'm only affecting my dog.
What do you
and
mean?
me.
You're affecting our healthcare costs. You're affecting my room, my comfortability on a plane.
I don't sit next to you.
Yeah,
on
but you can go
planes.
down that. Listen, you
We
go
have
down
to
that-
look at you.
I don't know where this is going.
I know it's gone to a
Hey,
weird
listen,
place.
Will, you have
got it.
cancer. Why don't you stop drinking and fucking doing drugs and shit?
John Hine is now going
do.
to. Hold on, guys.
I don't.
John Hine is now
Yeah,
going to
right.
get the fishing pole and reel it in.
I'm going to try. So, Scott, your philosophy in general, and tell me if you think I'm wrong, is basically if it ain't broke, don't fix it. This works for me, and there may be other ways to do it, but my way works, and I'm going to stick to it.
And it's quite offensive that everyone else has these opinions that I'm somehow. It makes me want to beat her more.
Really? Would you not have opinions if somebody was beating her kid?
I got a question. Why do I need the video caddy? My swing works fine, and it's been working fine for years.
Fair
Why do I
point.
need that?
That's a
Because
fair
I
question.
can prove to you the video caddy makes it easy to record your
No,
swing.
it's what you said.
And through video analysis, your swing is going to be a lot better.
That's
There's a
not
lot
true.
of
That's what-
pros
that's-
use video analysis.
I don't believe you, and I think
A
what
lot
you're
of
saying
pros?
is stupid.
I thought you said you don't listen to pros.
And look at how bad.
You just said you wouldn't listen to an expert's
Exactly.
advice on how to
That's
on how to
exactly
train
right.
a dog.
No, if
Yes,
there's
you did.
if there's proven success, I see these guys on
But there
television.
is proven success. You can get a
There
dog
is
to
not.
you
I
can-
have proven success.
You can get a
That's the
dog to
difference.
obey without hitting him,
Listen,
without punching him in the
if
snout.
I was a pro on my own and never used video analysis, then this argument would hold up. But that's not true, right? I'm not a pro. Thank you.
So can you really trust the confession your dog is giving if you're torturing it?
I had a dog. Wait, here, let me tell you one more. A neighbor of mine just told me a new trick for if your dog keeps jumping up on you, which our dog does.
Shoot him
so
with
what
a
you
BB
said,
gun.
Grab the paws and then you sort of knee him.
Oh
right in the,
my
right in the
God.
chest.
Knee him in the chest?
And it only takes once, and they'll never do it again. So I'm tempted to try that.
Wait. Explain that one more time, because everyone was talking over
It's
you.
first of all, a lab's a big dog. So when they jump up on you, you grab their paws and then take your knee and just you knee them in the chest right there.
Right, you get them in the Adam's apple till the wind is knocked out of them, and then when they pass out.
And apparently, they'll never do it again.
Are you guys
biohuman
arguing,
being.
Scott, about effectiveness or like cruelness? right?
Both.
Cruelness.
It's both. But it's both.
Hey, by the way, Jason, isn't your cat declawed?
No, not at all. Full claws. Come over and look at them tomorrow.
Listen, Benji, if every day when you interrupt, hold on,
Just
if every-
terrified to come off
I
that
want to say
little
something.
pedestal. That's all.
If every day if I felt you interrupted the show, every day you did that,
Tasered me?
no, I punched you in the head as hard as I could.
Right.
That would be effective, but it's
Right.
not necessarily the right way to do it.
I agree.
but
But I'm saying, but you guys seem to be saying to Scott that this is more effective.
The problem with your analogy
No, we're
is
saying it's as effective and more humane.
you could use
I-
words. He's a person. That's the difference.
Do you talk to your dog? Do you ever use words with him? Do you say no?
Yeah, but I don't
yes?
expect them. Yeah, no and yes, maybe.
Calm.
And they eventually learn those words. But I don't expect
Stop.
if I have a full sentence communication with them that she's going to turn around and answer me.
I have this problem
What
with
if
the
you
dog,
write it
by
down?
the way.
What's that?
If I could say that it's a big problem that we've been working with the trainer with about Teddy, and he's a much smaller dog than Scott's dog. But Teddy the dog jumps up when you walk in. And what Janice and I have been working on is, and it's effective, but yes, it takes a couple more days than kneeing the dog in the stomach.
See?
But when you walk in and the dog jumps on you, you just ignore it. You don't give it any sort of attention whatsoever. You just walk away and ignore it. And I'll tell you what, after 3 days of doing that, it's like a whole new dog. It's like a whole new dog. And let me tell you something. I haven't had a knee in the stomach, pull its tail, smack it on the head. I had to put up with 2 extra days of the dog jumping on.
Jason, what do you do when it won't put on its little Derek Jeter jersey?
He never had to. Let me tell you something about the Derek Jeter jersey. He pulls that jersey out of his little toy box and brings it over to me.
Did you tell Derek Jeter the other day about the jersey?
If I only had the time.
I think Jason's dog's more tortured than Scott's.
On Thursday's wrap-up show, we had superfan Jillian Barbie Reynolds, and lots of stuff came up, but we had 2 surprise visitors.
Well, Sal and Richard, 2 of my absolute favorites, dropped by because everybody's been hounding them lately, like, why are you guys in your cubbyhole? What's going on? So they sort of come out of their hibernation to talk about what's going down and what's really pissing them off.
They don't freak you out at all.
Oh my God, no. I love them. When I hear the phone ring, when I'm listening in my car and I hear ring, I go, this is a phony phone. Who's it going to be?
Jillian on the wrap-up show. Here we go.
I want to bring something up because Jillian said, "Where's Sal?" And I said this to Jillian. I said, it's really weird. Sal's like hardly visible anymore around the office. Hardly comes on the air anymore. He's like, I don't know whether you're being introspective or whether you've been given the edict to not come on the air, but you've sort of disappeared in the office.
No, I mean I've just been working in the back.
I know, but your work is great. I'm not talking about your work. I'm talking about the rest of Sal is missing.
Those guys hide themselves now. They close the door.
But they're doing such good work in
but
there.
But it's clear that you guys have some sort of a beef. Something's going on.
Okay, I personally don't have a beef, and I don't think Richard does as well. But the thing is that, Howard right now, it's the show lately seems so congested, and it seems like Howard's head is all over the place. And, there's a certain rhythm to the show. And I feel like I don't want to be that guy, that's going to come in and cause the explosion. You know what I mean? I don't want to be the guy that pulls the last card where the house of cards falls in.
Totally understand, but how did you come to that revelation after 3.5 years?
It took because I'm an idiot. It took me 3.5 years to get it through my thick brain. A normal person probably would have gotten it in 3.5 minutes. So I kind of, I'm very particular about my spots, and unless I'm really passionate about something, I decide to stay away.
But I don't even hear it like you and Richard used to roughhouse in the halls, and I have to yell at you.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't come out of your hovel.
No, we don't. We found a new Tradio database, so we've been calling them like from 6 a.m. literally to about 1 o'clock. And we've been doing a lot of that, a lot of editing. We just recently went on the street for the homeless games and stuff.
Right.
We've been cutting that up. So we've been doing a lot of work in the back. So, Howard said a billion times, get in the back, get in that cubbyhole, go back and do your prank calls, get the hell out of my studio. So we're kind of getting it now, and we're not hiding, but we're focusing more on the back. As far as Will and stuff and being in the pit, that's a different story. Will spoke about it last week that Richard really doesn't want to bother those guys as well, and that's Richard's thing. He could speak.
Well,
about
where are
it.
you? I don't see you in there that much.
No, I was in there today. I put up the porn clips today, the new porn clips that Howard spoke about. I put up a real bad Michael Jackson joke that Steve talked me out of when he was talking about Michael Jackson. I put up a couple of jokes, so I'm still in there.
All right.
I love that you do the Tradio stuff. It gets better and better and better.
And even with Richard, if Richard puts up media, I'll go in as a courtesy to Will. To let him know that this.
What do you mean by that?
Well, when let's say Howard's in the middle of a conversation and he's talking about an old lady, like we'll put up a Blue Iris song, like here's a song that she sang.
So you do that now. Richard doesn't do that.
Richard does that, but if Richard comes up with the idea at the moment, like, hey, I'm going to put up this Blue Iris song, I'll go in and tell Will.
You're Richard's spokesperson
in other words,
in the pit.
Right, Richard won't go to the pit anymore, is what you're saying.
Yeah, he doesn't want to bother them, but
Did anybody notice that
he'll still put up the media with me.
Contributes.
He's still contributing.
He contributes, but he doesn't want to deal with the likes of Will.
He's not crazy about the pit, lately.
Did anybody notice he shaved his head, Richard?
I did. I said when I brought him in, he looks like Lex Luthor.
Oh, Richard, you're more than welcome to come down.
He's working hard, and he has, according to him, he has no beef with anybody, but he prefers to stay in the back and not ruffle anybody's feathers. That's
again. How did he come to that revelation after 3.5 years?
I don't know. I think
so. He's been here for 3.5 years, being Richard. And 3 weeks ago or 4 weeks ago, he decided that he's going to stay in the back.
Well, he works really hard, and I
know
guess
we know you work hard.
Will rubbed him, I guess, the wrong way. It was like one too many times where Will said, "Get the fuck out of here, leave me alone."
Well, Richard's going to come down and speak his mind. We were talking before about how everyone really hasn't seen you a lot lately around. And Sal said you guys are just busy in the back cranking away on different stuff.
Yeah, well, the thing is, we've kind of found out that just keeping to ourselves and doing our work and stuff is kind of works better for us. It's
but I understand that, but something must have changed along the way. Because the other
I did get into it with Will a while back, but we were just talking. No, everything's cool. It takes me a while to get over when I get in an argument with somebody. He gets over stuff really quick, and I'm finally over it. Everything's cool, but sometimes me and Sal feel like we're kind of bothering people, and we don't want to get in the way. And like Howard always says, less is more. We want to stay back there, do our work. We don't want to, bother anybody. We don't want to get yelled at or get ragged on, and we just kind of do our thing.
Can I ask these guys a question? And probably is more towards you, but as a super fan of the show, it feels like sometimes that Sal and Richard, you guys are damned if you do, damned if you don't. So they're back there doing their thing. Then they come out and it's like, oh, fucking go back in your hole, and you're out here too much. You want too much attention because you fucking try to be funny. And then they go and they're doing their thing. Like, where are you guys? What's wrong with you? You're not. It's like.
Well, yeah. I mean, part of the beauty of, I would say, less of Richard and more of Sal is that there is a middle ground, and Sal doesn't know where it is. Sal doesn't know where the line is. Which
at Howard's wedding,
which is in general, but Sal.
I got your ticket, by the way. Thank you.
My nickname. I tell Sal this. I call him Sal No Governale. He has no governor on him.
Great.
And so but that's the beauty of Sal, that he doesn't know when enough is enough.
Right.
So Richard, Sal's not your spokesperson in the back. He was saying you go and put something up, and he tells Will that you want to instead of you doing that.
For a while, it was like that. Yeah. After me and Will got into it, it was like I did. Because we got into it over, show stuff. Like I was calling in with drops while Sal was calling in with drops, and I guess it kind of confused Will, and he got angry about it. So I felt weird going in and putting stuff up. So I would just tell Sal, and Sal would go do it for a while.
Yeah, we went through that. I think we have a pretty good system down. But what would happen is when we got here, they'd want to play stuff for me, and their stuff isn't 20 seconds long. And I would say, come back in a little while. And then they felt like I would forget that they were there, and they felt like they were getting blown off. And now what they do is they IM me when they have something, and then I listen to it. And then sometimes you'll IM me, did you get to that yet? Yes, I did. I gave it to Howard. But it is hard when the show's on live, and you're standing right over me, because I always feel like I have to listen. Shuli comes in every day to ask me whatever the question of the day is, and I'll say, give me 2 seconds. I got to hear how this plays out. And he's fine. He doesn't get insulted by it. But I felt like sometimes you guys did, and now I think we have the system down fine.
Mm-hmm.
Al D'Amato. I'm here to see my friend Howard, but actually to bring attention of National Poker Week. And that's we want to the Poker Players Alliance fight to give people the right to play poker on the internet in their own homes. Give us back that right. Congress took it away. They were wrong. Now they should correct it.
We have Senator D'Amato here. He is an old friend of the show. He's probably one of the few influential people that actually talk to us.
And while he was in office.
Yeah, he actually talked to us while he was United States Senator. And very few people do that.
Absolutely.
Senator, let me ask you something. How are you, by the way?
Couldn't be better. And it's great to see you.
I meant to drop you a note to wish you a happy anniversary. I know your anniversary just went by.
Yeah.
And
Saturday. 5 years.
That's right. And a lot of people said it wouldn't last, that the age difference was too much.
Good morning.
That you couldn't handle it in the sack and this and that. And boy, oh boy.
Who was saying that? You?
I was saying that.
Howard, how could you do that? I mean, but I have life has changed.
It has.
Yes,
and I don't believe it's as good as you say it is. I think
it's better.
No, it isn't. No.
When did I look so good, Robin?
You look great.
You do look good. You lost weight. You look good. You're working out. Right.
I do. and it's fun.
Yeah.
And
you can't be possible. I would suspect that if we were off the air,
go ahead,
you would be a little more honest with me. That you would say that, listen, I know your age. You're an older man now.
I'm going to be 72 in about 10 days, August 1st.
You are not ashamed of your age.
No.
Oh, wait. Papa's 96.
And you look good. You never had plastic
94.
surgery? You've never had taken Botox or a facelift or anything like that?
Nothing like that.
A lot of people accuse you of that.
No penis enlargements.
Right.
Nothing like that.
You never needed that?
No.
But, a lot of people would look at you and say, okay, yeah, he has it all. You got the hot wife. You got the young children.
You got the kids out of the way. Your older kids are how old?
Oh, yeah. No,
they're older than me, those kids.
They are. My daughter is. I have my one daughter, Lisa, who tracked down Murphy, the poor unsuspecting Irishman. They now have 7 children, so I have 7 grandchildren with her.
He has children that are older than himself. They're older than Senator D'Amato.
They outage him.
That's right.
14. Listen.
But my question is.
Go ahead.
It is not fun for you to be chasing little children around the house. You don't do any of that. You've got a lifestyle where you probably...
How much in help?
Are you still work a full schedule?
Yeah.
All right. So what time you leave the house in the morning?
Well, this morning, very unusually early.
Yeah.
All right. What time do you leave the house?
Generally, about between 9 and 9:30, because if we leave earlier, you get stuck in that traffic. I don't have to tell you, coming from the island.
Right.
It is brutal.
Where's your office? In the city?
Yeah.
Okay, so you travel...
101 Park, 40th and Park. And then we have an office in Washington, which I'm flying down to later today.
Law offices.
He can't stay out of the house enough. He's flying to Washington.
Hey, what are you now? Are you a lawyer now? I mean, what are you doing?
We have a consulting firm and a lobbying firm.
Right.
And we have offices in D.C. and Albany and Buffalo and... out on Long Island.
It's you and a bunch of guys?
We have about 16 people, and my son, Chris, my younger son, you've met him.
Yeah.
He's my partner.
And you go into work 9:30, and you probably get home around. You probably have dinner in the city, and then you get home around what, 9 o'clock at night?
I try to get home for dinner, but I have a Tuesday TV show with Mayor Koch.
Right.
We do on New York One.
You're proving my point, by the way.
He's never
What's
home.
that?
So you're never home.
No, that's wrong.
No,
that's wrong.
That's right.
So that's the one night
I'm right. You know I'm right.
Monday nights, first of all, Mondays and Fridays, I generally, during the summer, try to take off, stay on the island.
Hold it a second. How often do you go to Washington
Washington once a month.
Okay.
I'm going down for National Poker Week. We got to get that on.
Poker Week?
The poker players
Week.
alliance.
You and I play poker.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
And that I want to enlist you. I am chairman of the Poker Players Alliance. Howard Stern.
What is that?
What is the Poker Players
Well, let me
Alliance?
tell you
Yeah.
what happens. 2 years ago, my crazy conservative Republican friends, in the dead of night, on the Port Security Act, very important to guard the ports, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Bill Frist, the then Senate Majority Leader, wants to be president. So somebody tells him, you can get the Christian right to support you if you pass this law, which basically will prohibit playing poker in your own home on the internet. And do you know
my goodness.
these jackasses passed that bill? And now, oh yeah, a bunch of jackasses.
This is why I love him.
Right.
You think about this.
I mean, if you want to
the
play
war in Afghanistan is over, in Iraq is over, the economy is booming, you have no oil crisis, and you stupid asses, you pass a bill to ban playing poker on the internet in your own home.
Yeah, why is everyone so uptight about that? Why do people care if you play poker on the internet?
Well, supposedly it's going to contaminate the little children. They will become addicted. Did you ever hear of parental responsibility?
I have heard that term,
You'd have to get a credit card. A kid
it.
would have to get a hold of a credit card to play internet poker.
Well, besides that, if you regulate it,
right,
then you can see to it that you have honest games. You give people the ability to play a game of their choice, poker, national pastime. Well, just about every president, including the present one, has played poker. But what you're saying is, unless you can go to a casino or go to a neighbor's house, etc., you're not allowed to use the most modern means of communication, the internet, to play poker.
So what are you going to do? You're going to go down and protest?
This is National Poker Week. We have 350,000 signatures we're presenting to President Obama, people petitioning, saying we want the right to play poker. We are lobbying on behalf. Now, here's Alphonse, the so-called conservative, right?
So what do? You go down and you visit your Republican buddies and you say, listen, guys, let me...
everybody.
What are we doing here?
Barney Frank happens to be the champion of saying, let people use the internet the way they want.
Right.
This is in the spirit...
What about the fear that people will be out of control playing poker on the internet and they'll go through their life savings and all of that?
It's just this kind of thing. First of all, if they're out of control, they can play at a casino. They can play somebody's home.
Yeah, there's plenty of ways to lose your money.
And I mean, so that's like prohibition.
Right. Don't make alcohol.
Stop them from drinking. So what happened? You had bootlegging. You had illegal. If you regulate it and license it, you can raise about $20 billion over 10 years. That's a lot of money. You want to pay for health care? It's a little down payment.
We could go to war with everyone on $20 billion. I mean, we could kill everybody.
Howard has been doing this lately. Everything that the government comes up with or has to do with raising money, he puts into munitions.
I do.
Immediately, he's bombing
I'm like Robert McNamara. I believe we got to build up the military, nuke everyone's ass.
I want Howard Stern, who is a devotee, long before most people were on the internet. Right?
Right.
You were a chess advocate. By the way, they could ban chess tournaments too if they're giving out prizes.
They can't do that to me.
No, they will.
They will?
Oh, sure. If they hear that you are a chess advocate, I can get half a dozen guys to sponsor a bill because they want to stop Stern.
If you're busy doing all this all the time, this goes back to my original point. So when are you home with these kids of yours, these young kids?
I just came back from Italy. Saturday.
Were you with the kids?
With baby Alfonso, 17 months old.
You took the kid to Italy?
Yeah.
You did?
That's tough.
How many nannies traveled with you?
None.
What?
None. We did have my wife's mother, my mother-in-law. She came with us.
That must be fun.
We only have one nanny at home for the baby.
You travel? What do you travel over to Italy?
Yeah.
You get yourself a hotel. And you're stuck in there with the young hot wife and the baby?
And a little guy, and we had a van and a driver, and he would take us. We went to Tuscany, the wine country, and we went to Florence for a day, and we went to Assisi and Siena, where they have Il Palio. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
I have seen that. That's beautiful.
Isn't it great?
I've seen pictures. Listen, I don't go anywhere. I love the United States more than even you.
But
I am a United States guy.
Well, you appreciate home more when you go away.
Anything I could see over there, I could see here.
You can't see the palio over here.
I see pictures. It's highly overrated.
First of all, I want to recruit you to join the Poker Players Alliance, of which I am the chairman.
All right, I'm in. What do you want from me?
Well, I want you to tell your
I'll
people.
do it.
The PPA.org.
PPA.org.
The PPA.org.
This is your thing.
It's a great thing. And this is to
He's a real poker player. He loves it.
We play every Monday night up at the Castle, Ohika Castle.
Yeah.
You know where that is.
Yeah.
Right. Every Monday
You're up
night.
there?
Oh, yeah.
You play?
Absolutely.
And they clean you out?
No.
Come on.
Howard.
Come on.
Howard, you know better. Have you said, have I lost occasionally? Sure.
This guy's a great poker player. I used to play with him. Yeah, we would go over to a hotel and play with our friends.
Garden
one of
City
our
Hotel.
friends passed out during it.
Oh, yes, I remember. That was a mess.
And the senator was dating a hot female doctor at the time, and she rescued the guy and the whole thing.
Thank goodness.
You remember that?
That was unbelievable. And then we continued playing. Hey, listen.
You got him out of there and continued playing.
I was losing at that point. I needed to come back. Well, listen, what am I supposed to stop
What
a game?
you needed was a break in the game. How did you get that guy to pass out?
Somebody passing out should never stop a poker game.
Can I tell you something?
And sexually, the marriage is functioning well?
You better believe.
Are you as hot for your wife as you were 5 years ago?
More so.
More so?
Absolutely.
Even after the kids?
Oh, yeah.
Were you in there for the birth?
We have one, and we have Isabella. We think we're going to name her Isabella, a little girl on the way in October. So Alfonso is now 17 months old.
Yes.
Here.
Let me see.
You don't.
Well, you're really into this, huh?
That's Alfonso on Father's Day. And there he is down at the beach. We have our house on.
Well, I heard your tape to me, and let me tell you something. I don't want
Howard
anything
has
to do with
do it.
No.
Howard needs a child.
I don't need a child.
Yes, you do.
Why? What do I do?
All you do is wake up at 2 a.m. and start crying. And he'll say, "What's wrong, Beth?" And you'll say, "What are we going to do about a family?" And then what's he going to say? You got your dog? No.
I love dogs.
Oh. And then you're going to say, well, can we talk about it at another time? And so you're not working. It's on a Friday. And so at about 7 o'clock, you'll come with a cup of coffee under your nose, and you wake up.
Why do you stand up for the poker industry and not for me? Why?
I am. It's going to be
Yeah.
good for you. It is. And we can have baby Alfonso play with baby Howard.
Let me ask you a bunch of topics. Let me ask you.
Playmates for his son. That's
All right,
why
number
he's
one.
recruited.
Number one.
Exactly.
This Sarah Palin, right?
Yes.
The one who just resigned.
Yeah.
A nudnik, right? Is it cool?
No, over her head in terms of being thrust into the national scene.
She was a lightweight, right?
Look, no. She wasn't prepared to handle, and they didn't give her the...
Listen, I'm going to tell you something about yourself.
Yeah.
I've sat and talked to you about world politics.
Right.
All kidding aside, you're well versed in every topic. You know what's going on. You were always into it.
She wasn't prepared for that prime time.
The guy she was running against, Senator Biden, guy's a top-notch guy, bright guy. He knows how to answer questions. You ask him questions.
Joe.
Right. You know this guy.
He's a family friend.
Okay. She comes on the scene. They ask her, what period... Katie Couric said to her, what periodicals do you read? And she said... I don't know. She goes, whatever they bring me, she couldn't answer. And then they say the media was out to get her. Out to get her. You only prayed for softball questions like that when you were running for senator.
But look, now I want to take a free shot.
Okay.
This is a free shot. I think David Letterman is a lowlife over his head. And what he did and what he said, and you know, I believe in free speech.
Sure.
I took on the FCC. Why? Because it was the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to censor you, close you down, do all kinds of... But when this guy says that Sarah Palin's 14-year-old daughter, who is she having sex with, or words to that effect, that is
Now,
bullshit.
let's be honest, though. Let's defend
Letterman.
No,
let me finish.
He didn't do that.
Yes,
he didn't do that.
No, yes, he did. And then, what did he try to do when he got hit by... Well, I didn't mean her. I meant the other daughter. Now,
I
that's
believe
okay.
that.
You don't believe that.
I believe that's true. I don't think he knew the 14-year-old. He was talking about the one who had the baby.
All right, so even if it was the 18-year-old, you're going to say she's having sex with some boy. Yeah, come on.
Listen.
It was a joke.
Listen to me.
It was inappropriate.
Didn't McCain make a Chelsea Clinton joke? Didn't McCain make a Chelsea Clinton joke?
If somebody did that to Senator Clinton and her family and implied...
But they did.
You know what?
McCain made a horrible joke. Wasn't it McCain, Fred, who made the horrible joke about Chelsea Clinton's appearance?
Why is
and
Chelsea
look?
Clinton so ugly? Because Janet Reno was her father?
Yeah. And that was a terrible joke.
That's out of line.
Horrible joke. Out of line.
Did he apologize?
I don't know.
Well, you see,
I assume he did.
I assume he did.
Right.
It took Letterman a couple of days after he was getting killed to do it. I just think he's a mean-spirited prick.
You don't like him.
I could say that on
You
this,
see, goddamn right you could.
Huh?
Say other words.
Free air.
Yes.
Yeah.
Letterman, you're a mean-spirited prick. And by the way, I don't want you to join the Poker Players Alliance.
Really? You will not let him in?
No, I won't. I don't care if I have to fight the whole board.
So you say Palin wasn't so bad. Over her head. And do you think
But
she'll
what
be...
is this stepping down from the governorship?
You would never step down.
Well, look, I think she probably has legal bills over her head. She's got all kinds of ethics charges to come from the state.
Oh, yeah?
I think 13 out of 15 have already been basically dismissed. But she's got hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of legal bills.
Right.
She can't possibly pay them.
I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, given her $500,000 is estimated that she owes in legal bills.
Wow.
So now she goes on the circuit.
Right.
Write a book. She'll make a lot of money. They'll put her on the Howard Stern show. You'll tear her up.
Put her on the Sibian.
I find her very attractive.
That's what I mean.
That's the problem. I mean, I'd love to see a Playboy spread.
I was going to say, he'll put her on the Sibian.
You make a good point. I was going to ask you, how do a lot of guys who are public servants their whole lives become multi-billionaires? I mean, Gerald Ford was a good example of that. He was a president. He served in Congress his whole life. He couldn't have made much money.
No, he didn't.
Guy got out with a multi-millionaire.
Well,
so is that it? It's the speeches? It's the whole thing?
The speeches. I'm sure that Ford, when he came out, commanded $100,000 plus, and that's quite a few years ago.
But he got on a lot of boards of a lot of major corporations.
That's right. A lot of boards. You get stock options, etc.
Right.
The stocks were booming in the
But
last...
isn't that a conflict of interest in a sense? Because when you, in other words, it's quid pro quo. When you become the president, you say, okay, I'll treat you well, and then when I get out, you give me $2 million for a speech.
You don't have to do that. For example...
Ronald Reagan did it.
Clinton didn't have to do that, and Reagan didn't have to do that. When they got out, the notoriety, people wanting to hear them, see them, touch them, etc. So a big corporation, they can pay them $250,000 to come and to give their executives and some of their clients, they invite their clients to come here.
But isn't that done with a wink? In other words, I remember President Reagan got out of office. The Japanese gave him a $2 million payday to come speak somewhere, some cockamamie place. But the idea was, well, if you're good to me while we're in office and you're good to the Japanese businman, you can see when you get out, you'll get the $2 million.
I'll tell you where I suspect that is really the case. It's never really spoken, but I think with the Saudis and the Arabic money, huge. And if you look at the both sides, and let's not go into names, but all of the formers have done very well.
Yes.
And Bandar is full of BS also. Very carries himself. Prince Bandar, former secretary, former representative here.
But he takes care of all his buddies.
He takes care of his buddies. He knows how to play the game. And they have played America for a bunch of jackasses. They are financing all of the jihadists so that they'll leave them alone.
Right.
They send them billions of dollars, right? And they're supposedly our great allies. And I'm not going to let Bandar join the Poker Players Alliance either.
Well, thank you. Because those guys love poker.
You're joining.
Yes, I am.
And we need to support. See, this National Poker Week. Let me get in.
Wait a second. Wait a second with this poker.
Right.
I've never seen you so on fire. This
they pay me a lot of money.
This is a big deal to you.
This is a big deal.
This is a big deal to you.
But I'll tell you something. You know why I took him on? because it's the right thing. How dare you go into people's
No,
homes?
I think you're right. I agree
Why
with
would
you.
be bothered with that?
You can't play poker on the internet.
Let's
right?
fix some real problems.
Well, that's
No,
why we
no.
got to support the Frank bill, 2267. HR.
What about
2267.
Spitzer? Like I was a big Spitzer supporter. So were
I
you.
supported
We
him.
all did.
Yeah.
And he was, the governor. We were excited about it.
Did you know what
Did
he
you
was
know?
up to?
You knew what was going on, didn't you? Admit
No.
it. You knew. You knew he was there with the hookers.
I swear to God.
You knew he kept his socks on.
And by the way,
The hooker didn't even know.
I don't think.
The hooker didn't know who he was.
The idea of someone having extramarital or having a hooker or something, that should be the worst thing that ever happens, and we'd be in pretty good shape.
Do you think he
But
should
I
still
think
be the
it's
governor?
duplicity of the whole thing. How on one hand you can hold yourself out as this great moralist, and if you do, then you better live it.
Yeah.
You better
Right.
be it.
Right.
Yeah, but the year before, when he was Attorney General, they tell me he sponsored a bill that doubled the penalty for Johns.
Right.
You know, for crying out loud, while you're carrying on, you're doubling the penalty. I mean,
That seems like a hypocrite.
You know, he looked at the law and he said, if I get caught, that's not enough of a fine.
See, that's why. Maybe is it possible he was doing undercover work when he was caught?
That's right.
I mean, no one ever gave him.
He claimed that.
They were undercover.
It was research.
You were always smart when you were senator, and I always liked this about you. All right, listen, you had a marriage, it didn't work out,
Yeah, well-
and then you dated when you were senator.
I
To me,
did.
I am for this because you were the healthiest senator around. You always had fantastic dates. Some of the women you dated were
I'm
beautiful.
glad my wife was sleeping.
Yeah, and you didn't have to. And you didn't have to go to hookers.
No,
you got it for free.
That's true.
But wait a minute, you know
Well,
what?
sometimes they're much more costly than hookers.
That's right. Yes.
You know,
That
these
is true.
romances.
That is true.
Huh?
That's for goddamn sure.
How did this wife get you to the altar? I mean, there were a lot of women in your life. You
Lot
were,
of nice
you-
women.
A lot of nice women.
Yeah.
I remember who you dated.
Yeah.
In fact, at one point you dated
Claudia.
Cohn.
Yeah.
I always
Great
thought
lady.
she was hot,
Great lady.
smart,
Wonderful.
right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I thought she was going
She
to
didn't get you to the altar.
She almost got you to the altar.
Almost.
Yeah.
You were engaged to her for
Yeah.
a while,
Yeah.
but you somehow slipped out of that one.
Well, look, things didn't work out. The lifestyles, traveling back and forth from Washington.
Sexually
et cetera.
incompatible?
No, that's
Nothing wrong there.
no.
She was one of the best.
None.
I mean, not better than your wife.
Claudia's passed on.
Yes.
She's still got a beautiful daughter, and Claudia was a great lady.
Is it weird when you've made love to a woman and then
And
she
she's not here
dies?
anymore.
I mean, then she's not here anymore. It's got to be a little weird, right? It's freaky.
She was a great person.
She was.
She was a wonderful person, and I have nothing but the fondest of thoughts and memories. As a matter of fact, after I got married, we would visit my wife, Katora, and I,
Right.
on a number of occasions. We'll go out to Claudia's summer place out there in East Hampton.
You're all friends.
Absolutely.
Are there times that you find yourself thinking about the other women you've been with in your life? I know sometimes I do. Like I love my wife and we have a great time. But sometimes I'm laying in bed and I think about some of my sexual experiences. I mean, you relive those every once in a while, right? You're like
No.
every other guy. What? No.
Absolutely not.
Now, that was a political answer if I ever
wife,
heard one.
My wife is much stronger than I am, and I don't want.
She could beat you up?
Oh, absolutely. Howard, I have been so good. I can pose for holy pictures.
Really?
Yeah.
So you never pleasure yourself, anything like that? It's strictly sex with your wife?
That's it.
No kidding.
The only and I have no desire. Number one, I love her.
I know.
Number two,
once in a while,
well,
I do pleasure myself.
She,
I'll be
at some
honest.
point in time, she said, "Hey, I'm not asking you to marry me, but you're not going to be going out with other people, and then we're going to stay together. We have been out. We've been dating. We've been together for 4 years at that point, 4 years plus." And she packed up and went back to her apartment in the city. And I am a person of great resolve and strength.
Yeah.
And within 24 hours, I said, "Please come back, Katora. Come back. Come back." And I paid the penalty. She beat the hell out of me for 3 days.
The sex life is still healthy at 71? You tell all the men out there who are in your age category.
Absolutely. First of all, they have so many great things out there on the market. If
you use Viagra?
No, much better. But
Cialis?
I'm not going to tell you until
you do not use
they
Cialis.
retain me.
Oh.
And then when they retain me, then I will tell you the benefits of whatever I use.
Are you telling me you use Cialis?
Let me say this to you.
You're kidding
If
me.
I had a thing for 4 hours, I wouldn't rush to a doctor. I'd rush out to tell everybody. So,
I don't feel you need that stuff.
I don't.
You don't, right?
I don't. But, it give you a little enhancement. Give you a lot of enhancement.
See, I hear a lot of guys say that. I'm afraid of that stuff. I won't go to it.
Well, I'll suggest to you when they retain me which one you should use.
Really?
The best.
Cialis.
I'm not saying I am. They have
no
whoever,
kidding.
Yep. Yeah.
And it's like you're a young man.
Don't you think I'd be a great spokesperson for them?
When do you
any doubt?
Sure. Absolutely.
Right?
You're at the right age.
For whoever.
Yeah,
right?
whoever it might be.
You mean you can hurt her with it when she's on Cialis? No kidding.
I think you say pleasure her, right?
So every night of the week you're home sleeping. In other words, you don't go out. You don't
play poker every Monday night.
Yeah.
Except tonight, I'll
but
be
you're
down
home
in
every
DC.
night and you're with the kids and the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, little guy. I can't wait to see him. I try to get home before he goes to bed. Tuesday nights are close because I have my TV program and then I rush home.
Right. But
if I can get home like at 7:30, I'll see him and play with him. And it's the greatest. They are so innocent. They are so...
You circumcised him, I hope.
Absolutely.
You did?
Yeah. I didn't do it myself. The Moyle did. No.
I'm against... You want to know the truth, though?
Doctor.
I'm actually against circumcision. I've thought about it. Because really, why do you cut it? Why do that?
Well,
to
they
it?
say,
Isn't it mutilation?
say that for health reasons.
Did you discuss this? You really went through it?
You didn't discuss it with me?
No.
Where were you when I was... All right, listen to me. You're here. You have an important mission. There is a place you can go to hear what the senator is talking about. We're talking... Most of my audience loves to play poker.
Of course. And you want to play it on the internet.
And you want to have a game that's protected and honest.
Right.
I've been aware of this problem for a while because we had many sponsors who were in the internet poker thing, and then all of a sudden it became a problem and all of this.
And they disappeared,
Yeah. But if you want, you can go to ppa.org and find out more about this. What the senator says is true. Why, with all the problems in the world, who would care if somebody wants to play poker?
What business is it of yours if somebody wants
call
to?
your congressman.
Yeah.
Hey, do you know Bernie Madoff at all?
No, I didn't know him. Thank God.
You never met him, huh?
No, I didn't.
I figured somehow like these guys always try to mingle. And,
Yeah, usually they're into politics.
Yeah.
Oh, he used the country clubs. He used the Palm Beach Country Club. He used Glen Oaks. Those were his, two places and people of wealth and affluence. And once someone says, oh, by the way, I got in with Bernie's thing and we get a 12% return, etc., but he won't let everybody, then the people go knocking on the door. And the more he says, well, I don't know, don't tell anybody, of course, they tell their wives tell their girlfriends.
Right.
And that is the cycle.
He, I was reading about him in prison. It seems like he's not even suffering that much. They're saying he's doing pretty well. Like he's in a country club type prison.
But he's not living that life
much
anymore.
Of a country club. You mean you're not in a lockdown 23 out of 24 hours?
No, and it's other guys who are sort of white collar
crime.
Yeah.
But listen,
it's not freedom.
What, you want him being gang raped every night?
Yes.
Is that what
you know what he did to people?
Well,
he wiped out charities. He wiped out their livelihood.
He hurt a lot of people.
He hurt
pensions.
Cruel stuff. And
but have you ever been told that you can't do something? It's hell.
Well,
it's
I know
hell
it.
not to have your freedom.
I don't know. It's
look,
it's weird
not to be able to watch whatever program you want or listen. I don't know if they have Sirius over there. We have to find out if
all the prisons have.
They can't even buy a girly magazine.
Yeah.
Is that right?
We get letters from prisons.
Well, let me tell you something. It's one thing not to have a hot wife, but if you can't even buy a girly magazine,
it's tough stuff.
I mean,
so when you supported McCain
yes,
for
I did.
president,
yeah,
you're good friends with Rudy Giuliani, right? I mean, you guys are good friends.
No,
you're not.
No,
I thought you guys sort of
weren't you friends at one time?
I supported him and helped him become U.S. attorney. I recommended him. I went to his wedding, to Donna. He came to my daughter Lisa's wedding.
Right.
We were friends, but certain things took place thereafter, which I'm not going to speak to now because I want to get your publisher to do my book when which
this is when you'll reveal that, right?
And that's when we'll reveal.
You guys weren't banging the same chick or something, was that what was going on? No, nothing like that.
He was no competition.
I was going to say, I don't think Rudy was ever.
Rudy was not the ladies' man. You are. You knew how to play it.
Well, and that was before the days of extra help. Imagine.
Wow.
Oh my God! I have to tell you something.
So when you didn't support him in his bid for president, he expected it. He wasn't looking for you.
He did come to see me, and I said to him that I was going to support John McCain. I thought that he'd be a very good number two person on the ticket. I think that would have been a pretty good ticket.
I think so.
Giuliani.
Yep.
But when you had the economic collapse, nobody was going to win. Not even Moses.
Right.
If he was Republican, yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
Plus, you had the last 4 years.
Was Bush
of
a
the
crappy?
Bush-
Was he a crappy president?
Yeah, he was a very poor communicator.
Right.
He was the worst. He just took this attitude. He took the Cheney attitude. You know, I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to tell the media. Well, of course you do.
Yeah.
And you have an obligation as the leader of the free world and the leader of this nation to be able to explain to people and to build confidence.
Sure.
And he never did.
The people gave him the job.
And you know what? Iraq, you look back on it, it was a mistake because we controlled them by the air, etc.
Right.
But all the intelligence community throughout the world, they all said he's going nuclear, he's got weapons of mass destruction. So that was a mistake.
Right.
You can say, fine. But I have to tell you, the methodology of carrying out the war thereafter, after you're there,
Right.
was a disaster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you see we're getting out now, and they're still going to turn on each other, the different tribes.
That's right.
And what's going on in Afghanistan? You know, let me tell you, use the drones, go in there, hit them whenever you have to, but stay the hell out.
Right.
No one has ever won a war there, and we're not going
Nor will they.
And I think President Obama, he's trying to do a good job. He's made a mistake as it relates to Afghanistan. We should get the hell out. And
Because
I'm a
it's
hawk.
I know.
I'm a hawk.
And it's impossible to win that.
And what are you going to win?
You know what?
What are you
What are you
going
gonna
to
win?
control the mountain passes?
They're talking about building fences. Why don't we just fence in those countries?
There you go.
And keep them in there.
There's no reason for us
You're
to be there on
absolutely
the
right.
ground.
Right.
And the same
And I
with
don't hear
Iraq.
anybody saying anything.
Yeah.
The
Not
Republicans
anymore.
don't say anything.
Right.
No.
The Democrats are, and we're sending more troops. Why are we
What
spending
are we sending them for?
the lifeblood of our youngest and best people there?
Right.
And now
Why
I
did
sound
you
like-
run for president?
Did you see those videotapes they released this week of the guy, the first American prisoner that the Taliban has taken?
I just saw a couple of not news clips at the time.
But you asked a good question. What exactly are we fighting for over there?
Well,
I mean,
you
it's
say
not-
you
I mean,
want to control
don't
the
want that
Taliban and Al
country.
Qaeda. If you want to, do your bombing with your drones. Don't have ground forces there. Get out. Protect your borders. Support your allies. You want to support Pakistan, fine. And there's a reason to do that. You
Right.
don't want the nukes to fall into the hands of the crazies. But to have tens of thousands of troops there in an area that you cannot win. The Russians got their ass kicked. If you ever watch the history, the English, when the English finally did the Great Retreat, they had 15,000, combination 11,000 workers, bearers, and 4,000 troops. Out of the 15,000 that they made their Great Retreat, only one person came out alive.
Wow.
Right.
What are we talking about?
You're absolutely right.
So it doesn't make sense.
You're making a lot of sense.
Do you
that's
talk
why I'm
to
going
the
with you on
president?
That's why I'm going with you on this poker thing. Did you meet President Obama?
Do
Did
you talk to him? Tell him what you're thinking.
Yeah. Where are
I
you?
think Obama.
You're so busy with this poker. You're not
Yeah.
solving the war.
Well,
how much do we have to give you to make you talk about the
What do you need to get
I'm
us
going
to-
to send you one of my articles that I've written for one
Have
of
you
our-
met President Obama?
Not personally. No,
Right.
I've been in groups that he's been at, and of
Right.
course, as I say, Joe Biden. We know him.
He's a friend
we're
of yours.
Well, we're
He's a
family
bright
friends.
guy.
He's terrific.
Yeah.
There was a little article that says that Joe gets in trouble for speaking the truth. It was in the Post, I think, yesterday. It was
Right.
a little tiny thing.
Yeah.
And it's true. You know, he speaks the truth without being politically correct.
Right.
Right, I like it.
And so consequently, everybody jumps on him. But
You've been going to the movies?
Have I?
Yeah.
I
You seen
haven't.
Bruno yet?
No.
I'm wondering what you thought of that. It's
I haven't
it's
seen
wild.
Bruno.
It's wild.
Is it?
Oh, yeah.
You recommend it?
I like.
Give me
I thought
a
it was
little
funny.
synopsis
Although one of
of
my
it.
audience wrote me and said I went to the movie to see Bruno and I didn't like it, and,
Yeah, I've
and
heard
you owe
other
me
people.
$18. I like
I've heard
it.
other people say they slept through it.
What
point
is
he-
Bruno about?
He pretends to be a gay Austrian. He wants to be the greatest gay Austrian since he says Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, this is kind of a takeoff on that other.
Right, like Barat, but it's Bruno.
Yeah.
And at one point, he's in a hotel. He's got the
got
clicker.
Ron Paul in there.
He comes on Ron Paul. He tries to make love to him.
No.
Ron Paul runs out of there.
Does Ron Paul actually come in and play?
Yeah. Well, Ron Paul,
playing.
he ain't playing. He got alone in a room with him. He starts coming on to him. Ron Paul was out of it. I guess he doesn't like guys. And then at one point, there's a
remote control.
A remote control in Bruno's behind.
No.
Did you hear the big news about Robin's new bra size?
Oh, stop it.
Robin, as you know, went to a bra store. I don't know.
I didn't know.
You haven't heard about
How
this?
does he know that?
Well,
He knows.
It turns out she's not 36 double D. She's 34 G.
Wow, baby. That is some support system you have to have.
I couldn't make her show me the bra. Show the senator the bra.
She needs the military.
That's right.
You've never been with a woman who is a G, have you? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, me neither. God
You
bless
can't
her.
handle.
Although,
I've given a woman a G.
No, let me tell you, Kat, now that she's pregnant,
Is she up to a G?
she's big.
Wow. Do you still make love to your wife while what month is she? She's almost ready to give birth.
6 months.
She's in the sixth month.
Yeah, she's going
You will
into her
still make
7th.
love to her in her 6th month?
Absolutely.
No, come on.
What are you talking about?
Are you raise your right hand? Really? Wow. What, you lay on your back and she gets on top? Wow.
Well, we should not get into. She beat the hell out of me.
You
but
need to
I
address
love
Congress
my
on
wife,
this.
and that little tummy gets a little bigger, and it's great.
You
and
still make in the
little
6th.
Isabella. She says she looks great. I'm gonna tell you, if she was in
It doesn't freak you out when your wife is pregnant to
No
make love to
way.
her?
Well, this is a
I love her
man,
more.
Howard. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is not on television.
Yes, it is.
No! Oh, shit! No!
There's 82 cameras around.
Listen. The poker players will love it.
The poker players will love that. They will.
You might have a sexual addiction.
What are you talking about?
It's a
You're
little.
a
It's
lover
true.
of love.
You love women too much.
I love her.
That you do love her. I didn't
absolutely.
think you were making love at this point in the pregnancy. I thought you would take a breather.
No.
I'm a little surprised by all this
Yeah.
information.
And later, I'll tell you. I'll give you some tips. You're
I could
gonna
use
need
it.
them.
I need that.
Bethy.
Oh, please.
Little Howard.
Easy, Senator.
God, I could just. You got to see. It's incredible. And
You miss being the senator, or you
No.
like this part better?
No, I love this.
You're happy, right?
I'm happy. I
Look
had
at you.
18 wonderfully. It was a great honor. You
Great
know that.
run,
I
yeah.
loved it.
Right.
I don't miss it.
Right.
I don't miss it.
He's
And
watching
when
the wheels.
I see what they go through.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, whether you agree or don't agree, they all try. They're all good people.
I like these senators. I think that even during Judge
You
Sotomayor,
really think all of them are good people?
a lot of them are very intelligent.
I think most of them are good people. Some may be limited. Some may have different prejudices, etc. That's just part of them. Their culture, their background, etc. But I think for the most part, they are good, honorable people. Doesn't mean you can.
How come they can't work together?
Oh, that's a problem now. Now listen, let me tell you something.
I mean, good, honorable people should be able to
you know
figure
what?
this out.
Everybody wants, health insurance.
That's complicated.
And Obama's plan. Let me tell you, he is going to raise your average tax, the marginal rate will go up to 57, 58%.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
but I mean, you know what you could
First
do
of all,
is, hey, all right, we all agree we need a health care plan, and then figure out how to work one out.
What if we just legalize internet poker, and then they could take the proceeds and put it into
I don't
health
think
care?
even that will
That's 20
cover
billion.
it.
$20 billion will cover it. won't
No,
it?
it won't.
But
No?
let me tell you what
No.
you do.
Legalize pot, then.
And
Well, poker and
improve
pot.
it marginally. Take the worst areas that need some improvement. Don't try to do the whole system and say we're going to have now a public health thing, and by the way, if you're spending $15,000 a year, which you are, for your family's insurance,
Right.
yours and Beth's,
Right.
etc. You're now going to pay taxes on the benefits, or I mean, this is craziness.
What
You're
about seriously? Like you say internet poker, we could get $20 billion there. And
Yeah.
what about legalizing pot? Let's say the pot association comes to you. I guess there's an association.
Would you lobby for
Would
that?
you lobby for pot to be legalized in America? There's got to be several $100 billion in that in taxes.
Oh, my God.
Easy.
Right? What do you think?
Well,
would you lobby for them?
I'd have to look at it. First of all, I had to see how much would they pay me.
I figured
you
there's
want
a
an
lot.
honest answer.
I figured
You know
there's
what,
a lot of
Senator?
money,
A
right?
lot.
All right.
A lot. They pay you a lot.
If they pay me,
You know, whatever you believe, they can make you.
How much would you pay? There's an interesting question. There's an interesting question. Do you then increase? I guess it's like prohibition.
Right.
Exactly like
You
it.
try,
Yeah.
you try
nobody
to
who
ban
isn't gonna do it will
alcohol.
do
These
You
people are
going
gonna
to
smoke it no matter what.
So what we're saying, I guess, is that, look, they're going to smoke pot whether you want it or not. And so that those people who are, shouldn't you be controlling the sale, the distribution, see to it that the quality is,
the whole thing.
cetera.
Yeah. They're almost doing that in California.
Instead of organized crime.
Right.
Right?
Right.
And you take the money.
What do you think?
I think there's some merit to it.
I
And
do
here
too.
I
I'm
am.
not a pot smoker.
He's talked himself
Nor
into
am
it.
I.
I think
No, but
I'll talk to those guys. I'll see if I can't get them to hire you. Let's find out what's going on. All right.
Okay.
It seems like you're ready to. I think you're ready to party.
Look at this.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
You know, you'll go from Senator Pothole to lobbyist
Senator
Pot.
You gotta be careful because the people who don't want you to might be a little
Imagine
mad.
Senator D'Amato, like even like showing up in a pair of jeans and a work shirt, and hemp
With
belt,
the marijuana T-shirt,
big
you know?
marijuana T-shirt.
He's like Woody Harrelson.
Funny how things go. Yeah.
Right.
And I didn't do it. I missed it. Let me tell you something. I said something.
You never smoked pot in your life? You never
No,
tried it?
Because it came just
Generational
after.
thing.
It was a generational thing.
You were never
when
curious.
I left law school in '61. I remember in the summer. Well, I guess it was '61. In the summer of '61, I'd see a few hippies on the campus, and so I missed it. If I had been back there another 2 or 3 years,
Probably
I would have been a pothead.
You would have been a big pothead.
Absolutely.
I think you would have been completely baked.
You might have been the drummer for the Who.
Well, what was your thing? LSD back then?
LSD.
What was your thing?
Drink a couple of beers too many.
That's it. You only drank. Yeah, that was the only.
That was it, and it was always beer on the campus. You couldn't afford more than that.
Yep.
And it just wasn't there. So that's why. It wasn't because I was a good boy.
All your experiences, you never had a threesome, though, did you?
No.
Never two women at the same time?
No, because they'd all be fighting over me, and you know.
It's too much for you to juggle.
I didn't want to
You didn't
let
wanna
down
have
one.
You respect the woman. That's right. I like that.
You believe
Listen,
that? I never had them offer it.
Somebody offered it, you would have been there.
Probably.
Listen,
Yes, definitely.
you are a great senator. You've answered all the tough questions. We've heard rumors of Cialis today. We've heard.
You never know which one.
You
don't know which one.
You
You're
claim
right.
you still make love to your wife, even though she is pregnant. Will you go?
You don't believe it. You're calling that a claim.
I can't even believe it. Will you go all the way to the 9th month in her water break? I bet you will be making love while her water.
Now we.
Are you going to break her water?
No.
How will you? How far will you go with it? How long into the pregnancy will you make love?
As long as she'll let me.
Really? Right up to the 9th month?
Well,
That's
if there's
uncomfortable.
nothing medically.
That's practically a threesome. I mean, you got to slow down.
Terrible.
It is
Horrible.
My wife
There's
was
a
pregnant.
lot going on that's between
Uncle
my
Howard,
wife-
when you meet baby Isabella, you're going to have to apologize.
No, I won't, because when my wife was pregnant, the 3 times I had. By the 8th month, it was like there was a person in there. I mean, you see feet moving.
Too much. You're thinking through everything.
At some point, you say, "All right, let me back off here." It's
when you do,
disrespectful.
when she says, "Honey, I don't feel too good," and
Good.
that's
all right. I'm glad to hear that.
That's when you get the hooker.
That's what I mean by that comment. I don't mean anything weird.
You know, Howard,
maybe I do. I don't know.
Howard, you know why Senator D'Amato is so right about the drone thing? Because in Afghanistan, some guy told me that they could actually bomb they could control a drone from Las Vegas.
Right.
You could control it from the United States and bomb somebody in Afghanistan. And it makes so much sense. Why not just do it with the drones and not send more troops
is
there?
making a brilliant
Well,
point.
you got Artie. Now,
that makes total sense to me.
If you are a student of history, as the senator is, he's right. No one has ever been able to control these populations. This is a terrain that is unbelievably complicated.
Afghanistan was Russia's Vietnam,
It was.
basically.
Rudyard Kipling wrote this great poem where he talks about the English soldiers laying in the desert and wounded and saying, better you commit suicide unless the women come and cut your entrails out and take your eyes out.
Yeah.
He summarized what Afghanistan is. It is a death trap.
It is,
and
man.
you cannot put enough troops on the ground to control. And what the hell are you controlling?
Yeah, what are we trying to do anyway?
What is this? We're a nation building? Oh, we care about the rights of women? Oh, we want democracy. Let me tell you something. If you had democracy in all the areas of the world, right, what do you think you'd have now? Who would be controlling Egypt? I'll tell you what, the militants. Who would be controlling Saudi Arabia? Huh?
The militants.
The militants. So
I think I got the drift of this.
Let's stop this nonsense about, we need democracy.
Well, people thought I was joking, but I wasn't.
You can talk to your last president about foisting democracy on every area.
Saddam Hussein, as much as you want to say what a horrible, despicable man he was afraid of the Taliban. He was afraid of the terrorists. He hated Iran and kept them
and
well
the
at
Islamic
bay.
Militants.
And hated the militants. And quite frankly,
controlled the region.
He controlled the region.
Kind of like Tito in Yugoslavia before.
Right.
Well, heck broke loose when he was gone.
That's
then you
right.
had the warring parties.
Right.
Nobody says they're great people, but in terms of what you have, and what do you think you're going to have in Iraq when we finally
it will become a religious, controlled by Iran kind of situation. Again,
H.R. 2267, Barney Frank, support the bill and call your congressman.
All right, you will be going to Washington, you'll be lobbying about this. You are very much into internet poker.
I am.
And he doesn't have a problem, you understand?
No,
he plays a
he's
little
just
bit here and there, that's all.
Enthusiastic.
I'm with you on this. I happen to believe playing internet poker is
and
a fine
joining
thing. I'm going to join up with you.
We're going to put you on our website.
Whatever you
Sign
want
me
to
up.
do. What am I going to do?
Yeah,
more information
how
on.
can you turn me down?
Right.
Hey, by the way, I want to tell you about playing poker.
Yes?
With our friend Howard.
Please, because I'm down about 400 grand.
We would
He's about to lose his house. Go ahead.
We would play over at the Garden City Hotel, rent a room, etc.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'd be playing about 7 of us, etc. And one of our people, I will only mention his first name, Dominic, would say, let's raise the stakes.
Right.
And the guy who could buy and sell everybody in that room, Howard, would say, hey, come on.
Yeah.
These guys can't. And he was always concerned. And
About
that's why
the
I
little
loved him.
man.
About the little guy.
The young guy.
I always loved the fact that he said,
well, it was a friendly game.
Exactly. We're going to play $1 We're not going to let this thing.
Listen,
It was a friendly game.
Quite frankly, I was worried about you. I didn't know how much money you had.
You're right.
That's it.
You're
That's it.
public servant.
And I
Public
love
servant.
wiping out.
That's right. I said, what are we going to do here?
The senator can't hang.
Dominic
Now,
played
listen.
on one Monday night at our game. Ask him what happened.
What happened?
We killed him.
That's right.
He left.
Listen.
Early.
I am mindful of the time. I realize it is 8:09 a.m.
Wow.
It is actually your
You're
time
kidding.
to have your sex for the first time of the day with your young wife.
No, I'm not.
I know.
Are they on a schedule?
It's one of 5 times a day. Don't tell me you make love more than once a day.
Dear God.
I will not believe that.
No, I didn't tell you that.
But listen to me.
I'm not sure.
You're 2 times a day. Are you kidding me?
Not every day.
Not every.
Every
How?
other day.
Well, you really are in love.
Oh, yeah, I love her.
Oh, jeez. I've never
great.
seen you like
She's
this.
she's a great.
This is a different
She's my
Senator
buddy, my
Listen, you're a
love.
whole different guy. You're
Yeah.
representing pot. You're.
Well, not yet. You gotta sign them up.
You've really changed. All right, listen to me.
Pot and poker.
I understand.
Go together.
That's right.
You can't have one without
The other. For more information on the Poker Players Alliance, let's remember. Go to the PPA.org. I wish you luck with this because I'm for it. I mean, you're right. There's so much nonsense in the world. Who's worried about poker on the internet? You're absolutely right. It is a pleasure to see you.
Great to see
An
you,
honor to
Howard.
have you in my studio. Congratulations on the upcoming birth of your next child. Your daughter is coming into the world.
Yeah, October.
And give your lovely wife a beautiful kiss for me.
I will.
Your
And you
5 times a day lovemaking session.
Give Beth my best. And by the way,
I'm going to give you her best.
You are a lucky son of a gun. She's a beautiful person.
Did you have a good time at my wedding?
I had a great time. And boy, was she shockingly, knockout.
That dress.
Great.
Yes.
I mean, and
She was almost nude.
Yeah. Well, it was quite an outfit.
Yes.
I have to tell stunning.
Yes.
But she's a good person. She's not only beautiful looking.
She's a good person.
A nice person. She sent us a beautiful note afterwards.
Pictures.
Yeah.
She writes well, yes.
May you have 6 more children and 3 more
only-
wives.
How many more? Wait a minute.
That,
How
huh?
many children are you going to have? Well,
6 more.
Well, this is number 2.
I wish you 6
keep
more.
talking to her about 2 after that.
Are you serious?
Well, you know.
Wait a second. You got to do the math too, though. You want to be around for the kids.
I
know the
Bobby's
level.
96. I'm only going to be 72.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mama's 94.
Well, I wish you 6 more.
How's your mom and dad?
They're doing great.
Still in Rockville Center?
My father just turned 86 the other day.
Wow.
And he's doing well. I send him to the gym. And he even says, you send me there because you want to be an orphan.
He says, make me an orphan.
Which gym does he go to? In Rockville Center?
No. He comes into the city.
Oh, he comes into the city?
Yes, they're with me. And, yes, they're doing very, very well. My mother is doing well. And
they're
they
here
talk
in the
about
city?
you fondly. No, they're on
in
Long
Rockville
Island.
Center.
Yeah, but they come in and they hang out.
Right.
And the senator will be legalizing pot soon. He was legalizing gambling. He's even thinking of legalizing crack. He's going completely different. You would never do that.
Never.
Of course not. I only joke.
That's bad stuff.
That's right. It is great to see you.
Good to see you, Howard.
I'm so glad you're happy. You deserve it. And again, go to ppa.org. Senator D'Amato.
Yes.
Internet gambling is what he's focusing on.
Poker.
Poker, rather. Right. And thank you for being here.
Good to be with you.
We'll be back right after these words.
Senator.
Hi.
How'd it go?
It was fun. It was catching up with an old friend. We haven't spent this much time together since, I guess, number 1, at his wedding, but we didn't get to spend that much time. And number 2, when we had dinner when he was first engaged to Beth. So that's the last time I really got to spend any time. And this was just a lot of fun. Talking about the things that we care about and joking about it. And, Howard was Howard. He was the best.
Now, you came on to talk about legalizing online poker.
Right.
And Howard sidetracked you a little bit with some sex questions.
Yeah.
How was that? Yeah.
It was fun.
I think you demonstrated a little bit.
Well, I
What you do with your
won't
wife?
demonstrate on camera, but the fact of the matter is Howard wanted to know whether after 5 years of wedded bliss, is it still bliss? And am I still hot for my wife? And the answer is absolutely. I love her. I want to be with her all the time.
And next time you come on, you gotta share with us that little secret, what you take.
Well, maybe if I'm retained by the right people, maybe we'll share.
All right, so you had a good time today, Senator?
Fabulous time. Great time.
All right.
You can't help but have a good time with Howard.
Thanks for stopping by.
Good to be with you.
So, to the chagrin of many, we were lucky. Am I following in your hair?
Yeah, right here, man. So what brings you back to the show?
Got a new record coming out. Record's out. We're on tour right now. And also I'm doing a reality show with my chick. And I know it's the Scott Baio show. Scott Baio's 45 and single. We're taking over the franchise. So after 15 years being with my chick, I got to decide whether I'm going to shit or get off the pot, whether I'm going to marry her or not. And I have a problem with commitment, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. So just here to rap and catch up with Howard. I haven't been serious yet. It's so exciting. I'm nervous. I'm scared. It's the only guy because he's my fucking hero. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's on repeat all day long in my house and all the speakers, and all through my room. So just to be here in the good halls and breathing the same air of Howard Stern and the crew, I'm honored, man. I'm humbled.
All right, man. It's a big day for you.
It's a big day. It is. Anytime to be in the Stern show is a big day, man.
All right, hang
Thanks,
tight.
Travis.
We'll see you in a little bit.
God bless.
All right, Gary, bring in Mark. Spread your love and fly. Come on, man. Don't be uptight.
I'm so not a pipe. So stoked to be here.
Why do you always put down your own music? You always say, "Oh, it took
Because
a
Howard,
village."
I'm the luckiest guy ever. I came in the back door in this business. I can't sing. I can't host. I
Why
have
do you-
both
I
jobs.
hate when you say
But
that.
Howard, but have you heard
What do
me
you mean?
sing?
Yeah, I've seen you on stage.
Well,
You're a
look,
good
I
singer.
I can pull it off. I've got like a tone that people react to. But thank God for Pro Tools and technology. It's kept me in the
I've
game.
seen you do it live. Unless you're lip syncing, I don't think you were. You were
I
singing
wish
live.
I could live. I'm so jealous of Brittany and those guys. I'd love to go out there and shake my disgusting ass and just get some money. You know what I mean?
You have this whole
What's up, Artie?
You have this whole self-effacing thing, which I think is charming, but in a way, it's a little.
But Howard, you know, like you just, these songs I wrote with a bunch of people, and like divine intervention kind of happened to make it happen. And you know, I'm not the
But
best
it's almost
singer.
like you're saying to your fans, "Why bother come to see me?"
No,
I'm
I think
not
it's the
that good."
opposite, Howard. It's like, you know, look, if I can do it, it's truly, it's not like, you know, you're looking at Bono going, if I can do it, you can do it. No, we can't all be Bono. If I can get on stage and make it happen, then so can you. There's a way to figure it out. You
Bono
know?
is a better singer than you. You're saying.
It's close, Howard. It's really Bono. I wouldn't even be in the same room with the guy, you know. But no one's had more fun than me, Howard. You know. And listen, we've been able to craft a few songs. I'm very proud of that. You know, you were just listening to Flying every morning, and those aren't easy to write.
No.
If they were, we'd all do it, and we can't all write psychedelic beat. You know.
No, when you write a hit song, it's a big deal.
It's amazing, and you still hear these songs on the radio, and it's a lot of fun, and it's why we're. Hey, Robin. It's why.
Speaking of psychedelic beat, Mark put it out on some album. The song I wrote in 6th grade that he recorded.
That's right.
I got a check for $6,000 the other day.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you really?
I did for my music. I can't believe it.
It's long overdue, Howard. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when we were. That was
my
in
lawyer came here. He goes, "You can hear $6,000." I go, "What? For what?"
Residuals.
He goes,
Did you write a song?
He goes, "For your songwriting." I go, "I wrote a song." He goes, "That crap you wrote in 6th grade that Mark McGrath made into a song."
You did it, the lyrics and the music.
Yeah. So
right?
why, if your parents said to you, "Look, don't become a singer.
No.
You have to go to college." They made you graduate college, and they said, then when you graduate college...
That's the key caveat right there.
You can do whatever you want.
My mom and dad literally said, "Mark, we don't care what you do. We're supportive." And they always have been. They said, "Just get that college degree."
Right.
You know, I'm like, okay. So I went to University of Southern California. I majored in communications. I looked around the room, and I saw Rodney Peete, Willie McGinnis. I'm like, this is the major for me. You know, I'll be doing this one. And so I got that degree on a Saturday. The next Sunday, I was in my mom's garage with the band I'm currently in now with the same dudes. And I go, "You guys said if I got that degree," and they held their word and they've been very supportive. So they sort of had to deal with me.
Were you scared in the beginning after you graduated college and now you were banking on this band to make it? Were you really scared? Seeing how you think you can't sing and all this, were you scared you weren't going to make it?
You know, banking on being a rock star in a band, that was a long shot. But I just wanted to do it and give it a shot, you know. But I never thought it could happen. And that's why we're still doing it. We play music because we love to play music. You know, it's like it's a pretty fucking good job to have, man.
It's a real good job to have.
Traveling on a bus. I mean, the hysteria of the 90s is gone, Howard, and like the chicks and the cover of Rolling Stone and all that stuff. That was amazing. It was a lot of fun. But now what we have left is playing music and the songs people enjoy. You know?
But Gary just went to one of your shows, and he even said, "There's no cougars in your audience. It's young, hot chicks."
Oh, I don't know.
And you have a confusing life because A, you're very handsome. B, you're a rock star. C, you've been engaged to the same woman for 15 years, on and off, kind of.
On and off? What do you do, take the ring off?
Well, because he bangs hot chicks. I mean, he does.
Well, Howard, engaged is, we've never been engaged. What we have, we've had a long-term... Karen. Well, last chick I brought here, she married one of your staff. Remember that?
That's
back in '94?
Yes, that's true.
But I'm afraid to bring anybody here. Yeah. So I've been seeing her off and on for about 15 years. And, you know, we've lived this incredible life. And, you know, to make it work, we've had to make certain concessions, let's say.
In other words, she accepts the fact that on occasion you are going to be with another girl.
I don't know if she accepts it. It's not implied, and it's certainly not explicit. But there's been a sort of an understanding. And by the way, it goes both ways.
It does.
She's been with other guys?
She probably has.
She's had boyfriends and all that. So we've split up for times and like been apart. But we're at a point now where I'm 41 years old.
Right.
Okay. This institution of marriage, is having kids, it all sort of appeals to me right now. So the irony of the whole thing is, Howard, is that, you know, you had Scott Baio in here a year ago to do the 45 and single show.
Yeah.
Well, guess who's taking over that mantle and start filming a reality show like my man Artie over here?
Well, it can be a little frightening as you get older to keep living that lifestyle. Like at some point, like maybe you got to look around and say, maybe I've got a good thing here with Karen.
You know what? I like waking up next to her, Howard. You know what I mean? I know it sounds cheesy, but I like watching King of Queens reruns with her.
So when I read in the gossip rags, like in 2005, you banged Pamela Anderson, which was a big deal to me. And
to me too.
It was a big score.
No, I didn't. I
don't
just
want to
didn't
even say
bang her.
score.
Howard, you know,
you were with
I know
her.
the rules of the show. I know the
Right.
Jerry O'Connell rules. I know how it works, man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You lay it out there, and this is the place to do it. And I love you guys, and you're responsible for my career. I'd love to say that was true. It's just not true.
You were.
I was never at a place. Never went out for takeout food in Malibu. And by the way, a rumor like that, I'm not squashing a rumor. That's killer. You
Well,
kidding me?
it makes it hard when you're dating Karin on and off, and then she reads that you just banged Pamela Anderson.
It makes
does
it a
make
tough
hard.
10-minute conversation. It certainly
All right,
does.
so you're saying I'm barking up the wrong tree with Pamela Anderson?
Yes, you are, definitely.
All right, hold on.
I mean, I'm
I'll see
friends
if
with
I-
Kid Rock. He's my friend forever, so that didn't happen.
All right, so that never happened. All right, but let me see here. Wait, I'll find some girls you banged here. So, okay, when you were banging Jordana Brewster, who
Never
is-
banged her either. Well, never.
You dated her.
I didn't date. I had one makeout night and a New Year's Eve. You know?
So when you were making out with her,
Yeah.
it gets back to Karin.
It does, but like we weren't really going out at that point. So it sounds bad, but like in retrospect, it was part of the whole just landscape of my incredible lame life.
It was your on and off kind of.
Yeah, and that anything you see there, Howard, we were off.
But when you hooked up with, right? No, okay. Let me bring up someone that is pretty much a given that you banged.
All right,
Paris Hilton, and I know you did.
All right, man.
Okay, all right. So you did. All right.
I may have.
All right. All right. All right. Does Karin call?
Fucking trouble.
Does Karin call you up after because Paris Hilton? I think is a gorgeous girl.
Paris is lovely. She's cool. She's really cool, and her whole thing. She knows what she's doing, and we've had this conversation before.
What do you mean she knows what she's doing? You mean sexually?
In all ways. I mean, she knows the image she's putting out there and that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
You're saying she's smarter than what we see. In other words, she knows. She's self-aware.
Yeah. Forrest Gregg, remember him?
Yeah.
He wasn't always drunk, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
But are you
Was
saying...
that an old Bob Hope roast reference?
Yeah, I mean, you can't believe this.
What's wrong with me?
No, but what you're saying is that... Okay, you meet Paris Hilton, and everyone thinks she's a bimbo, and everyone goofs on her and stuff. And it probably goes through your head, you go, hey, wait a second. I can't be with Paris Hilton. I mean, I just can't be. But you meet her and you find her charming.
She's charming. She's lovely. And she
Right.
just...
What, you're hanging out one night? You're in a bar?
Just one of those deals, yeah.
Right.
You hang out at the bar, you do this.
And she eyeballs you right away. Oh, boy, there's the guy.
Yeah.
Sugar Ray.
Yeah, this was it's a long time ago.
No, I understand.
Yeah, so
I just want to
the details
understand.
a little, you know me, I'm Irish, I like to have a few.
Right.
So the Bushmills was talking that evening, so...
But why not hook up with her permanently? Seriously, would it be embarrassing to you to be with her?
No, I think she's great. I have no problem with her at all. It just didn't pan out that way. You know what I'm saying?
How does it end? Like, in other words, it's just a one-nighter?
The good thing about Paris, she's not really looking for that long-term thing either.
Yeah. But is it a one-nighter with her?
Yeah, it was.
That was it?
One night, done. She's great. She's lovely. I've seen her again. She's great.
You
It's
have?
just-
You
yes,
don't?
of course I
Did you
have.
call her afterwards?
No,
No?
maybe. Nah.
Do you think you should?
I probably should. No, look, we didn't.
So you being a gentleman, what you're saying to me
I'm trying to play the game of the show and be a gentleman.
But at the same
token,
point,
everybody hates fucking
No,
gentlemen.
because it's not even hate. I want to understand. I swear to you, this is just, I wish I could talk to you off the air about this because I want to understand it. I want to know what goes wrong. To me, Paris Hilton's
Nothing went
wealthy.
wrong, Howard. Nothing went wrong.
Right. She's a beautiful girl.
Yeah.
I think if we were off the air, I'd say you maybe weren't that satisfied sexually, but you probably were. But I think in your mind, you probably couldn't just hack her personality after you came.
Well, see, you're sort of giving like me the benefit of the doubt, thinking like she'd want to be with me forever. You know what I mean? I'm
I
Irish,
believe it.
all that entails. You know what I'm
Why?
saying?
Was she
I mean, we had the
laughing?
same. She wasn't laughing, but she certainly wasn't screaming.
So in other words, you weren't that great in bed for her.
I don't think I am, dude. I'm 3 minutes Sports Center. I'm sleeping. You know what I mean?
And your penis is small.
Yeah,
So
yes, it is. I'm Irish, dude.
So
I
you
get the curse.
You disappointed her.
Yeah, I'm like the reverse of a butterface.
Is this you being a gentleman, or is this you?
Anybody?
Is this you being a gentleman, or is
No,
this?
that's just what happened. That's the truth. That's
In
what
other words, she didn't want to. You wanted to see her again.
I don't think either one of us was looking for this long-term, let's ride after the sunset type thing. It was a sort of Hollywood, thing in, done.
When it's a one-night thing,
Yeah.
you go back to your place or hers?
Yeah.
Hotel?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was a house, let's just say.
Let's say you're at a house.
Yeah.
And it's a one-shot deal. Like, in other words, you don't sleep over.
No.
You don't blow your load 2-3 times.
No.
Just
no.
once.
I've never done that. What's that like, Howard?
Come on, when you're with a really hot chick? I
Yeah.
mean, Paris Hilton, I would blow my load 4 or 5 times.
I have this, off button, dude, immediately. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is.
So you zip up your pants and you're gone, and no call afterwards.
I just maybe a couple calls. I mean, how you do a text or two. I think texting was just starting around there in 98, 99.
What do you think that is? You're using her, and she's using you, right? I mean, you're a bright guy. what goes on there? I mean, it's a one-shot deal. She needs to say, I had Mark McGrath, and you need to say you had Paris Hilton.
It's this
What do you
caveman
think?
DNA we have. You know what I mean? I think we all have it. And the thing is, like, all guys want to get down like that. It's just some people have the filter and some don't. Like, sometimes I just don't. I haven't been a good person my whole life. I'm not proud of it.
No,
but
I'm
I'm
the same
working
way.
on it now, Howard.
But I'm the same way. I mean, I
you've
understand
always
it.
been a good person. You're sort of you're my ethics code, dude. You know what I mean? If you do it, I do it. You know?
I'm telling you, I have caveman ethics. I did for a couple of months. I
You
was
had
bad.
You had your lost John Lennon weekend, right?
Yeah, but
It's
I was
fun.
bad. I mean, because
you could never be bad, bro.
I was bad. Isn't that a use? I mean, you fuck Paris Hilton.
I don't know if it's a use if both people have the same idea. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's
Yeah.
just fun.
It's a symbiosis
Have you ever
there,
heard
you know?
that?
I don't think she
You
was
don't
looking
think-
at me like, "Wow, this is the douche that sings in Sugar Ray. It's the catch of my life."
I disagree.
I don't think she was looking at me like that, my brother.
I disagree.
You know, but
I disagree. I think she looked at. Listen, you can put yourself down all you want.
I'm good at it.
You're a big catch. You
You're
got a
so-
great career.
you're so nice.
And you're a good-looking dude. Right, Robin?
Sure, he's good looking. He knows that.
Yeah.
He looks in the mirror.
Propecia, veneers, and Botox. Keep me in the game, man.
Have you done Botox?
I've done it. I'm lying.
You did?
Just listen, dude.
Why'd you do it?
Because I'm lame, and here's the thing.
Are you
dude.
insecure?
Put the
I don't want
Botox.
to take myself immediately out of the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Right.
so like I'm going to hang as long as I can. So if you have to like get on a treadmill or like do this, that, I've done it. You know, I don't do it regularly. I've done it. It's not the greatest thing in the world. I don't think I'd make a practice of
When
it.
you
I checked
became-
it out. You know,
when
see
you
what
be-
these Mark Steiners guys, what they're up to. You know,
When
I was
you-
hanging in that Pat O'Brien game for a sec. You know.
When you became the host of...
By the way, I already said the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life, the
What is
Pat
that?
O'Brien tape thing.
Yeah.
And they were talking about, hey, you want to bang Betsy and watch the dog, look at the dog watch and all that. Artie goes, let's join Al Qaeda and all that. That was the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard. I wanted to say that. I think about that sometimes laughing, and that makes me
Those
weird.
tapes are the... Do you know him? That guy?
I know Pat, and Pat's great. I mean, you know Pat. I mean, he's cool, and like, I remember you guys are interviewing. He wants us to go away, but that was
Right.
so salacious and juicy. It was hard to go away, but he's very cool and kind of mentored me a little bit when I came to Extra.
So you took over his job?
No, I didn't take over his job. He was just, that's a very competitive world, entertainment news world. But he was very kind to me and he's a big music fan. He wanted to see me succeed. So Pat, I have nothing but love for Pat O'Brien.
I was shocked when you got the job at Extra because I didn't really think of you as a host, of someone who would host a gossip show. I thought of you as a rock guy.
I didn't either. But it's funny, Howard. It's like people. We weren't in the. I wasn't in the White Stripes or Nirvana. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if Eddie Vedder started hosting Extra, I think it would be fucking weird,
But a lot of people thought it was weird because although you don't see yourself that way, we see you as a rock and roll guy. So it was sort of jarring to see you now hosting a thing.
And
Do you
almost
think
like a come down, right? From rock star to news reporter.
And by the way,
let's just say this, you guys. I didn't leave at the peak of the Sugar Ray stardom. Like we weren't just coming off a 10 million selling record. Like Mark McGrath shocks the rock world. It might have been more out of necessity as opposed to like let's try a new career.
But it was a weird move for the band because it meant you weren't going to be available.
Well, the irony, Howard, is that they have kids and stuff, and they wanted to stop for a second. So, like, I just looked in my messages. I had a couple phone calls to make through the years, and one of them was to Extra. And I literally called them on a Friday, and I go, hey, what's up? And they go, come on down and just meet with this executive producer named Lisa G. And I go, sure. I met them on a Friday. 2 weeks later, I'm hosting the show. I have no idea how the fuck I'm there. I don't know what I'm doing. Obviously, if you watch the first 6-7 months,
and you had never hosted a show before. What made them think you could do it?
Well, Howard, I did a few things. I guess if you can chew gum and read a monitor in a rock band, they let you host the Radio Music Awards or the MTV things. And I did a few of those, and I remember her telling me, she goes, you kind of suck, but there's something there,
Wow.
And so they were willing to explore that. And that
How
was
nice.
Well, yeah, thanks a lot. But it was
Is that why you felt the pressure to do the Botox? Now you're on TV every day.
I'm vain. I'm vain like other dude, man.
Did they say to you?
It's embarrassing to admit that. You know what I'm saying, dude? But I gave it a shot.
What did you see that you needed to work on?
I was getting those weird like wrinkles and shit.
In
I
your
remember
forehead?
I was on the cover of Spin magazine, and one of the comments on it was, and I read all the comments because I'm just a masochist, self-abuse guy, and it said, it looks like he has dental floss wrapped tightly around his forehead. And so Jim from Chesapeake Bay, thanks a lot for that one, man. So
well, I understand this. When I saw the movie Private Parts, and they had a lot of close-ups. I saw that my teeth were fucked up. I saw my nose was fucked up more than I even thought. And I got a little work done, so I understand this vanity. It even shocks me now that I got caught up in it. But
you do, you're a human being, dude. And I love to be like, tough guy, fuck it, I don't care, man. But like, I'm being paid for something I don't understand why I'm being paid for. So I'm going to stay in the game somehow. Like, you're not paying me because I'm a great journalist. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going out there like getting the good stuff out of Jen Aniston. You know what I'm saying? Mike Wallace.
Right. So there's a reason. You're a good-looking guy, and you want to maintain those good looks.
I don't know what it is, but I'm going to keep whatever it is I'm bringing to the table as long as I can, because God's going to take it away soon enough. And And I did the bottom veneer thing too, man.
Sure.
Because I had my top veneers because I had these like weird meth teeth I had for 15 years I had to get rid of. and then
did you do a lot of meth?
Yeah, I might have done a few back in the day. And then I saw my bottom veneers. I'm like, it looks like Ben Franklin's wooden teeth, like freaking people out. So I got my bottom veneers done, and then I speech impediment for a year and a half.
Wow, because it's hard to learn to speak with those
Of course.
things.
And
right.
then I remember the tsunami came for Sports Illustrated Sexy Supermodel Tsunami, and I was like, oh my God, I'm quitting. I'm quitting. I can't do this anymore, you know?
Yeah, it's tough because that's not your chosen field, and now all of a sudden you're being evaluated on a whole different level.
And publicly, too. You know, like I'd go to 7-Eleven, like, and 6 months later, I'd get a case of beer, and this dude would go like, hey, man, you kind of sucked when you started, but you're getting better, man. And, like, for some reason, I just, fuck with me on my head. Go ahead, tell me how, shitty I am.
In a way, isn't your fame greater when you host Access Hollywood as opposed to being a rock star even?
Well, I really enjoyed hosting the show there, and the people were great, man, but
Were you fired?
I was. The irony is, I wasn't fired. I was asked to do more, and I didn't want to do that. I didn't feel qualified.
Is that true?
Oh, it's absolutely true.
I feel like they gave you the bounce and hired this Mario Lopez.
Mario's great. Mario's born to do it, and he's good at what he does, and he'll fucking kick your ass, by the way. That guy's a bot. He's gnarly. He's really good at what he does. I'm not really born to do that. I don't know what the hell I'm born to do.
Do you feel you were pushed out in any way?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, they wanted to change the sort of scope of it. Look at, the ratings were going down. The entertainment news genre in general sort of circling the drain because of the internet. Similar to what happened in the record industry. You have TMZ, Perez Hilton hitting things at 7 in the morning, unchecked and salacious.
So the ratings started to go down.
They started to go down. They did what they had to do to make a shuffle and a change, and now Mario's kind of like, he's great. He does it really well. But they told me, listen, Mark, if you want to stay here.
So they brought in a younger stud. And it was your worst fear because
that's why he was doing the
you
Botox.
were Botoxing.
You think I had self-esteem issues before? I got replaced by AC Slater, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Was it a real? Let's be real. Was it a bit of a blow to the ego?
You know me. I'm just like this manic flow from just panic guy.
Maybe that's why you want to get married now. You see it all.
Maybe it is. It's all making sense to me. I got nothing left, man. Why not get married, right?
Right.
But I was there for 4 years, Howard. I thought I'd be there 6 months, so I was sort of ready to go. And what the conversation to me was, listen, Mark, you need to do more. You need to go out 7 days a week. You need to 24/7 on the weekends. And I didn't want to do that. And like they wanted me to do live shots on Larry King and talk about Paul Newman and his cancer. And I'm like, right. I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm going to protect everybody else. I'm not professional enough to do that.
Right. It's not cool.
No, but there was sort of a phasing out as well. I mean, I think they knew by saying that to be like later. You know what I mean?
So the job was paying about $500,000 a year.
More than that, man.
Really?
The job was good to me, man. I didn't. It was nice.
It started out at $500,000 a year. I know that. That was the first year's salary.
How do you know that?
I know. Believe me.
I know. How do you
everything.
know that?
I know salaries.
Know
Listen, I negotiate.
You're right. You know more than anybody.
Yeah. So it started out as a $500,000 a year job. Mm-hmm. By year 4, year 3, and now you're a success at it.
It was getting close to 7 figures.
No kidding.
Yeah, and listen, it was like the most mellow job in the world. I went there and went, hey, Lindsay Lohan was out last night at Hyde, and it was great. It was great. It was fun. It was a great job. I loved the people.
What was your schedule like? How long does it take to work?
8 to 2.
8 in the morning.
Yeah, 8
till
to
2.
Yeah,
really?
It was great. Yeah, and you did some things on the weekends and the award shows and things like that. But it was mellow. It was great. And I'll tell you this.
And they pay almost $1 million a year for that.
At the end, they were. Yeah, it was nice. In the entertainment news world, man, I'm telling you, these guys kind of get a bad rap because it's kind of like surrounded by a layer of Velveeta cheese, which is well deserved. It is sort of entertainment and fun and kooky. But these guys are some of those hardworking professional people I've ever met in my life. You show up at 6 o'clock in the morning. There's no show, Howard. And 4 hours later, there's a show they put out every day.
No, it's impressive.
It is impressive. And I feel like now that I've been in the inner workings, I see how it works. And I think they should get the credit they deserve. And it's almost too professional for me. I'm like, God damn, you guys are working too hard.
But
man.
Did you ever feel bad when they would cover some people in show business and stuff, and they would take glee in their tragedy, like a celebrity divorce or something like that?
I would if it was Glee, Howard, but no one. They didn't. It was done classy. There was a class to what they did there in entertainment news.
It wasn't so bad.
They weren't getting off on people's depression or misfortune. You know what I mean?
Right.
I couldn't handle that. I couldn't. I wasn't raised that way.
You'd be out of that.
I would have been done, yeah.
Right. So would you say in a way your stock starts to even go up when you get this celebrity gossip TV show, high profile, like hotter chicks even in a sense?
It kind of went sideways. You know what I mean? It just kind of kept,
it kept the fame going.
It actually took, it's weird. It took this sort of celebrity star thing away, but like it made me more visible.
Right.
Strangely, you know.
Were you invited to more parties and this
almost
kind
the
of thing?
opposite? You know what I mean? You're like you're one of them now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I call the truth with all like George Clooney's and Kid Rocks of the world. I'm like, dude, I won't tell you about 3 a.m. in Sunset Marquee if you don't either. You know what I mean?
Right. So you did keep some things private.
You have to, you know. But again, it's not. Extra is not such a salacious, program where they want to hear about stuff like that. So it was cool. And the thing that really got to me, Howard, though, is I'll be sitting there in the red carpet and Colin Farrell will be walking down or Al Pacino will be walking down, right?
Right.
And you answer the standard questions, but then, you have an agenda you got to hit. And when you see Al Pacino walking down the red carpet and you have to ask him a question about what he thinks about Britney Spears and the latest Kevin,
right.
It
you feel like a douchebag.
It makes your insides wrap around your insides.
Yeah.
You know?
And you were the guy who would be on the red carpet before as the celebrity walking down, and now all of a sudden they're asking you to work the red carpet, and it's weird, right?
That I never had a problem with because, Howard, I never really thought of myself like that, but it was just it would not bother me, just like getting information on people they didn't want to talk about. That was rough,
Yeah.
Asking Colin Farrell about his beauty tips. He's like, dude, we just had a beer the other day. What are you talking about?
So you're not banging any other chicks now?
No. I'm really trying to get this thing together. I really, and I never thought I'd do it on VH1. And the irony of this thing, this is real life happening to me. And like Jason Hervey and Scott Baio, came to me with the idea. I go, listen, we have this franchise. Scott Baio is 41 and single, and we've heard your story. We think it'd be appropriate. And I'm like, God, I don't know if I want to put my whole fucking life on blast like that. You know what I mean, dude? I really don't. But then I'm like,
are you doing it?
I'm doing it. I'm signed. As soon as I get home from this tour, I'm doing it. I'm on.
Yeah,
You're
he's
kidding.
not telling you because he turned it down.
No, there's no. This is happening. Yeah.
What is the show going to be called?
Right now it's called Knowing Mark McGrath, which I can't stand because I don't know Mark McGrath. You know,
right?
So
nobody knows it.
No. So that's like the working title. We start filming with Scott and everybody, and then 26, and literally it's like, do I marry this girl or not? After 15 years, she's 37 years old. She wants to
go through this on TV.
Listen, dude. Scorsese, Bruckheimer, McCartney, they're not returning my calls. You know what I'm saying? So I'm kind of just seeing what the hell. I'm seeing what the hell's out there for me.
These guys are talking to you.
Yeah, I'm praying for Bret Michaels' career. You know what I'm saying?
Baio and Hervey are talking to you.
Yeah.
So you have hooked in with these guys.
We're locked in. We're doing the show.
Your girlfriend's up for it.
She's up for it, and
now what's going to happen on this
What's
show?
going to happen, Robin, is real life shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm either going to ask her to marry me or not, and it's going to be real, and she wants to have a kid. We'll see what happens. I never thought I'd be a VH1 guy.
Are you going to date other women during the show?
We're going to be on. Some of it's going to be on the road. So Temptation and girls that I may or may have seen before in Chicago or Detroit might be there, and might just sort of just guide me along my path.
When is the last time you banged
a gal?
A gal, yeah.
Wow. It's probably about 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
No, yeah.
Oh,
it's been a while.
It was probably Paris
I've settled
Hilton.
down. No, it wasn't Paris Hilton, but I've settled down a lot. And this is why I'm kind of doing the show now.
Is she good in bed, Paris Hilton? She is.
I'm not going to lie. I mean, I'd love to say no, but yes.
Why wouldn't she
She
go
knows
back
what
there?
her feminine wiles are all intact. She knows what the hell she's doing.
And she's sexy.
Have you seen her?
Yeah.
There's nothing wong with her, dude.
I would bang her.
Yeah, I know you would.
And I would give it to her about as good as you did.
And then she wouldn't return your calls either, right?
You use a condom or you went in bareback?
Condom.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Oh, are you telling the truth?
Why would I lie about that, Howard?
That's a lie.
That's not a lie.
I can look at you and know you're lying.
Why do you say? Because my forehead's not moving?
Your forehead is completely wrinkle-free right now. That's how I know.
No, of course, man. Safe sex, my brother. Yeah.
Wow. All right. Okay, good. All right. Now, listen.
Hey, Howard, thank you so much for having me in, man. I mean,
wait, I want to talk about something.
No, I'm just saying, you know how much it means to me to have me. I mean, you guys are just part of my life all day long.
I love you.
I love you guys, too. And you really, because I'm sitting here because you gave us a chance in 95 with Psycho.
And you were good to me when you guys always came in and did the show and you recorded my song and I got $6,000 to show
well, there you go. But there's more coming, brother. It comes forever.
Hey,
man.
I love it.
Every quarter you'll see a check now.
Robin,
man.
we got to start writing songs. Because
I know. Let's get busy.
These checks are great.
I'm shocked.
Every quarter, Howard, I go to my boss and I forget. You get this check. You're like, wow, teacher's salary, killer.
Yeah, if I get $6,000, you must be getting at least $7,000.
Yeah, but no, I imagine what Tom Cruise gets in residuals from movies. So I imagine what you get from Private Parts,
right?
Or what Artie gets from all the shit he's done. I mean, what does Tom Cruise get every quarter?
It must be wild.
Like $10 million?
I always say here, I was lucky enough to be in the movie Elf.
Oh yeah,
yeah. At Christmas they have marathons of it, so it's like getting a Christmas bonus every year.
And you forget,
fucking believable.
And you forget, Artie, you're like, wow, $50,000. You're right. you forget. It's like, oh, Jesus Christ.
It's like found money.
You put out an album. The album is a new album, right?
Yeah, I wrote a new album. It came out in July 21st. Music for Cougars.
Music for Cougars, even though Gary says your music is not for Cougars.
Well, it's funny. That title's not meant to be literal. There's a little bit of irony there, and people are calling me to be like the spokesman for Cougar Nation and stuff. I'm like, dude, I'm 41 years old. No Cougars are checking for this saggy ass anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Well, come on.
No, but I mean it though, and that's the irony of it. But I think our fans have kind of grown up with us, and I imagine some are our age. So it's a tongue-in-cheek title, obviously.
All right. So the new single is called "Girls Were Made to Love."
Yes.
I don't think you need to explain it. Girls Were Made to Love.
What else do you need?
Why did you write this song?
Actually, it's a sample from Don Everly from the Everly Brothers, who wrote the song back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And it came from the Gym Class Heroes guys. They had this track, and you've heard of that band, Gym Class Heroes,
sure.
of course. And they didn't use the song. I guess they felt it was too poppy, so it got into our possession somehow. And I'm like, this is the greatest song ever. And when it's sort of like a rap track where you had the chorus was a sample, and they're like, how do we build this? I don't rap. We got our bro Collie Buds to be on it. It was just amazing, like Justin Timberlake of dance hall artists. He's incredible. And we put it together and we figured it out.
Now, what is this song? She's got the woohoo.
Basically, it's about older cougar broads. That's the one cougar song. And actually, I was watching. I like all sort of cheesy reality shows. I love them all.
Have you ever banged a cougar? When I say cougar, a woman, Robin's age.
You
can do it now.
Robin looks so beautiful. She transcends all that.
Could he bang you now?
He could have banged me at any time. He never
Really?
tried.
Yeah. Oh yeah, she'll spread for you.
I felt love from Robin back in the '90s, and not anymore though, because she's on to like Gyllenhaal and all those cats.
No. She'll bang you right now. Pull your pants off.
Bang her right this
Robin,
second.
we're going to your little booth over there. We'll wait for you guys to get done.
I'm down. Don't even, seriously, I'll be part of the show.
Well, I don't know what you're so. That Botox is working. She wants you.
Wyclef Jean banged you in there. Remember that?
Stop that.
Well, no, he
simulated.
He tried.
I was listening. I heard.
Do you, in other words, have you ever banged someone in their, let's say, 40s or 50s?
No.
No,
I haven't. When I was like 21, I banged a chick who was like 35.
Yeah.
But the cougar term wasn't even like in effect back then, so it wasn't really part of the natural inertia of the earth.
So you've never. This is only a fantasy.
That's not really fantasy. I was watching the Orange County Housewives, because my life got no meaning, and I'm watching it, and there's a girl that always goes, woohoo, when something happens. Her name's Vicky. You know what I mean?
Some women make very annoying noises.
They do when they get like a glass of wine, like,
yeah, you get very excited.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is like, wee! Which is grating on the back of your brain.
I watched this TV show, The Bachelorette, and this girl, every time she gets excited, she goes, wee! Wee! And I go, what is that sound?
Yeah.
There's a certain group of women that make annoying noises. Like, let me think, like every one of them.
No, I got to tell you.
When women get excited, they get annoyed.
I said to my wife, you don't make those annoying noises, thank God. Because I don't think I could be married to you. It's
hey, Howard,
annoying.
what did you think of the Billy Joel, Katie lead thing?
What, being divorced?
Yeah, how does that play in your whole world?
I actually know them.
I know this. That's why I'm asking you.
I mean,
it's probably not my
I was
place
at
to
their
ask.
wedding. I
was getting you in the divorce.
He was at your wedding.
That's a funny thing because we've had Katie over the house a couple of times since the divorce, and I've spoken with Billy on the phone, and he called the other day, and I think he was checking in to see if we were still friends. And
so bizarre.
Yeah.
That's right. And I know both of them, and I think they're great. I guess, in the beginning, they really were kind of doing a lot of stuff together. Billy went off on tour. She was doing her own thing.
Yeah.
She was not cheating on him. I know that for a fact.
You would.
She was
not
not cheating on him. But I think the two of them just completely fell apart after a year. And I think it is the age difference, too. I think that Katie's very young, and Billy's like a guy in his...
he's 60.
He's 60. It's just, it's a big difference. I was like, gee, this is an interesting thing. Could this last?
Almost 40 years difference.
Almost 40 years difference.
Dude, you go on the road for 2 months like Billy Joel does, and you just want to go home in your cocoon and just not, you don't deal with people. You don't want certainly to go parading down to a book signing, you know what I'm saying?
That's sort of the problem. I mean, I'm 55, man. I don't have a lot of energy to go.
Howard, you're the youngest 55 in the history of the world.
Yeah, well,
you've reversed the aging process.
It's the Botox, my friend. But
you did Botox. I know you did.
Never.
I can
never.
see it.
No.
And you don't cut your hair.
He'll
Never.
tell us on one of those times that he wants to reveal secrets.
I know.
Not
The
right
next,
now.
I swear,
Revelation show.
I swear on the life of my children. I've never done Botox.
That's enough for me then.
I'm not going to stop it. I'm telling you the truth. I swear on the life of my children.
You don't need to swear.
Because no one believes me. I've never done Botox.
You don't need it.
And I've never.
Do you judge me for doing it?
Years ago, I put blue in my hair or something. Something weird.
You blew it.
But I don't. I blew a load of my hair. But I don't dye my hair. But you can see.
That's nice.
But you can see there is gray in my hair, but not a lot.
It's amazing.
You know, listen, I'll tell you the truth. I've eaten infants to stay young. All right? I've sucked the blood out of them.
Placenta of a
the
young
bone
mother.
marrow, everything.
Yeah.
I eat every part of them. Nothing goes to waste.
You need a third world kid.
Yeah. Well, that's where I get them.
Malawian kid.
That's where I get them from.
Right.
I adopt them and then I eat them.
Right, of course.
And
And
it
how-
keeps me young and feeling great.
Most importantly, I'm here to ask: Are you 13, 14 months out of here? 15? I mean,
yeah.
Because you are.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you. So you're breaking it right now with me? Cool.
No, there you go. There it is. Now they'll hire you back.
Yeah, call
That makes
extra.
me sad, dude.
No, I don't
makes
know.
me sad. I don't know.
know.
It makes me. It bums me out.
You want to know something I don't know? I'll sit and I'll talk to the company and
All
I'll
right.
say to them, do you have anything in mind for me? If it sounds reasonable, and then I would do it.
Okay.
But I would first meet with Robin, Fred Artie, possibly Benji, and discuss it. And even, sit down and see how everybody else feels.
Right.
Think that's the way to go?
It just would be a sad, sad, sad day. And I just want to take my...
Not for me, it wouldn't.
I know it wouldn't, but just for
Yeah.
everybody who loves you, including myself. You made my career, man. Life would be...
Well, that's not true. Did you come on Paris Hilton's face?
I did not. I'm too much a gentleman.
You are a gentleman.
Put her back.
That's very nice. Take a few phone calls. By the way, the new album, the new Sugar Ray album is called Music for Cougars. It's in stores now. And for Sugar Ray tour dates, you go to sugarray.com. You'll have a great time if you go see the boys live.
Thank you, Howard.
They put on a great show.
We'll be in Nashville tonight and New Orleans tomorrow.
Where are you tonight?
Nashville. Wild Horse Saloon.
So you got to get on a plane and
Oh,
go
yeah.
to Nashville.
Yeah, but anything for you guys, please.
Doesn't freak you out to go fly that much?
No. Does it freak you out?
Who gets to be on the plane with you? You fly commercial or you
I'm
gotta...
flying bareback, solo.
Solo?
Yeah.
You're not flying the plane.
Oh, no. Did you see that Bruce Dickinson Iron Maiden documentary where he flies Iron Maiden around?
Yeah, he's
it's the raddest thing you've ever seen. It's like,
So you will be in a private plane?
No. I'll be on transgender airlines or whatever the hell it is.
You're going to be on transgender airlines? Oh,
no,
okay.
whatever's flying out of LaGuardia.
Okay, good. Okay.
If you see a lot of flight attendants, transgender is appropriate.
When you're on the plane, do a lot of the chicks come up and start approaching you? It's going to be tough for you to get married.
No, yeah.
It is.
But Hart, I think you said you were never getting married, and you're married, bro.
I'm
mean,
happy.
Look, I think that union thing's cool, and the hard part is going to be getting back to good because we fucked it up so early. We really destroyed the foundation.
Yeah, how can she trust you? How can you trust
vice
her?
versa.
Right.
Like, I'm not the big bad wolf in this thing, and the reason why I'm going through this because I'm not a hypocrite. We've got both our issues to work on.
How old is she? This chick?
She's 37.
37, and she's super hot.
She's really hot.
She's got to be
Panamanian,
hot.
Latin broad.
Really? Big boobs?
Good boobs. Yeah, perfect boobs to fit the body. That's the key.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? And like I said, dude, she's my friend. I know that sounds lame. And your audience is like...
That's not lame. That's
No,
it,
you have
because
to be
because
You
that's
bang
the
anybody.
You can't be if you fuck Paris Hilton,
Yeah.
and let's say she's the best lady you've ever
Right.
met. If at the end of the fucking, you have to leave because you can't sort of deal with her.
Then what do you got?
You have nothing.
You got nothing. You got,
Yeah, that's just you getting your rocks
That's
off.
right. And you can do that by yourself.
If you find a girl that you could lay in bed with and talk with and have fun with and do some stuff with and it's reasonable.
But that sounds so stupid and lame, but that's the key, man.
Well, of course.
There's nothing more.
There's no other
nothing
secret.
left.
There
That's
is
it.
no other secret.
You just hope you get to the point around the porch and she puts your teeth in. And when you're there, if you get to that point, you've made it.
You're
man.
absolutely right.
Or you could fuck the chick and then lean over and call one of your friends.
First of all, life is very simple. I'm going to tell you something.
Yeah.
Life is very simple, and people
No, wait
don't
a minute.
understand
Don't you
this.
start, because you used to say life was simple and that it was another set of rules.
All right, I'm giving
and
you a new set.
broke every one of them.
Robin, you're ruining my rap.
New set? These
She
are the
holds you
new
to that,
rules.
Howard.
These
Here's
are the
a new
new
rule.
rules.
She holds
I
you
have
to that
figured it
forever.
out. I figured it out.
Okay.
As much as we have been raised to think that we're that horny, you could just jerk off and be done with it. The fact of the matter is, when you have sex with a woman and then you want to be with her after the sex,
Yes.
that's the
That's
secret.
the key. But what about the divide and conquer caveman thing? Like the variety thing.
Well,
you
you
know?
have to do that in order to find the one that you can't believe you actually want to stay there.
But that's why this self-satisfactoriness doesn't
Yes.
have. You need to conquer other thing. Me and
But
my
you
left hand,
conquered
like I'm
enough.
bored of both these guys. You
How
know
many
what I mean?
women have you conquered? 1 million.
No, not 1 million.
Close.
No.
Come on.
No.
What are we talking
How
about?
many chicks you banged, Howard, would you say?
In my life?
Yeah, in your life.
I'm going to say, I'm not. I'd have to sit down with pencil and paper and
No,
give
you
you.
have an idea.
What,
I'm
do you
gonna
need
say-
an abacus?
I'm going to say an abacus. Yes.
Is that a Genesis song?
I wonder if there are anybody manufacturing abacuses anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, with all the computers and everything. Somebody's in the abacus business.
Now, your number's skewed because you were married and faithful for 20 years.
Yeah, so-
But there's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
a number, Artie.
No, I know.
I think it might be 50.
Yeah, that's pretty big for
Or
being married
40.
for 20 years.
Well,
Because you had
packed it
maybe.
on there in a year and a half.
Wait a minute. You had about 10 before you got a divorce. You banged 40 women in 6 months.
Yeah, you did. Damn, Will Chamberlain.
I'm going to say then I've gotten. Then I'm wrong because again I'm trying to ballpark. This thing.
Right.
Maybe I've been with
35.
35.
Yeah,
35.
That's a lot of broads though.
Yeah.
For being married.
It ain't Will Chamberlain numbers,
No,
but I'm proud of that. in a
Listen,
way.
Will Chamberlain didn't have Wilt Chamberlain numbers.
Exactly. Who
Come
knows?
on.
You know what? We were doing the math on Wilt Chamberlain the other day, and that would have been like three women a day.
3 women a day
That's right.
for like 20 years straight.
He had to have the flu every once in a while.
He had to have a day off.
Or he's certainly
Jeff
given
the
the flu.
Drunk is on the air. For
Jeff
the
the Drunk.
great Mark
What's up, bro?
McGrath, the star of Sugar Ray and the new album Music for Cougars. Jeff, go ahead, say hello and ask your question.
What's up, Mark?
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, bro?
Good, how are you?
I'm excellent, man.
I wanted to ask you about Barry's son.
Oh, God.
Did she give a good blowjob or what?
Not going to lie.
She
was
looks
good.
like-
Not going to lie, man.
I saw her videotape.
Knows what she's doing. Yeah, have you seen the video, man?
Yeah.
That was about the same era, too, when I got it.
I would have. I mean, it sounds like a kind of a sexy night. You meet her somewhere.
She brings out that man in you. She's
Yeah.
got a little feminine girl talk.
I think her body's rocking.
Her body's unbelievable.
He's right. I met her backstage at Letterman once, and
Yeah.
I think I told you that she oozes sexuality. She's like he says, feminine, and she smells rich and
Yes.
good. Like she's bathed in oils.
Yes.
I would
She's
love
never
to.
used zest in her
No,
life.
guys. She's got 59 doctors for her vagina.
But
You know what I mean? She's just-
But you want to know something? You make a good point in a way. It's like, a lot of guys will sit here because they don't have the opportunity to be with her. But when the truth be told, any guy would want to bang her.
Absolutely.
She's super hot.
Absolutely.
What do you think the fascination is? You know
But
what I'm saying?
going in, you're not going to be with her more than one time because.
See, Howard, you're romantic, which is so sweet about you. Like, I wouldn't even think about where's this going to go, Paris?
No,
The next morning,
I don't want to give you
we
the
gotta
wrong
get fucking
impression.
pancakes. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I don't want to give you the wrong impression. Sometimes I would just be like, I don't care where it goes. I have to have
Sure,
her.
sure.
Right.
And that was kind of the vibe that evening. And like you said, Artie, I mean, she smells good. She looks good. She had a little voice, and it's just a rap, dude.
What
Like
was she
rap.
wearing when you met her that night? Do you
Little
remember?
the short skirt thing with the
Yeah.
deli section
panties.
hanging out. You know
a
what
lot
I'm
of girls. Yeah, right. No girls wear panties anymore.
She was okay with it. You know,
She had no panties.
Zero.
Under the skirt was no panties.
What are you
When
going to do,
you become
Howard? I'm not
aware
in
of
the
that?
panty rule. You know what I'm saying? I do what you got to do.
This was at a party.
Breathing freely.
Whose house are you at?
That I don't remember.
You don't remember?
No.
And she's there. How do you do remember?
I don't remember.
You do.
Well, bro,
Whose house were you at?
Let one slide. No, I really don't remember. I'm kidding.
You were at a celebrity party.
No, I was not.
It was probably somebody cool.
Yeah, it was not. It was not.
It was not.
No, it
you
was
were at
not.
a
I'd love
party.
to tell you it was not. Now, I was doing that to see if you'd keep me on a little longer.
Does she lock eyes with you immediately?
She doesn't really lock eyes. She knows what she wants. There's not a lot of courtship and a lot
Really?
of like.
I mean, she comes over and goes, "Oh, Mark, hi."
Yeah, she's just cool, and you know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she wants you, you want her, and then you go right to the bathroom at the party.
I don't know if it was a bathroom.
A
I'm not beyond that. But,
a bedroom.
Yeah.
And when do you come to find out that there's no panties underneath the skirt?
Early. Pre-bathroom. I mean, pre-bedroom.
Pre-bedroom. First.
What, did she just
That's
show
probably the
you
best-
that?
But how
Did
do
she
you
just
know
sort of
that?
let you know?
Because she was sitting in a chair?
Yeah, just you could see what she had on. You check. I'm looking at the property and the goods.
But you probably think there's a thong under there,
yeah.
right?
No, you could tell, dude, because she had this really tight skirt shit.
See-through?
Like a white. She was really bringing it back then.
Wow.
Before she tried to, pre-jail, all that stuff.
She wasn't really well known at that point. Maybe she was trying hard.
She was starting to be like the socialite, Page Six kind of chick. She hadn't really gotten that reality show yet and all that. So.
Oh, before the reality show. Wow.
I'm telling you, it was a long time ago.
She was very young.
And
like,
she
what,
wasn't
18?
wearing panties back then.
She had to be 18 then.
No, she was more than that, dude.
19. I mean,
If
that's
there's grass in the valley.
What year was this?
Well, I don't know.
You don't even know.
2002.
2002. She was 12. So you. I can't imagine. Boy, this is exciting to me.
It was exciting, Howard. I'd love to say, it was many times and all these great things. Sort of like a sloppy.
But I don't understand something. But I don't mean to dwell. But
no, I'm trying to help you.
How do you know she's not wearing panties? By looking at the skirt, or is she bent over and she just makes it clear that there's no you can
She
see
wasn't
her.
making it clear. She wasn't like flaunting, but
Right.
I could tell.
You can tell
She had
that.
like a white skirt thing, and you could just tell.
With the high heels.
Yeah,
and
she knows how to dress, man. She knows, she knows what she knows what she's doing.
Yeah.
She's the blonde bombshell Marilyn Monroe type.
Yeah.
She's our generation of that sex bomb.
Yeah, she certainly is. And so so she makes it clear, and then you say, let's just find the bedroom. And the two disappear, and everyone at the party knows.
Yeah, but it's a little messy because I was getting drunk, you know. So I don't have the play-by-play, Howard. I'd love to give it to you, the fingers and all. I just don't have it. You know what I mean?
But do you lift the skirt, the mini skirt?
It got lifted sometime. You know what I mean?
Took her from behind.
Did I take it from behind? I don't think so. I think it was just power missionary, bad, sweating, and then fell off.
Did you return the favor of the blowjob? Did you eat her out?
No, that I didn't do.
Why not?
I don't know.
Why not
I'm not
return
against
the favor?
it. Not against it. I just didn't do it.
I mean, that's a gentlemanly thing to do.
It's a gentlemanly thing you do. It's a little reciprocity. Is always good in the bedroom, but I just didn't. It didn't occur to me.
And then after you're inside,
so gross.
And then after you're inside,
God, that's gross.
That's
man.
the click. Come on. And then after you finish,
You never said these things?
what you're saying is after you finish, everyone's like, "Hey, cool, hanging out, blah blah blah," and then you leave the party and she leaves.
This was kind of like the end. It was evolving the evening. People had left. I think it was just like a couple of stragglers in this house.
Were you embarrassed when you walked out of the room? And this is like everyone knows
but
what
then,
happened.
Howard, you got to understand, it was like
a drunken party.
No, people were gone. It was like 6 in the morning at this point. So, it was late. It was
wow.
late. As you know, you're want to do out there.
I mean, what do you do? I mean, what's the conversation after it's over? And now you're.
Well, I've never been a big linguist or conversationalist, so no one's looking for anything from me either. So.
Do you hold hands on the way out? Like, is it sort of like this sort of fake couple thing?
What is it?
No, there was zero of that. I was saying, man, right? You know, later.
And like you turned your heads from each other, got dressed, and walked outside.
Then it's like, hey,
taxi,
later.
You heard beep beep, taxi.
Like, bye.
Yeah,
hey. She gets in her car, you get in your car, and you leave.
Yeah, well, I took a taxi because I had a few, but you know what I mean. So it was.
That's
mellow.
a good message for the kids.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
You know, safe sex, taxis, all that stuff. But yeah, dude, it was no big.
Was it like the Munsters mobile?
No.
You just peeled out.
There's no
Cabby, get me out of here.
Wait a minute, they're in somebody else's. Where did the condom come from? You have it in your.
He always.
It was a house of condoms. Yeah.
Robin, I carry a gross with me.
Paris stores them in her cheeks.
Like a squirrel.
So that's that. I mean, there's not. I don't remember a lot of the evening.
You should have called me and told me about it.
I would have loved to, dude. But
do you high five the guys on the way out, or are you just trying to play
again, Howard? Like, I'd love to say there's this giant sort of American Pie party happening after that happened. There was no one left.
And just psychologically, no desire on your part to call her again. Did you say to her, "Give me your number so I can call you"?
He did do something.
I did call her. She called me. Like, I know we kind of travel the same circle of friends. I know her. There's no weirdness. You know.
And she never said, "Hey, I'd love to do that. I'd love to get together for dinner again, and maybe see if there's something more."
Dinner.
Yeah, I don't think it. Yeah, we already went past the dinner, dude.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know,
it's a shame.
No reverse courtship. You know what I mean?
I want to go back again. You're single. Why not?
Look, it was just, it wasn't in the cards.
You did a pump and dump. I can't believe it. All right.
She's lovely.
You know the term, Robin. You know, guys say that.
You know, it's cool. She doesn't trip. You know what I mean? That's what's great. There's no tripping involved.
Hey, if she wants a trip, let's go. I mean, that's great. I mean, that's wild. Jeff, did you ask your question or did I cut you off? I think you did.
I wanted to ask one more question.
Okay.
What is it?
Does she charge much?
You're just jealous. You're sitting in a trailer jealous.
I love Jeff, man.
Yeah,
He's the greatest.
Listen to me. You've got it all going on, my friend.
Howard, thank you, bro. Seriously,
Listen,
you look at me.
thank
you so much for having me through the years, man. You've been nothing but a stellar king to me, and I appreciate it.
I love having you here, and I love hearing about your life because, believe me, it's exciting. I wish you luck with this reality show. It could get a little weird.
We'll have to watch.
I'm going to need it, man.
Crazy.
I'm scared. I'm literally scared because it's real life. It's really going to happen to me. You know what I'm saying?
And what do you got now? A tattoo on your chest, or Joey's have?
Yeah, I got Spider Lockhart, New York Giants.
Yeah.
And somebody told me you got a tattoo.
Mr. Cartoon is a big fan of
Wait a second. You got Spider.
Look at that.
Spider
nice.
Lockhart. Oh,
Yeah.
Why do you have Spider Lockhart?
Because when I was I used to live in Connecticut. I was a big Redskins fan, okay?
Right.
And this is 1975.
Yes.
And I got all my Redskins gear on, and they're playing the Giants. And I hear tackle by number 43, Spider Lockhart from the New York Giants. And I went, Mom, there's a guy named Spider in the world? That's the coolest fucking thing I ever heard. So I threw all my Redskins gear, and I've been a Giants fan for 30 years.
I love the Giants, too, for
Good
some
for
reason.
you.
And then
I've got all my back, and, you know, Mr. Cartoon from downtown LA does all my work, man. You can see, like, I got all this stuff. And
are you running out of ideas of what to tattoo?
You know, as long as there's a bar next to a tattoo parlor, no. You know what I'm saying?
You love getting tattooed.
It's fun. What the hell, you know? But how many do you have now, Howard?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Would you ever get? Are you done?
No, I would get more.
Okay.
I would go get some more.
He doesn't have anything the size of some of the things you have.
Well, I'm at the point now where I just like, you know, you know,
like I see things on TV like you know, Soupy Sales, and I liked him. I didn't get a Soupy Sales tattoo.
Well, why not? Well, I'm dumb enough. I got a Rolex
Mom,
tattoo.
there's somebody in the world named Soupy.
You see
No,
that Rolex tattoo?
that's the Rolex, the Rolex logo.
Yeah, my friend bet me $100 20 years ago I wouldn't get Rolex tattooed on me.
Yeah.
I go, sure. And I go, guess how much the tattoo cost? $100. So I didn't even get $100. I got this tattoo, and I thought it'd be only Rolex I ever owned. So
that's crazy. You know
I'm not smart, Howard. I've been telling you that for years.
Isn't a tattoo supposed to mean something to you, or is it just you like the idea of having tattoos?
I think they can. A lot of mine do mean something to me. You know, but like I said, some I've picked out, like, you know, Jack Daniels has picked out a few. You know, Jim Beam has. So, you know, they're
and you just go slap it on me.
Yeah, and then I just happen to love the artwork this guy does, and I love the like light gray shade. You know, sort of the
And what is that on your back? That's the back. That's Hollywood. That's the whole.
Yeah, it's sort of like the you know, it's my guardian angel protecting me over the shallow depths of Hollywood. You know what I mean?
You feel you're under
attack? Someone's been looking after me.
Why?
Somebody.
Why? I mean, I understand the Giants thing now, but why not put "I fuck Paris Hilton"? I mean, honestly, on a tattoo. Why not?
Let it mean something. Really,
yeah, you know, no.
I mean,
why
that's
not?
cool.
That's a good one. Maybe right here in my Botox forehead.
All right, listen to me. There's more to you than meets the eye.
I love you, my brother.
I love you too, and it's great to have Mark McGrath here. And by the way, thank you for my royalty check. And,
you're welcome. There's more coming, man.
I'm thinking of writing you another song.
Please do. We're waiting.
Obviously, it was successful. Sugar Ray's new album, Music for Cougars, is in stores now. And for Sugar Ray tour dates, you know where to go. SugarRay.com. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, my brother.
We'll be back right after these words.
Yeah.
Mark, how is it to be back on the show, man?
Just like home, man. You know what I mean? I knew the Paris thing would come up, and it did, and he got me for a while, which is always fun. And I tell you, just, you know, these guys, it's hard to, like, emote to them what they mean to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I listen all day long and, like, what they've done for me personally and my career, but it's just great to say thank you to them in there. You know, it's I'm getting a little verklempt. You have no idea how much this show means to me and my band and the career, so just an honor to be here.
Now, like, whenever you come back, like, you always click with Howard. You know, like, you pick up where you left off. What's the connection? Like,
you know, I don't know. That's a good question, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm such a huge fan of his, like, ethic and who he is, his morality as a person. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is. He makes me smile. He brings out my inner light. And I'm a dark motherfucker, man. You know?
And there's a lot of sex talk today.
Yeah, there was. I'm gonna have a lot of fucking complaints. You know, I'm gonna get it, man.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to pay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna pay for it. Because I've never really disclosed all that shit. You know what I mean? But this is the place to do it. I know sort of the Jerry O'Connell rule. You gotta let it fly. And you know, I wasn't gonna be the guy to censor myself on Howard Stern. That's for sure.
All right, man. So you had a good time today?
I had the best time ever. I love you.